And so if I go on the thing, will I see it now?
Yeah, you should go on in and see it.
Yeah, because I can test now.
Georgie Brewer wants to watch too. Okay, I need to. So if you can send me that link.
What link?
The one that you're gonna go.
How do you got me send you links? I'm the idiot. I just told
but
you
I create the links.
I just about got divorced over a printer.
I don't know
now.
I don't know how to, because I don't have it.
Okay, so here I go here. It says I'm live, so it might not.
There, we're there. The one that you're gonna go.
How do you got me send you links? It's too clear.
It's fucking
This
awesome.
is gonna be weird. Now they're gonna hear us listening to ourselves because we're
Perfect.
live. Right? That's so stupid. They might not.
Wait. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Okay, so what do you want me to do? Like, what do you want me to do? It doesn't say all that shit we said. Where's my nice blurb?
Weird.
And can I write shit here? Like, why doesn't it say that nice?
How come it didn't go through?
To where? Okay, let's stop this live stream and start a new one. No?
Yeah, I don't know. Where's the...
So if I go to the beer league... Again, everyone, this is the How Not to podcast.
This is us figuring it out.
We share everything because we're goofballs. So here, look. It says that on this channel. Right? But the link's not there. Where'd the link go? Yeah, the link went away.
That's so weird.
I just ruined it. Now I did a different link. What happened?
So it's streaming on both.
No, it's not streaming on here. That's the problem. That's where we want it to.
Oh, go to your personal one. It might be on your.
It's on my personal, but we tried to put a link here to this. We got to get that link to go to all this. That's what I've been saying. But look, for some reason, it didn't let the link go in. We copy and pasted, but look what it's showing.
Yeah. Oh, that's it.
Oh, that is the link? I'm an idiot. See, that's why you don't have me doing anything. So they just hit that picture below, and now they'll be watching this nonsense?
Yeah. But I want to make sure the board, like we can hear the board.
We can. We heard ourselves on this.
That's what we need to hear.
Okay, just a sec.
See if you can hear that.
Okay, just a sec. It says live stream is offline on that. Is that an internet issue?
Maybe. Oh, look, we got 5 bars. It's perfect.
So why is it saying when you hit this link that that's not... Okay, so you want me to see if we can hear that too.
Yeah, that's the most important part.
Okay, just a sec. Just a sec.
Oh, it is working. Okay. No, it is. I can see it.
Okay, just a sec. Here, dude. Oh, what happened? See, it keeps clicking off. Okay, just a sec. Yeah, dude. Oh, what happened? See, it keeps clicking off. Okay, just a sec. Yeah, dude. Oh, what happened? See, it keeps clicking off.
Yeah, it's got the board. It's got the board.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, what happened? See, it keeps clicking off. Hit the board. Do something on the board. No, it's not. You can hear us clearly and not the board.
Really?
Yes.
That's not right.
Yes. It's not. You can hear us. You can tell you're just hearing it through this.
But the thing is connected. That's weird. Okay, what do we need to do?
The microphone, you got to connect. It's fully Bluetoothed, right? No, I bet you were not hooked.
It is. It is.
What? Phone headset. Dude, you're hearing this. That's what I'm telling you. Like when you go outside and listen to it on the phone, what other people are seeing, we're crystal clear, and that sounds that loud. So they're hearing it through your headphones right now. That's what I'm telling you. If you unplug your headphones, where are your headphones?
No. Welcome to Hockey Night and Beer League, a lifestyle podcast for beer. New Zealand to Dunedin. We go way offside, so don't get your jock strap in a knot. Now, let's get into the charters. No. Welcome to Hockey Night and Beer League, a lifestyle podcast for beer leaguers. New Zealand to Dunedin. We go way offside, so don't get your jock strap in a knot. Now, let's get into the charters.
I think so. I gotta go to it.
Yeah, go to it. But got on our Facebook. Pants up. Got away. But you're looking at my
Right? This is
that
gonna
work.
work.
Oh, I love how you framed us in too. That's great. Just fucking frame me out. Frame me out. Turn my mic down. There. Holy cow. How do you like waste like right about here?
Why are we
huh?
so far? I don't want to go.
That's what I'm saying. Get it to like here. Look.
Can we move up?
Oh, you want us to move up?
Yeah.
Oh, we can.
More.
Instead of you want the background still, but us up tight.
Yeah.
I get it now.
I want them
I
to see our beautiful.
Get it
face.
now.
So,
They just saw me. They just saw me yelling too. If anyone, no one's watching. That's the good thing. No one's watching.
Well, I don't know. Wait. Find this link. I have 5 minutes to do a
Yeah, we
link.
got time.
Nope. It's exciting. You were actually doing it. It's working. See, two places at once.
Think.
No, for sure.
I'm not totally happy, people,
Why?
because I wanted to just do it to our loyal crowd on our Facebook
Our
page.
loyal crowd will find us.
I don't know if they will. If they're like me, they're gonna have a hard time.
Wait, I'm not Gregory Meister.
Ronnie's gonna come in at some point, right in here with us.
That's exciting. Okay. Yeah.
Look, gonna have the handheld. You have the handheld out.
Yep. Look, I'm straw one.
I'm on
Nobody can
fire,
hear
though.
you because I'll use
They
the
can
mic.
hear me. I'm on
Maybe.
fire. Fuego! Fuego! This is where Ronnie's gonna sit. That's why I'm sitting here, showing my gut off. You can frame in Ronnie.
You're framed in.
He's gonna sit behind you like this.
No, I'm gonna turn my
Well,
thing.
that's not bad. Is everything gonna work? That's what I'm asking.
I'm trying to send the link out. See, I don't know how to get this link.
What link?
I don't know.
Did I not send you the link? What link are you looking
I'm looking for face.
You want me to give you this?
Hold on, let me see if I can figure this out.
Sorry, because I went to get the link and now. Waters is here. Waters has already thumbed us up. Jason, oh, haven't seen you in a while, big guy.
Jason
Hi,
Waters.
Jay. Oh my God, number one.
The man, the myth, the legend.
The legend.
The first, number
My
one.
favorite.
Waters number
My
one.
favorite Waters.
You said your favorite water.
I shouldn't have said that.
Well, it
I
just
love
means there's
Rhino.
two other very
And
angry
Shaner, too.
waters.
I miss Shaner. Shaner's not existing.
I don't miss Shaner at all.
What?
No, there's
I
only
miss
two to me. There's only two, and I love them. I might plug in the fucker in.
How do I find it?
I don't know how you find it. There's like people watching it. We're still in the fucking production phase of this nonsense.
It's not on there. You didn't put it on the Beer League Hall of Fame site. You put it on your personal.
How did we get it on the? No, we were supposed to put the link. That's what we tried to do. Drag and click the link, but now you're using my.
Can you email it to me on your computer?
You're on my Facebook. Why don't you do whatever you want?
Oh, share.
Yeah, there. Do it.
Message.
But you got to get it. No, we went on. We went on the Beer League Hall of Fame site and clicked on it. Didn't we? We went on there and clicked on it. Can you put it on there if it's not on there? Sorry. We're going to do an episode of something. Fucker. That's the worst one I think I say. Isn't it? Don't you usually use the high one and I use the low one?
The captions are auto-generated.
Sorry, you have to read. Don't I use the small one, Stro? I feel like I'm fucking really high here.
Hold on. What's that?
Got 1 minute to figure this shit out. So not at 9 o'clock.
I want to make sure Georgie Brew's watching this because he asked me for the link, and I got a story to tell about him.
Rory texted me and said the sign you held up to the screen was reading backwards, and he's asking what side of the screen we're on. The truth of the matter.
Oh my God, we're backwards?
The truth of the matter is, does it really matter? All our heavily merchandise shit is reading back. That's why they got the titles on the bottom, so the words go forward. We're lucky you can see us right now. That's all I'm gonna say.
I can't believe you can see us.
We're
and
fucking
maybe hear us right now.
I'm 2 arguments deep and
we're not doing any chats tonight with our hundreds of watchers.
No, we're just doing
maybe
what
thousands.
we do.
We're just
Thousands.
We have special guests.
We have such a good lineup tonight. Stay tuned.
If you personally text me, maybe I'll. If you,
we'll see. We'll just roll with it.
That's how we're gonna.
Everything's gonna kick in another 10 minutes,
today.
and then we won't be able to fucking know what we're gonna do anyway. So listen to me. Do I not usually use the low one?
There's a YouTube one too.
So
no, I don't know. That was on your side of the table.
Because I picked it up off the floor from when you left it here last time.
You want to switch
I think I want the lower one. I think you're taller than me. I feel like I'm like, whoa. Or am I not? Okay, fuck it. Let's go. Let's just roll.
Sure.
Start an episode.
No, oh, it is 9
I
o'clock.
told you had 1 minute.
That means we gotta hit record on this.
Yeah.
Wait, we gotta find a good opening.
The real one, please.
The real
please,
opening.
Please don't, not the. We
I
can
know.
discuss the shit one at one point, but I had notes. I have things in my head. I got to write down before the gummies kick in because I'm gonna fuck it up.
You ready?
So many. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. It's the Con Podcast.
I want to find this on YouTube.
No. Hockey night
Right now, something's happening. Right now.
Thank you. New Zealand and the world in association with the Beer League Hockey Hall of Fame for the love of the good old hockey game. So way offside. So don't get done. Let's go. Let's get into the room.
You're up, Chippy.
Woo! Well. Welcome, fellow beer leaguers, to H&IBL. I am your co-host, Chippy Fuego Dubois, and I'm here with...
Oh, I'm Stro One, eh?
I am on fire.
I was like, oh, do I need to douse you with some beer?
I'm on fire! Running around with the invisible flames. I'm on fire!
I showed up early, and I still feel like I'm late.
No, you did. I'm actually really impressed. So it's 9:02, so we're legit. Is this recording? Not on the screen I like, but, we'll get there.
Which screen do you
With
like?
the numbers, so we know when
there you
they're...
go. So we're streaming live right now.
Yes, on multiple platforms.
YouTube and Facebook.
While talking to our original crew of gangsters who listen to us
They're
via
not
the...
gangsters.
We're gangsters!
No, they're hockey player
I don't know.
aficionados.
Aficionados. They're OGs.
Passionate.
They're our OGs. That's
They're
why
a
I said
passionate
it.
beer league lifestyle
Not a
hockey
term. Not
community.
a term that really rolls.
Just a lifestyle community, I guess, of people that.
Great Lakes. It's Great Lakes.
Hey,
I'm
cheers,
about to have a
Chippy.
sip. Cheers. But I'm not drinking much. I save it for these nights now.
I think I am drinking way more nowadays.
I have a feeling. Maybe we should stay as clear away from real life this time as we usually
No.
don't.
I was thinking this authenticity is this new thing that they're talking about.
Yeah, well, let's just then use lots of
Look,
code words and get things in that.
Code words,
Yeah.
like authenticity,
I
is
was
that
at,
a
you know
code
what?
word?
I was at work and I work with like the guys who they check.
Look, there we are.
I know. I saw. Look.
On the YouTube. Okay,
That's
now
crazy.
this is what I'm going to share with Georgie Brew
Okay.
while you talk.
Yeah, because we're doing an episode. We're no longer at the part that people watching live where you and me were trying to make our live stream work. We're now with the regular crew talking. You ready for it or no?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Well, yeah, and I took my train of thought away when you brought up.
You had a
YouTube.
train?
I was talking about something. Oh, at the game. Or no, at work. It was a work story.
Oh, yeah, it's a work story. You're
Yeah,
at work.
I said something about a word. What'd you say about the word?
Authenticity.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck I was going to say. It was a joke about a safe word. I know the joke, but I don't know why I was going to say it, so I don't know how to circle back now. I know what I want to tell, but how do I circle it back in?
Just don't make it ouch.
Don't make it ouch. No. The guys asked me at work, they're like, they were pretending there's the challenge. There's a different crew that does like, they're like kind of above me. They give me what I'm supposed to build. And they said, we have a safe word for if we ever get too mad at each other that we will say. And I go, you guys have a safe word? They go, yeah. I go, what is it? And they were like Niagara Falls. And they're like,
where was this when I was working for you?
And then I was like, what about my safe word? They go, what's your safe word? I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, that's the one I got. I didn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
That's right. You got get the fuck out of here.
That's the one I got.
I know. Anyway, I don't know how that related to what I was saying, but it was a story that happened this week. I talked. I'm fucked.
Did you fire somebody already this week?
No. I'm trying not to fire people. It's hard. I had multiples over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't.
Are you under? You're under a lot of stress right now, aren't you?
I'm on fuego at hockey. Let's talk about sports,
Yeah,
baby. Because you and me do it differently.
You are in a.
That's right. But remember, you're like, oh, if my life's not going good, then my hockey's not going good because I don't know. Remember that?
That's not true.
Oh, so listen.
No.
That's exactly what you say.
No. That's what I was talking about when the hockey gods were mad at me.
Yeah.
I think karma.
No, but you said karma affects your hockey gods, and I'm telling you it doesn't.
Yeah.
Because I'm not thrilled right now, Stro.
No.
But I go to the rink and I'm like,
No.
fire.
I think you have. There's a bit of a misunderstanding of what I was.
Of what you said. There's a misunderstanding of what Stro said.
Can I clarify for you?
I wish you would. Like, it would really help.
All right. So I'm gonna try to do this right now. So what I'm saying is,
right,
when life is stressful and all that shit,
yeah,
hockey is actually great for that. And when you're going through shit,
yeah,
and you're doing the best you can, even though you're fucking stressed and all that shit,
yeah,
the hockey god's on your side. If your energy's good and you're doing your best, even if you're all messed up. What happened was
you were good energy yourself.
I put out bad
don't do that.
mojo.
Don't do that.
I lied to somebody that I love.
Look, this is fucking last. This is 2 full moons ago.
I know. Oh, by the way, do you know? Because all the last 5 episodes were called Cold Moon.
Because that's what it was. What is the moon?
So that's what I was going to tell you.
Is it the blue moon?
No. That happens. The blue moon happens occasionally.
Okay. So what is it? What moon is it?
It's the wolf moon today. So all the wolf moon. So if you're watching live,
to the month of the wolf.
No.
Because we'll be
So
releasing
we'll
our
do-
episodes all month.
Oh, yeah, that's
See,
right.
you're doing the wrong thing, Stro. You're
Yeah,
catering to the camera, and I'm here with the
No,
OGs, the
you,
podcast
you
people.
do realize we now have a bigger audience.
And
There's a visual
don't
element.
care. I just want my guys that have
Why
been here
are we
from the
doing this?
get-go.
Why are we?
I don't know.
Where's my bag? Where'd you put my bag?
I told you I was moving it. I said,
Yeah,
can
I
I
didn't
move
know
this
you were
bag?
gonna move it to another fucking room.
I did move it to another room. Do you need it?
Yeah, there's something in the bag I wanted to.
I'll go get your bag, Stro.
All right. So it's a wolf moon, and meanwhile, I guess what we're gonna do here is no, just the black one. Yeah, be careful with the other one. Oh yeah, actually bring both. So this is my old record bag, but I have some scotch in it because actually it's Robbie Burns Day. Happy Robbie Burns.
Yes, there's a lot going on.
There's so much. Okay, what are the chances? What are the chances that it's a full moon?
Yeah.
It's Robbie Burns.
Yeah.
And it's Thursday night.
Live with us.
No, the Thursday night is a hockey night for me. The Wales,
I'm
missing
your
Wales
game for this.
HC
Well, listen,
for this.
we've never really missed hockey for the podcast.
This is the first time I'm actually missing hockey to do a hockey podcast. But because I said every full moon, we go 9 o'clock.
Live.
We go live. And I'm not going to miss it. If I can make it, I'm not going to miss it.
You get
Hell
to
or
watch
high
us.
water.
You get to watch us.
Hell or high water.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I need to put Can you entertain the folks for a second?
I don't know. I can tell a story.
Because this is the first time we're actually streaming on two things while we're. Hey, what? So,
I'm gummied up. Like I had one gummy.
I had something edible
I'm
myself.
Confused. Anyway,
I had a piece of chocolate.
I'm gonna try and keep it together.
I had a piece of chocolate.
Instead of doing nothing. Okay, what were you gonna say?
I had a res chocolate. Is that more gummies?
Yeah, I got more.
I'm so gummied up.
Go. It's because I don't want to drink. I got to work tomorrow. I don't want to be in any way. I don't want to feel it in my head at all. All right. So what were you going to do? You had to go somewhere. I'm supposed to talk.
I'm going to get an audience for us.
Oh, thanks.
Live, because what's the point of going live?
What if the wrong person watched us?
Hey, I don't know if this is recording. It may not be recording. It may just be live. This is the podcast is recording. I guess this
so
is
on
still
Facebook.
a podcast.
On Facebook, it records live.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 100%, and it stays on our page.
Yeah, but even if you're using Restream.
No, because that's why I didn't want to do it this way. Because we might not have this footage now. Just have this thing. But we're here, so we're just going to do it.
Well, we're learning as we go along.
Yes, we have a lot of good things happening tonight and over the next couple episodes.
So, well, that's what was going to promote is that we have Ronnie Schuker.
Former
He changed
ESPN
my
writer,
life. You know, he changed,
creator,
he changed
writer.
my life forever.
He's probably changed both of our lives forever, for sure. Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah, for sure. You have a bit more of an experience with him, but he's definitely been a large part of the last 2 years of our lives, for sure.
I can't even tell you how much there is to unpack about since that trip I took to Tuktoyaktuk.
Yeah, none
and
of it
the
had
north
to
in
do
the
with
Arctic
hockey.
Circle and
None of it had to do with hockey.
Oh, it's all to do with hockey.
No, the stuff you want to talk
lifestyle.
about doesn't.
Oh, because this is a lifestyle podcast.
So Ronnie's gonna be live in studio. It's not even a phone call. He's coming.
It's amazing. That's quite the commitment. I mean,
He's been down before. We've had him on. We did episodes with him on the boat.
That's right. We've been in the lake with him.
I went skinny dip. Well, not skinny dip, but we walked to the cliff at 3 a.m. when everyone else was asleep.
I walked in the Arctic Ocean with him.
Yeah, he's a good guy. So Ronnie's been around.
I played hockey with him in the Arctic Circle in a bunch of rinks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The very first time I skated out an outdoor rink in almost 5 years was the day Ronnie was there too, when we went to Freeze Box.
I was on the outdoor rink yesterday during
No, I don't think I want to do it.
Just my kid and I by ourselves because it was kind of misty and wet. But the ice was good.
Yeah.
Those artificial rinks in Toronto really work.
I like being inside. And we're going to talk to the one, the only, Jason Stengel, the owner of the Brampton Bandits. Is it Brampton? Brantford?
Yeah, the Brantford Bandits.
It's the Bandits.
Which I think they should rebrand the Brantford Bandits.
I love how the first thing you did when we started talking to Stengel about a franchise that he owns
This the rebrand. He's the
is
new
you
start.
trying to tell him how he needs to do it.
No, I don't. He doesn't need to do it.
Why would you
But-
even feel the urge to tell
Because
a
I have
man?
a great idea.
No, but that doesn't mean just because you
It's-
have a thought doesn't mean you need to share it.
Poets should know it. They should show it. Bah.
Didn't you once call yourself an MC? Like, did you try and rap and that's the kind of stuff?
I'm an MC.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a master of ceremony.
No way. I wouldn't imagine if someone let you run a ceremony.
I have freestyled and rapped here and there.
We're not doing it here. Remember the episode?
Oh my, the worst episode ever.
Exactly.
And guess what? This is going to be the worst.
It was with
live
Ronnie.
stream and
the worst live stream.
Why are ours going down
Ronnie.
levels?
It's Ronnie. We love him, but he
We
really
do.
brings our show down. He really pulls. He's the only one on our show pulls us
He
down.
makes our life interesting, but
fuck
our
yeah.
show is just the worst.
So Stang will be here to explain what it's like to truly own a franchise. But you just heard the buzzer, so I'm quickly going to represent another one. Great Lakes
yeah.
Brewery, of course. Thank you.
We have a sponsor.
Yeah, we do. Great Lakes. Thank you guys for serving us beer for a year now. A year.
Hey,
keeping us
Tippy.
going.
Instead of putting mice in beers, why don't we start a podcast and get a brewery to sponsor us, especially a brewery we like,
It's
and
so
they can
good
give us
once
beer
once it
every
hits your
time we
lip.
podcast.
Somebody said that. I was talking to somebody outside the rink, and they're like, I'm like, yeah, I got a podcast, and we get free beer every time we podcast. I'm like, I don't know if I could ask for anything else out of
We
life.
podcast 7 days a week, 24 hours.
I guess I could ask if we could get paid for this. Would be interesting, but otherwise,
It would be nice to get paid for this.
you should see the reaction people
Especially
say when
since
they're
I'm
like,
broke ass.
they say, you have sponsors?
We've had numerous sponsors.
Lots
right?
of sponsors.
Cottage Springs,
United Promotions.
United Promotions, GBS Communications.
GBS
I
Communications.
think the sticker's still on the board
yeah,
here.
it's represented.
Oh, that's right. That reminds me.
I don't have.
I think my chocolate is kicking in.
I told you mine are, and then I'm having another one.
Look.
This beer is so good.
Straw and Multimedia sponsored this too.
That's one of our shows showing one of our screen printing, which we all know. The regulars
right.
know we have.
See, this is difficult.
No, it's not.
Because-
It's not.
Okay, well,
You
it's
just
not.
have to describe
what-
everything you do to that camera,
Right.
just in case people are listening. But I did it for you, so why
Thank
did
you.
you?
So we
yeah.
have to we have to keep each other
No,
podcasting.
I have to keep us podcasting. That's pretty much how this has
Because
worked for
I'm
5
just like-
years now.
You know, I'm a broadcaster by trade.
It doesn't show.
I know.
like if people wanted,
it's not
if
a
we
job
took
I
a
ever kept.
if we took a poll to see who holds this show together, it would be first.
You know, you can do
no,
polls on the internet now.
First, it would be guests. That's who holds this show together most. Guests, people who aren't us.
It's definitely
Then it would probably
the guests
be me.
that hold this show together.
And then it would be like something like some of these cables and the board, and then somewhere down the bottom you'd be the guy. You'd be like last thing that holds this together. Remember
Yes.
the time you showed up? Did you forget the board or the microphone?
No, I forgot the memory card
Yeah,
for the board.
that records the episode.
Right.
I
It
think,
only
you forgot,
had-
I think you forgot mic cables too once.
I-
I had to go running around get mic cables.
I don't remember that.
All right.
But you know what? I've only made these mistakes like once.
Each.
Yeah.
Lots
I
of
make all the
singular-
mistakes, but I only make them like once. Sometimes twice.
Multiple singular mistakes, but never plural.
And this is why I should be
Fool me-
promoted,
Fool me once.
right?
I got you. What do you want your new title to be? We could talk titles.
I don't need a title. I don't want a title. You know
Mm.
what? I want some responsibility and some money in the bank account.
I have literally been
for
telling.
doing some responsible shit.
Well, then you have to do some responsible shit, Stro. That's how it works. I know. Like he just literally said why you can't do it.
So wait,
I am. Please.
I'm at Stir One. If you got a job for me, read that backwards.
Is it backwards? It is backwards. It's weird.
Do you have a light so I can
No.
see if I?
All right. So, have you been playing?
Yeah, I played 3 games
Yeah.
on Sunday.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Sunday.
I played
could
with
be an
Georgie Brew.
episode
I
itself.
played with Georgie Brew.
I saw him. He came to the Wales.
Listen,
Saw him on the ice.
did you see him fight?
No, was it in the third?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I had to go. I saw up to the second. I got you footage of you scoring and stuff. He got into a fight.
Oh no, not that game.
Oh.
The game before. He played the first game of he came out.
Yeah.
We were short.
Yeah.
and we destroyed the other team. That the energy in the room, like it's amazing how one guy in the room
So good.
can change the culture of the team on the ice. He's so good. He hustles.
Yep.
He's a leader. He's a captain of that team, and
He was one. He was one we needed. It was him
and you know what? As soon as he got back in the room,
is he back with the team?
No,
That's
he just came out.
He called me. I'm gonna make.
But
him
he came out. He came out and he got into a scrap with the guy. He got suspended. The Whales were defunct for a week because he didn't sign up on time.
Oh man!
And they're like, your team can't play because Georgie Bruce suspended, but he wasn't registered, so he had to register
so he could get his suspension.
So he could get a suspension, so that our team could be an official team again.
Georgie.
I love you, Georgie.
Didn't I see him at that game? Was that on one of your games of the 3?
No.
Oh, I thought I saw him there. No, I saw Bacon. I was excited to see Bacon.
Oh, Bacon, yeah.
I saw
he wasn't there that day.
And who was your goalie? What the fuck this weekend on your 3-pack?
So that's
Where's
Davis.
Rhino?
I don't know. Rhino's been AWOL a lot.
Oh, okay.
I think he's really busy with life.
Yeah, that happens.
Which, how do you prioritize life ahead of hockey life?
For me, it's weird.
This is why I'm a single, unemployed hockey legend.
I've been doing that. I've been doing the.
I'm kind of employed. Did you know I got a job?
Oh my
Sorry.
God.
Sorry. I may be a little bit inebriated. I may not necessarily have my ADHD in control.
Tell us about your job.
So
is it 1 day a week?
It's
teaching?
1 day a week, and it's teaching a college kid.
Okay, that's good.
I don't know what. I know what I'm supposed to be teaching them, but I'm trying to teach them life skills. I'm trying to,
I can't believe that you're teaching anything.
Yeah.
So that's cool. How did the 3-pack? I'm gonna pull it back now because that's what I do. Run the episode. How do we get back to the 3-pack? What were the games like for you? I knew nothing about your last game.
Right. So I actually played 5 games in 3 nights.
Yeah.
Saturday night was tough in the Arts League. The Chimps, we lost 2-1 against arch rival now. We have a lot of people hate us in that league for some reason.
You know, it's funny. I just found out.
We played the Morning Star. Dave Bedini's team. Dave wasn't there.
I just found out that Tap on my hockey team.
Who?
Tap.
Okay.
He has been in the fucking Good Times League for like 20 years. He plays on the meat. He wears the green.
Oh, the meat.
He's the guy who wears the green Cooperall. And when he said it, I'm like, fine. Sorry, I've been off a bit. I was like, he's been there. So he's been there 10 years. So there you go.
Cool.
That league is good.
Good time.
Yeah, it's fun.
Anyways, whatever. We lost 2-1 to the Morning Stars.
That was your Saturday night.
Yeah.
Then you got up. You had 3 games on the Sunday. You did Christie, Wales.
Got a goal.
Yeah, Wales.
And Christie won.
Yeah.
Wales, you saw that game. I got a hattie.
Yeah.
Though Gatesy says it's not a hattie because the last one I didn't. I blew the zone. But I'm like, I trusted my team. There's 4 guys. Everybody's in the corner. I'm like, somebody's going to get this puck out to me.
Yeah.
And sure enough, they didn't. I went and scored.
Okay. And
we just, I don't know, it was like a 6-3 win for Wales.
I almost had a hattie.
And then there was a Ghetto Blasters game, and that got intense. It got fucking crazy. Yeah. It was a C-level team that got dropped down to our D1 division.
Yeah.
They were 0-14 in C1.
Yeah.
And C2, like they never won a game.
Yeah.
But so obviously they think they could play.
Yeah.
Because they're like up a level, but they dropped them down.
Yeah.
And of course, Dennis is like, they're 0-14.
Yeah.
He jinked us in the you know.
Yeah. You don't
who cares about the other team?
We
go play our game.
Yeah.
Anyways, they were hungry for a win, and it was ugly. They were chippy. Point where I even took a penalty.
Yeah.
Mind you, I got a penalty in the Wales game too, I think. No, it was the Christie Lights game. But I want to talk about that. Orly thanked me for that penalty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes it's good to take a penalty.
I agree with that.
Yeah, that was a good penalty. Right. I'll take that penalty all day, every day.
So how did the Ghetto game end? It got rough, got nasty. Dennis jinxed it.
We were up 4-2. I scored the 4th goal.
Yeah.
I was playing defense. I slapped it, stepped into a clapper from the point, and top cheese was really nice.
Yeah.
Through the goalie, like he couldn't react fast enough. And I'm like, we got this. And they got a little chippy. They got under his skin. They're like, to the point where at the end of the game, the clock, we pulled the goalie. whatever. We couldn't score.
Yeah.
But they got really. They're one of those teams that's like they don't really know how to play, but they're fast.
Yeah.
It was kind of whatever, and they're really chippy. And one of those guys pulled off one of our guys' cages, and Talbot came in and gave him a headlock, which is also he knows how to play hockey.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was wild. It was really wild. It was like the fuck.
Well, remember my last game of the day there?
Yeah, and
you
then
guys watched it.
I watched Between the Whales and the Ghetto
my
game.
Crazy game was right before yours.
I saw a fight, and so I have a theory.
All right.
That it's this time of year when people are a bit depressed and hockey's released.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's too much to release, and that's why there's so many fights and shit going on.
Yeah, we had 3 in our game, and the last one ended the game.
Your battery is, we got to plug in that
right
laptop,
there.
eh?
And it was like, so we had a rough one. It ended all crazy like too. And
do you need your phone to make sure Ronnie knows where he's going and stuff?
Yeah, it's right here in front of me.
Right.
Has it be? Oh yeah, some stuff. Sorry. So there. And then you played Monday with me at Christie.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but you got a goal that game. I saw you get your goal, and I saw the fight at the end, which was ridiculous. But
yeah.
Again, I think it's just this time of year.
That was the comment. Remember I told you about the comment the guy said to me?
We're going to talk about that.
Well, we'll get through your game pack, and then we'll get to mine.
Nothing else happened.
But we played Christie.
I scored 5 goals, 3 games, 4 penalty minutes,
and then
2 wins, 1 loss.
And then that was your 3-pack, right?
That's the 3-pack.
But you were saying you played 5 in like 36 hours because you played Christie again in 48 hours.
I played 3 on the Sunday.
1 Saturday.
I played 3:15, 5:30, 8, whatever, 8:30. Day at the rink.
And how was our Christie game on Monday? That didn't go well at all, did it? That fucking goalie, dude. I was like, just fucking hit the net. That guy was brutal.
I couldn't hit the net.
I know. Well, that's what happened to me. So at the end on my last shift, I did one. I was out at the point, and I faked a shot, did a quick little dangle, and then I went into his wrist shot, and I thought I was going to break my stick. I was just like, just hit the fucking net, and I just reined it and went right 5-hole. But we were like, and then Connor scored one. We got 6-4, but that team we should have destroyed.
Yeah.
So my 3-pack was 2 skates on 2 games on Dad skate, then Christie Lights, and then I just played Vandals last night. So on my 3-pack, the 2 games, we did Christie in the morning, right? I scored there, nice pass, open net, banger. Second game was with Vandals that ended in that brouhaha.
That was a nice goal, by the way.
It was a nice pass over to the side. I just fucking threw it right in. So I got goals in those 2 games. I was like, okay. My dad, I'll tell the story about the crazy guy there because that's a good one. So that fucking fight that happens in the second game, it's getting messy all game. There's just this old cranky guy and a fucking young guy who's just fucking trying to be a dink. And Ray and his brother, and every time he gets like, they're brothers. So they do what they do. They defend each other, right? So I don't have to do too much. So anyway, it happens once, it happens twice. And then I end up in at the end of the game, I come in, there's like Ray's going off, right? And that young guy. And then there's like a couple other guys, Josh and this other guy going at it. And I've had a good relationship with the ref all game. I'm talking to him. We're chatting, very good. And then I say to this old guy, he goes, so you guys never shut up. I go, we never shut up. All right. And it literally was, we never shut, like giving him the sarc, because this guy never stops. And he turns to me and I'm like, I've had enough. So now I'm skating up to him and he goes,
I'm laughing because I already.
Yeah. He goes, why don't you go jerk off? And I'm like, So
Really?
my anger stopped. I'm thrown for a loop. I'm disgusted. I don't even know if I want to fight the guy or what. And I look at the ref, and the ref is breaking up Josh and this other guy. And the ref looks at me. He gives me that look like, and I look at the old guy. He looks at the old guy. I look back at the ref. He goes, can you help me with this guy? And he hands me Josh, the guy on my team. But we both just like fucking walked away. Like, how tell someone to go jerk? I think he wanted to call me a jerk off. Like, I think he's jerk.
I don't know, but there's something. This is what, like, what it reminds me of? Your reaction.
Yeah, Josh stopped me dead. I was like, I didn't even know.
It's like the referee's reaction at the end of slap shot. Again.
I'm listening to the fucking song.
No. When what's his name? Bray Braden,
Oh, when he's doing the strip.
when he does
Does
the
the
strip,
strip, yep.
it's like, so it's just leave the sex anywhere but the ice.
yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
sex is
It was-
great. We
it
love
was
talking
weird.
sex in the room, but on the ice, you don't do sexy
He
shit.
told me to
No
go.
sexy shit on the ice, people.
He told me to go jerk off. I don't even know if that's sexy. That's not a pleasant thing.
I don't know what could be. Maybe he's like,
oh, dude.
I got you in
I
this
was like-
box with me, so you can
I
go.
was just weird. I was just weirded out. So anyway, so that happened. And then I went to my dad's skate with 5 Star, our amazing sponsor who brings us our Great Lakes Brewery.
Thanks, I have 5 stars.
5 Star. I got him.
You
I got
did?
him. Oh yeah, on a deke. I did like the little lift the leg fake to the backhand and slid it right in there. And he clams up. It goes in the net. He doesn't even look behind him. And as I'm skating by, he looks at me and he shakes his head like, no. And I'm like, yes. And I point behind him and then he just drops his hands because he knew. Yeah, I had a good game
Why
there.
is his nickname
Yeah.
5 Star?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a good game. They brought out a lot of other guys. We had there was a lot of chirping going on there at the dad's skate. I bring it hard there. I practice there. That way I don't say stuff like tell someone to go jerk off.
I don't know.
during
That's
the
pretty
game.
good chirp. We got you.
I have there's a theory from a few people, and you were one of them, that says, isn't a chirp something when it stops someone dead? But it should invoke anger or laughter, or it shouldn't it shouldn't be awkward.
I don't know. I think if you do it right.
It works. So
Suck my 100-year-old cock.
I told that story when I was explaining this one to Morgan at the show. Like, see, that's disgusting, but that's amazing. The guy called him 100 years old, and he turned around, little Bobby, 4 feet tall, perfectly white hair, yells, 100 years old? Why don't you go suck my 100-year-old cock? That was funny. The ref did the same thing, though, too. The ref, remember what the ref went? The ref goes, whoa. That one did make me laugh, though. But it's coming from Bobby, who never says it's different.
Unless it's derogatory to your gender or race or something.
Then it's allowed. I never said it wasn't allowed. I said it was.
I think it's okay.
I'm not saying
that's not.
I don't
right?
think it was a good chirp.
I think Jay Waters was watching.
Yeah.
He got suspended, didn't he? For calling somebody.
He said the F word.
The F word. Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny though.
Speaking of F words,
he goes, we can't even say it. I used to say that word all the time.
I'm gonna have a fag.
So he says the word and he gets suspended. The best part was, remember what he said to the rep? Remember what he said to the convener?
No.
Okay, so
fuck my faggot cock.
No, he said that. So the fight happened. The fight
totally
happened
offside.
because of the comment. Jason gets suspended. So in the email thread, or was it in person thread? Jason says, "Well, if I called him a cocksucker, would I have been okay?" And they said, "Yeah." I was like, "This is so stupid. Words are so stupid." So you're right. You can't say certain ones.
Right, because it
that was funny. If I call him a cocksucker, it's the same fucking thing.
Obviously.
Yeah, there's certain things. But he didn't go offside. He just went weird. This guy just went weird on me. I don't know. I don't know. Work. Anyway, so my 5-pack ended. There was the dad skate. I scored a mitt full on Chris. I felt good. I had good chirps, but that's not a game, so I don't really bring it up too much. And then I played Monday, Christie. That was the angry goal, snap between the legs. So I've scored in all 3 now. Then I played Vandals. And I got 2 goals and an assist last night, and I got the game winner the last 2 games with Vandals. So
you are on fuego.
I know in those 4 games, I got 5 goals, 1 assist, 2 game winners.
You're definitely outscoring. You're outperforming in the stats. You're the stats guy again.
I think I got 15 goals, 11 assists, 26 points in 17 games, man.
I don't know. I never checked my
36.
stats.
Yeah.
It's like
that's in my head.
One shift at a time.
That's in my head. I know what it is. You know me. I always.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not a stats guy. Yeah. I don't care. I haven't checked my stats in like years.
You can't check them anymore anyway. The site sucks. ASHL sucks.
So check this out. They fucking did a reno of a room.
Yeah, I know.
They did nothing except rip out the floor, which was perfectly good. It's a fucking rubber floor.
Yeah.
For skate. Like there's nothing wrong with the floor.
Yeah.
They didn't change the shower heads.
Nope.
They didn't fix the door.
Nope.
Nothing. And the room was closed for like a week. Anyways, are you calling Stangl?
I'm give Stangl.
Yeah.
Join us. Keep going.
So I'm gonna tell you about my penalty because I didn't finish the story about how I was proud of a penalty for once.
Yes, go. This is with
Usually,
this is with
no, Christy Light.
Christy Lights because Orly said good. Okay, go tell the
So
story.
we're playing this team, and yeah, whatever. They're being pretty shit, but we're just destroying them, right? And it's like a nothing game at this point because like they don't have a chance. It was like 6-1 or 2 or something.
This Christy?
Yeah.
Which game was this? Why don't I remember?
Were you there?
Yeah, I was. I've been there.
Yeah, with the Flamingos when we had the room. We had the fucking because of the Renaults. We had the
I was there.
the stalls.
Yeah, I was there.
Oh yeah. So the guy takes a shot after the whistle.
Yeah.
And I gave him a shot.
Yeah, I know what you're telling now. Sorry, I was.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm like, that's a good right. I'm like,
I yelled at him on the bench.
yeah, and then the guy started like chirping me and all this stuff, and I was like, let's hear him. Let's hear your chirps. And the best he had was something like "fuck off," and I'm like, oh, you're getting started. And then when I said you're getting started, he shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I wanted to hear his best chirps. You know, I had nothing. I was just like,
did you get a penalty on that play?
I got because I gave him the shot, but he came after me.
But you came to the bench. Because I talked that. Oh, was it after the penalty when I yelled at the guy?
Wait
remember
a
he started chirping and I was like,
maybe I didn't get. No, I did get a penalty for that. No, I didn't get a penalty for something else.
Yeah, you didn't get the penalty for that. But you did. You got the penalty. Something happened near the net.
I don't know.
Yeah, but that one was right because he shot the puck after.
I didn't feel like I ever got a penalty.
I don't think you did. He shot the puck after. I think Orly was just glad you stuck up for him because of that, because he shot the puck after the whistle.
Oh, that's right. I didn't get a penalty.
Yeah, you didn't get a penalty.
What did I get a penalty for?
I don't know.
I did get a penalty. I usually don't get penalties.
Because you came to the bench and that guy started chirping at you, and I yelled, "Shut the fuck up!" And then he said something, and I was like, he called you. He said, "All you do is chirp." You remember he was like,
I never fucking chirp.
That's what I said. I'm like, you don't even know the
if I chirp,
it's
anything. Rare that I chirp.
I was like, he says you never shut up. I'm like, that guy never I was like,
I do color. I don't chirp.
Yeah. Anyway, what a wanker. Shot the puck after, and then he's mad. He gets. You know what the best thing?
Like, you don't fucking know hockey code.
The best thing you said to him was, you said, "What? You don't shoot the puck after. You know that. You should." And if you don't, well, you just learned. That's what you said to him. I was like, well, if you don't, you just learned.
I didn't even hurt him battering.
No,
it was a soft, like, in the spot.
Well,
where
remember the ref came over? Remember the ref came over after, and he said, he goes, listen, I know he shot it, but it was a soft shot.
What did I get a penalty for?
I don't remember what you got the penalty for.
Oh, my memory's going to.
You were fighting a guy in the far corner down on the left at one point.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
I think that's what it was.
Like a shot back.
Yeah, it was a shot back. You guys, you were a little like, you were angry, but you weren't doing anything. So maybe because of that guy was after you, but you don't say much of it. Anyway. No. All right, let's see if we can get Stengel. We'll just see if we can.
Let's do that.
Let's see if we can get him involved somehow. Maybe he'll join us next episode. I should have been better prepared here for this, but I'm not. So here we go.
This is a.
Explain yourself again. If you're gonna
third cigarette of the year.
Just
because last year I started smoking batch, and I don't think it's a good idea. I think I should stop smoking altogether again.
But you just do it here. You keep saying that, but every time you do it, you feel like you gotta fucking explain yourself. First of all,
because I feel like this is out of character, but I also enjoy it.
Character. Is this gonna?
I know my life is a fucking disaster.
Oh, don't. Oh, it says I'm on Bluetooth.
You're like, I don't want to hear about your life.
What's going on?
Why?
I don't know.
You're not on Bluetooth. You got to plug it in.
I did. I plugged it in.
There you go.
Okay, now let me call him. Poor Stengel. I do know. I think he's. Because that's not on the board, is it? Or is it? Yeah, it is. Okay, I'll answer.
No, the Bluetooth is that.
Yeah, but it's on the board. Jason Stengel, are you there?
I'm here.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
We're good.
Hey, Jay.
So,
well, listen, I know we had you booked. We're just ending an episode now. We're wondering if you would stay on and join us and tell us a little bit about your amazing story of owning a franchise.
Oh, good times.
Good times.
Right.
Sure.
Do you know what remember what he asked us in the room?
No.
Can I swear on this podcast?
Oh, yeah. I do.
I was like, get ready, Jay. Get ready. Get ready. Do whatever you want.
By the end of the night, you'll want to.
All right, so Stengel, we're going to get you in on an episode. We're going to end this one. We're going to say thanks for joining us. Remember, it's the Wolf Moon. Stay on the line, Jay, and we'll start off. Oh, like the wolf. That brings me back. 101.1, I think.
What?
The wolf.
Where the fuck were you living?
Peterborough.
Oh, the wolf is still up there.
You know it.
Yeah. Okay, let's get.
All right, hold the line, Stengel. Thanks, everyone. Cheers.
All right.
Okay, you're still on the live stream, but we're no longer podcasting.
Jason, I tried to print your head for that thing I tell you about in the episodes where we put your picture right here where my hand is on the, and we ruined my printer. I got in a huge argument with my wife. It was awful.
Over a printer?
Always over a printer. I would say 30.
We don't fight about anything except the printer.
33% of our arguments in our time living together have involved a printer or an electronic.
Hey Jay, you know you could be watching us while you talk to us.
No,
there'll be a delay.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. You'd have to put the volume down.
That's a phone thing, though. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I know. We are having a hard time too. We're trying to do this, and we can't. All right. Do you just want to roll into one more?
And I'm kind of scared if you guys are actually sitting in a garage naked and drinking beer. So that kind of freaks me out. So I don't really want to see that.
Well, we don't have our pants on, but we got shirts on for the upper part. So you don't.
Nice.
Tarps on.
Tarps off.
Oh, tarps on.
Oh, tarps on, pants off. That's
pants
weird.
Off? That's weird.
Ugh.
That is totally. Wait, let's just start another episode then.
Let's go. I'm ready.
All right, here it goes.
Podcast. Hey, no.
Hockey Night in Beer League.
This is good.
The Bank, New Zealand, and the world. In association with the Beer League Hockey Hall of Fame.
Okay.
For the love of the good hockey game.
A small one.
Let's go. Let's get into the room.
You're up.
Well. Welcome, fellow beer leaguers, to HNIBL. I am your co-host, the living legend, the star of all men's D-League, Shibby Dubois. And I'm here with the magnificent, the huge, the jumbo 747.
So yeah, 740. That's my dad used to
I know, that's why I was getting there.
Right.
And you are?
Oh, I'm Stro 1A.
Hey, Stro.
Oh, wait a second. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have assumed you were talking about me because Jay's here.
Oh, we were supposed to pump him up?
Well, I don't know.
Hey, Jay.
Hey.
Hey, we're here with the most magical man on Christie Lights. He runs the franchise. He does all the work.
More than Gatesy? He's more magical than Gatesy?
Oh, yeah.
He's more hardworking.
Magical. Magical?
I think he's magical.
I picture magical like a flowery thing. Gatesy doesn't bring
I think
flowery
Gatesy
to me.
brings the magic. By the way, Jay, you can't see this because you don't know how to use the internet. But
I Greeked out my beer. I put black tape over the label.
Because it's not from the sponsor. That's really thoughtful of you because nobody gives a fuck.
I don't want to. I don't want to.
Do you want me to put
sponsors.
GLB on it?
I should have.
You got a marker? No. I think I got a marker.
Anyway, Stengel, the magical leader of our franchise. Say hi.
But not just our franchise.
Say hi.
Hey.
Well, also
What's going on, fellow beer leaguers? What's going on?
Stengel was part of 2 of those games. He was on the Christie games, so he was part of that. Brought in the board. Were you there for on the Sunday? Was he there? No, you weren't there, Stengel, were you?
I wasn't there on Sunday, no. I had another game that I had to be at.
That's right, because not only do you run the Christie.
The lights?
Yeah.
No, it's lasers. We've been rebranded.
Well, we'll talk about that too. But you, your story is you and a bunch of buddies last year, 5 of you, I believe, or 6 of you. I assume you were.
There's actually 7 of us.
7
of us.
I can only assume you were drinking at the time. You decided to buy a Junior A franchise. Is that correct?
A Junior B franchise, but that is correct. I wasn't there for the initial meeting, but I'll get that into it later. I got the phone call the next day, and I'm like, yeah, I'm totally in. And I can tell you my number one reason why I wanted to get into the franchise was I've been a beer league hockey player for like 20 years.
Yep.
I'm actually pretty good.
Yep.
20-game guy. Even last night's game, we won 4-3, and I had 3 primary assists, and I had 2 shorthanded goals.
You still
and
have.
I've never been fucking nominated for the Beer League Hockey Hall of Fame. I didn't put your fucking logo on my fucking Christie Lights.
He put it on our jersey.
I'm like,
both sets of jerseys.
I'm like, fuck this. I want to be in the Beer League Hockey Hall of Fame, or at least nominated. I'm gonna fucking own a franchise.
That's right, and that might be your in. I'll tell you honestly, your game, like as a player, is just not enough. Just straight up, we
Yeah,
both know.
That's why I did it. It was my number one reason. It's like, I just want to get nominated as a fucking builder.
That's amazing. So you guys bought this for, like, what was, give us, I've been really excited.
No.
I've been really excited to talk to you about this because you know me, I've been saying, like, I haven't even talked to you much when I've seen you or when you've wrongfully texted me. That
happens all the time.
I know, that's the best. The last one was like, let me tell it. So Stengel has two friends named Chad, apparently, which I think is wild.
I have a neighbor who lives across the street.
Yeah.
He has a daughter the same age as my daughter. So it's like we hang out together probably once a week. Have dinner, play euchre. I get into the shots. I get hammered. He goes home, I make fun of him, and then I end up texting the wrong Chad, which is Chippy, at like 1:30 in the morning. So you could tell him my last text.
So the last one, I get a text from him. It's like, and I was in here alone, drinking, listening to tunes, and the phone goes off. I was the funniest thing because I'm like, I was bored as all spit. I get a text from Stengel. I'm like, oh, I finally get to text Stengel. I thought, that's so nice. I answered it, right? Because I answered, you called, right? Yeah. So I answer the phone. I'm like, hey man, what's up? He's like, oh my God. I go, what? He goes, we lost Stacy. Well, we better find her. Oh, Stengel, that was too funny, man. I was laughing so hard. I'm like, well, we better find her. And it took him a second, and then we figured out who he was talking about. Wrong Chad. But he does it every like 6 months or so. It's a lot of fun.
Is it always about losing Stacy?
No, it's always
once every 6 months.
Yeah, it's like just him and the other guy.
Tag on that thing.
Yeah. But I forgot what I was going to say before I got into that story.
I don't know, but I know Jay has put our Beer League Hockey Hall of Fame crest on both lights.
Yes.
Oh, sorry,
and
lasers.
I still didn't even get nominated. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy into a franchise.
It's not instant, Jay. It's not instant. Like, there's a whole process. A board has to approve the nomination. It has to come back to the CO Prime Minister, and I have to say, sure, guys.
Yeah, it's a long process.
And then other things. There will.
I'll be honest. You know who starts the process? Stengel? You know?
What?
Do you know who starts?
No.
Oh, okay. It's me. So just so you know, it hasn't started.
Oh.
I don't think.
That's okay. I'm just gonna decline and say I'm not interested.
I don't think
wow.
you could.
He'll McGillney us. Who wants to win a trophy called the Lady Bang?
If say you're inducted, but you decline it, we still induct you. You just have to accept.
Yeah. We don't care. We don't care what you think. We don't care.
Hey, Ronnie's calling you.
Oh, you won't believe this. We got. Are you still there, Stengel?
I'm clear.
Well, we're not. We can't. Okay, I got to answer this other call. It's our other guest.
Go three-way.
I don't know how. We haven't even gone into this amazing Stengel with merge with the. Okay, just a sec.
Oh, there you go.
Stengel, you still there?
Yep.
Hey, Ronnie. Okay,
hey, Ronnie.
This is getting very confusing for me. We're on.
Oh my God, we have two guests on at the same time.
Yeah, Ronnie.
I just need your address, dude. I'm on the way.
Okay, I will text it to you because last time I said it on air, we didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't need people knowing where we are in the chart. The chart is floating out. Okay,
let's get rid of Ronnie. Ronnie's coming later. We got a franchise owner. Stengel, say hi to Ronnie. Ronnie, say hi to Stengel.
Hey, Ronnie, how you doing, buddy?
How you? I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. This is gonna turn to be a lot of fun.
It might be the worst episode ever Ronnie's on.
All right, Chippy, text it to me. I'm on the road already.
Okay, hang up because I think I don't have to hang up on you. Then we won't lose our main man. Thanks.
Okay.
You have to text.
I have to text.
Yeah,
Ronnie?
because I'm on this.
Okay. Now I lost my train of thought.
Okay, Stengel. So how does it come about? You say you find out the next day. How did it come about that you guys? Because you like this isn't a joke.
Is your address?
Yeah. What defeat the purpose, you know my address. So Stengel, how does it come about you're these guys, you decide, because like people might not understand. When I was reading about it, I heard through someone that you had bought it. And then I saw the CTV thing. Somebody sent me the link. And the price is there. I mean, it's not like you guys, I didn't realize how far down, I guess, is what I'm saying, that it went where franchises were owned like this. This isn't chump change. Who owns the Bandits? Yeah, Stengel owns the Bandits. How did it come about when they taught it? When they asked you, like, who found out? How did they get to you? You say it was the next day, but how did it happen?
Well, essentially what happened. So when I moved out to Kitchener, 2017, I started hockey with these guys. They're all like around my age, you know. We're gonna go late 30s, early 40s. So they just one of the guys was right involved in another team that's in our league, and I don't really want to mention them to give them props, but there was some kind of falling out with the owner. The coaches wanted to quit, and they just kind of joked around about it over beers after a beer league hockey game. Essentially, how it happened, and then a couple of people said, "Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I'd be into that." And then I got the call the next day because I wasn't actually at that game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool and exciting. And, you know, you kind of want to give back to hockey and that kind of stuff or sport because we all played sports, different sports. And it was like, well, how much is the investment? And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Let's try it. Like, we're not going to get rich off this. You know, we're just hoping to break even. If we lose a little bit of money, then we lose a little bit of money, you know, but.
It's like, so it's, you bought this, it's junior A, which is
it's like a junior equivalent of junior B back in the day.
Down, yeah. Is it, sorry, you're junior B. You're junior B, right, Jason?
We're junior B, but to be honest with you, junior A and junior B are relatively really close.
Right.
Like,
so
I think my bandits who play junior B, and there's a junior A team called the Brantford 99ers.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm pretty sure my team can probably beat the junior A team.
Oh, I love the confidence.
You guys should derby.
I don't know if they're allowed.
And I also say it's like 6 players that got drafted in the NHL left. Like, we're a development league, right?
Yeah, you're two. So you're like below OHL, right? Like you're a feeder.
We're like 2 levels below.
Yeah,
OHL.
You're a feeder team for the OHL, which sends.
Yeah, so
the
if a
CHL,
guy gets drafted when he's 16 years old, and, you know, let's say he gets drafted in the 4th or 5th round for an OHL team, he's not quite ready to take that step. Because I'm going to tell you, the biggest age difference in the ages out there is 16 to 20. You'd be amazed, right?
Yeah. Well, just the size of them.
Just size and growing, and they're just coming into their bodies and that kind of stuff. But we had there in the NHL draft last year, I think there were 6 or 7 players that started out in junior B that were drafted in the first 100. Yeah. My goalie, who was named Leonard Neitz, he's from Germany, and he plays in all the German under 18, the Blanket tournament. I think he was in another tournament. He actually has been ranked as the number 27th North American goalie going into this draft.
So that's not bad.
And that's a huge deal for a franchise. Nobody else in our league has got a player that's been nominated as a North American skater or a goalie.
So this it's interesting. Like, it's just unreal how, like, it's that. So you guys have running this franchise, trying to get the notoriety, you got to get the people, as everyone does. That's what happens. They all celebrate the people they send on. That's how you get bigger. How do you start now? Oh, Great Lakes Brewery, the best beer in the world. I love it. How do you start now from where you are to what you got to do? So you're I know you're doing merchandising. The team record wasn't great, isn't great. You have,
that doesn't matter.
No, I know. Do you do like?
No, to be honest with you guys, the Bandits had 2 wins last year.
Yeah,
this year we have 6.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be rude. Yeah.
No, that's fine. All time, they've never had more than 14 wins in a season, and we play 50. No, we play 50 games in a season. So it's
so it's been a bit rough, but that's good because you're gonna get better. Like, that's the goal. That's what I'm saying. How do we do that? That's what I'm asking.
It's really about developing. It's about developing players,
right? We went into this team and said, what do we want to do? So we don't have a 20-year-old on our team. I think we have one 19-year-old on our team.
Yeah.
All the rest of the players are from 16, 17, 18. So we have them for at least the next 2-3 years.
Yeah.
We're trying to build it. So, and in 3 years, we will compete for what's called the Sutherland Cup.
That's the
championship. To go JHL.
Okay.
So, you know, I don't think you should be concerned about you want to build a good system and a good culture in the room and stuff, so that it is about winning, but it is about developing talent and, I guess, teaching them how to win as a team and how to be individually good. Who are some of your?
So the guy
Who are some of the guys?
The guy who's in charge of our hockey operations to put this all together, his name's Eric.
Yeah.
He's been around junior hockey for a decade, maybe even more. I don't even know. The first thing we wanted to do was change the culture. And we did that in 3 weeks. With the coaching staff we hired, with the people we brought in, we just brought in Zenik Knoppa, who played like 300 in, let's say, 50 games in the NHL, played in the KHL, played in the AHL, played in the BCHL. Like, he's got like over 1,000 games of professional hockey.
Yeah, he's been there. He knows.
And I can't wait for you to say this next guy's name. Also has NHL experience, right? He's involved with the team. I used to love him. He was a center for the Leafs.
Oh, the guy who makes our swag for us?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Fergus.
Tom Fergus.
He's kind of like an advisor. We met him in a couple of charity Easter Seals hockey tournaments we played in.
Yeah.
And he makes all our swag and he advises us. I think he's come out to a couple practices to help the kids. Mike Crucial is an advisor. He's got 4 Stanley Cup rings as a player and 1 as a coach. Is that 5 or is it 3 Stanley Cup rings and 1 as a coach? I can't remember.
I'm not sure. He's got a few.
He came out to practice, showed all the kids their rings, kind of stuff.
So you brought, is Knoppa your coach? Is that what?
Knoppa is like he's like a co-coach because our regular coach was this guy named Jerry. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Love him. We just wanted to bring in somebody else.
Yeah. And did you bring in, like, I guess, do you need a GM at this level? Like someone who literally, like, can you guys, you can't trade kids at this level. You can't trade kids at this level.
His name is Todd Hoffman.
Yeah.
His son, Mike Hoffman, plays in the NHL.
Yeah. We know Mike Hoffman.
And,
yeah. He's with Florida right now.
He's like, again, he knows Kitchener. He knows minor hockey. He's actually a teacher at the Victus Academy here in Kitchener.
Yeah.
He knows players.
Or is it?
He knows to bring in. He's been around minor hockey with his son growing up in Kitchener and gone through all of Kitchener minor hockey, you know.
So do you have scouts?
We got some really good people and really good key positions.
Yeah. Do you have scouts out there too? Like, how do you know who to, like, it's just one guy going around going, who's good?
No, you gotta have a team.
Yeah. If you're looking for a scout, I'm looking for a job. I know hockey. Hey? You're toque, by the way.
Sorry, I can't really understand what Chris Sproul's trying to say.
I think he's trying to get a job from you as a scout. I think that's what
he wants as a job. I can get you a non-paying job for sure.
You know, I've got way too many of those.
I have a non-paying job with them, so why not bring you aboard too?
Yeah. So how is it going as an owner, knowing the money involved in that angle? Because I'm on a different. Stroh likes the team level. I'm more interested in the fact that you own. Like you're on. Well, he's like a suit, right?
Yeah.
Like
so
I'm good at the room part. I know all that shit. I know the.
I'm actually an expert at marketing.
He's still trying.
That's what I'm teaching the kids.
Still trying to get a job, Stang.
No, I don't want to. I actually want to do it as I want it as a project for you success. So, have you thought about rebranding the Bandits to the Backyard Rinks?
Go ahead.
I think I'm gonna have to bring it up in a board meeting in the summer.
Okay,
it might be one of those barbecue board meetings. We're just drinking around and
it goes nowhere.
I'll give you something to present. I'll give you some a mood board and maybe a logo and some fonts. Because I
don't know if you've ever seen our logo or seen.
I have. I follow you on Instagram.
Like I love it. I love the logo.
It's not
the first
bad.
time I thought it's awesome. It's like a bandit with a hockey stick stealing pucks. It's great.
But it seems a little bit generic. I think what you need to do. What I think would work.
No, it's funny.
Let me finish my thought.
Okay, you finish your thought.
You know what I think would work is using the culture of the city to get excited about the team and a culture of what Brantford represents, because the greatest scoring NHLer of all time is from there. Yeah. And the greatest hockey dad of all time, Walter, is from there.
Yeah.
Was from there.
Yeah.
I think we need to use that, right? Like the 99ers already trying to do it, but I'm like, that's not universal because not everybody likes Gretzky. But everybody can relate.
Everybody in Brantford worships Gretzky.
Of course
I'm sure you're going to go, if you go down to Brantford and say Gretzky sucks, you're going to get your ass.
Oh, no, I would never say that. right?
I'm just saying, it's like
I
it's one of
know.
those towns. The 99ers is just not the junior team. The 99ers is Brantford minor hockey, all the way from
Oh, okay.
6 all the way up to 18, right? Like they have swag that they sell in pro shops in Brantford at the rinks or whatever. Everyone's a 99er.
Right. So I know you probably have a lot of Bandit swag you got to sell, which I think we already talked about this. Chippy and I are gonna go sell some of it.
We're gonna go work the table for Stango.
When Ronnie,
if he lets us. He never said he would let us. Yeah.
No, when Ronnie sell the book too, Ronnie's book. When it comes out.
And we'll sign it.
Right.
You and me.
But say, how about we make a deal? If we sell all the Bandit swag, you rebrand the team to the Backyard Rink.
Okay, can I get back to serious conversation with Stan?
That's never, ever, ever going to sell the Bandit flag. I would love for you. And then, you know what?
We're going to try.
Absolutely 100%.
Okay.
Dango, he does this. You know what I want to say to Stro? We have so many positive people around us who are professional and successful, right? And we get the joy to hang out. No, we get the joy to hang out and talk to them.
Yes.
Because and we respect them because of these things.
As
no,
a podcast.
I know, but wait, but then when we talk to these very successful, happy people, you feel the urge to tell them how to get what? Like, what do you?
It's worked. It's
no, it
worked
doesn't.
for everybody.
It's worked. People. Stop.
Everybody's done amazing things after
They've done amazing
and listening
things.
to my advice.
The man owns a franchise, Stro.
Owns. Okay.
Dangle's still there.
Yes, he is.
I'm still just listening to you guys. Sorry.
Okay, listen.
Welcome to the show, Jay.
So Jay.
Hey.
I know that. So here's what I understand. You bought the franchise, the 5 of you. You got the call. You're working on the team. You're trying to get it better. Your circumstances, though, from my studies, show that did an AHL into your area? Like you're having so with the merchandise, for example, it's the share of the market you're trying to get. These are the things I'm interested in. Did not the Hamilton team move closer to you?
Everything. Well, the Bulldogs moved in, and that we were kind of scared about going to Hamilton. The Hamilton Bulldogs moved in because they're
that's what I'm
renovating
saying.
the rink.
This is part of your market share.
And we were scared about going there because it's all the buzz is going to be, we have an OHL team.
And you bought this team. You bought the team the year they moved from Hamilton over to there, right?
Yeah, so we bought the team on, and this is my side of it. I wasn't part of the league meetings that we could move the team to Kitchener, right? Because these guys are all from Kitchener. I've been here for like 6 years.
Right.
It's the place we know. It's easier for us to like if I take my German goalie for example, to find him a billet. You know what I mean? It's like instead of finding him a billet someplace else. You know what I mean? Like we know this area,
so
right?
When you guys bought, did you know at the time the Hamilton Bulldogs had moved already?
We knew, and that's what we said. It's like, well, we're going to buy this team, but we want to move to Kitchener.
Yeah.
And there was an acting. This is what I heard, and don't take this as a grain of salt because I wasn't part of these meetings.
Yeah, you're just
He's
telling
like,
us.
You know what? I don't see it being a problem. I'm the acting commissioner. I don't see an issue of it. And then all of a sudden,
you couldn't move
there's
the
like
team.
6 teams around Kitchener. Like Kitchener doesn't have a junior B team, but there's like Listwell's in our division, Elmira's in our division, Cambridge is in our division, Ayers in our division, Waterloo Citizens in our division, and they all kind of mocked when they found out this would happen. Like, no, we have to have a league vote. So there's a league vote. There's a league vote.
You know what? They're doing
four to move, 4 again. So we had to stay, and then we talked about potentially moving it to Guelph because Guelph doesn't have a team.
Yeah, and that's a little closer. You're trying to get,
And then since we bought the team so late that we were just running around for the first couple of months just trying to get it. We missed an evaluation camp or development camp or whatever you want to have. We only had one. Usually teams have 2.
Yeah. So if you didn't buy the franchise, Stangle, would it have just ceased to exist at that time? Like, was that guy was he getting out? Like, how, you know what I mean? What
I don't know because he also owns the OHL team, the Niagara. What's Niagara's?
I don't know. They were the Ice Dogs.
Ice Dogs?
Are they still the Ice Dogs?
He actually owns the Ice Dogs, right?
Oh, okay.
So he was like, and I think it just kind of came up again, like, We tried to buy another franchise first, and I believe we went in there with a low ball offer. I said at the meeting, I'm like, come on, guys. It's
Not
like,
enough,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
You just, you know, and we bought the Bandits for like way more than we offered it. But then it just kind of came up. And I don't even know how that kind of transpired.
Yeah, like that was part of, that's
like,
the stuff that
let's
interests
try to
me.
make it work.
That's the stuff that interests me, the ownership part. Like, Stro likes the game part, which is fine. I love
No,
talking
I
about
like
it
the
too.
ownership part too.
Yeah.
If
So,
I didn't have a
because I
gambling
knew-
problem, or if I won in gambling, I would have bought a team myself.
So,
Sorry, I was just going to say those other teams are doing themselves a disservice for not having a team in Kitchener, because it would be central and right? It would grow the league community for those other teams because they're all so close. But anyways, go on, Chippy.
is that what you think would happen? See, I think
Yeah.
if they went to
Well, here's something to wrap your head around, Chippy. It's like, for me, my primary role is sales and marketing. That's what I
Right.
do. That's what I've done for the past 25 years, working in film, doing television commercials, yada, yada, yada,
Yep.
advertising, film degree, goes on and on. Knocking on doors, like asking for sponsorship. And
Yeah.
people said, well, I would love to, but you guys are moving to Kitchener, so why would I do that? I'm like, no, we're not moving to Kitchener.
So
we
that-
tried to move it to
So it got out to the worst
in
part.
Brantford, right? It's like, that was one of our big first hurdles that I had to kind of get over, because I was actually the one in Brantford doing this kind of stuff.
Your boots on the ground, yeah. Yeah, like it wasn't chump changes. You guys bought
No,
the franchise
it's a lot
was
of
like,
money.
this is an investment. This isn't like that's what
Hundreds
I'm,
of thousands of dollars.
that's what I'm
actually,
trying to
right?
get point across, is that I didn't understand how detailed at this level these teams were. Like, first that you buy them, that they're worth that much, the work that's going in. And I haven't been talking to Stango because I wanted
it
to
is
hear
an
it all
opportunity.
tonight.
When you think about it, you have a whole community that could be supporting you, and you could make that's a lot
Yeah,
of
so what would happen if
potential
he went to
clients
Kitchener? The reason those
and
other guys,
eyeballs.
yeah,
on
but if
something,
you
right?
look at the business end, it's the same thing as like Toronto getting another team or Hamilton getting an NHL team.
problem, and
no,
you know it
no,
wouldn't.
but he's experiencing the same thing,
Right,
at the
because
NHL
Buffalo
level
always says
say no because
Yeah.
it takes from their share. So that's the
especially
level.
when their share is
It's
already so low.
I know it's
Yeah.
crazy that
But
you're
I
dealing
would
with.
I would argue that at this level, you want to grow the community for that
100%.
league.
But they're still all doing what Jay's doing. They're all marketing and trying to make money because it's worth so much, bro. This is not like running a like an MT team. This is like
no, I know.
battling
It's like
for
running
each
a-
other's dollars. Like it's at that level.
But
Do you guys
again,
how
if there was a more of a this is our thing together culture for the league instead of every sucker for themselves, everybody trying to be the biggest instead of like let's be a part of something huge, I think they would do better.
Well,
Stro would hug them all.
my other part of it was going back to sponsorship. Like, even when I started knocking on doors and calling people and, stealing not stealing sponsorship, but going on other sports franchises
territories
sponsorship page and calling
yeah,
them. It's like, you sponsor them, you want to sponsor us? Like, no, we sponsored the Bulldogs this year.
Yeah, why
I
can't
had
you
a lot
sponsor too?
Right.
Why can't
running
you
into
sponsor
that, but
too?
it just came in so late into the game.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
I've suggested to the other owners, it's like, why don't we just wait a year, figure it out, and then do it? But they're like, no, let's just do this now.
And here's the thing, Jay.
Which I understand. It's like if you don't do it now, then you're gonna have a couple people back out, and we got to help. If we can steal the money together, then we're fine. But you know what I mean?
It's crazy.
So it's just kind of it just kind of flew. Like, this happened, and then boom, boom, boom.
When did you buy the team? What day? And what day did the season start?
The season started for us the season started like development camps and stuff like that, or are you talking like?
No, like the
prospect
season, because
camp,
obviously we know,
tryouts, or
like
our
the first
league
game, first league game from the time you bought it to your first. Everyone knows the process, so it gives us an idea of what time period for everything we know you did.
Okay, so I think May 1st, we kind of put in an offer to the team. It got accepted, had to go through the league. I think our first development camp, prospects camp, whatever you want to call it, was like June 9th or 10th.
Yeah.
And then we invited a bunch of people, and then we had another camp right after. We just invited the people that were were signing players left, right, and center. People were already signing players before that. We had a preseason tournament with another division that we were invited to. We actually won that tournament, so we were pretty stoked. And our first break, I think it was September 15th. So there was a couple exhibition games. I think our first exhibition game was end of August.
And how far along your season are you now?
I believe we're at game number 33 or 34. I could be
So
wrong.
you're closing in on.
Sorry, I just know when to show up. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I have
yeah.
a home game at Saturday at 5 against Listowel and Sunday at 3, and I can't remember. Oh, it's against the Bombers.
When Jay, when are your home games and what days do you play?
Yeah.
Our home games are always Saturday at 5.
Yeah.
Sunday at 3. And then throughout the week, they could have an away game, like Thursday night in Stratford. So Stratford's another team in the division.
So where do you play? Where are you playing in Brantford? What's the rink? What's the barn?
We play at the Gretzky Center. We play in an actually really nice rink. There's a bar that's in the one side of where the goal is.
There's a bar. There's a bar at the rink.
There's a bar at the rink. It looks over the rink. It's really close. It's probably maybe 10 feet from the ice surface, and there's a second level. We call that the VIP place, and we try to get people, give us an extra $5 and go up there and watch the game.
Nice.
Now we don't have anything to do with the bar. We have a deal with the bar because it's like the old owner used to black out. He actually used to grab like solids in black or foam core and black it out so people couldn't watch the game. And we didn't want to do that.
Yeah, no. So you get a little chunk of change and let them go. Yeah,
we don't
for sure,
charge
man.
anything. We don't get any revenue from the bar.
Yeah.
We don't get any revenue goes in and watches games on the bar. We just
but you don't want to stop people from seeing it. That's not the point. Joe's been saying that. You want it to grow. So
you want you do what you can when you can, but your market shares they go way up when the Bulldogs leave. Right?
That's what when I was thinking when I dove into it,
because they're going back to Hamilton at some point.
I think so. Is that not the case? It's 3 years.
Played the Civic Center. I've never been to the Civic Center. It's on the other side of Bradford, so we're actually in 2 separate areas of Bradford.
Yeah, but are the Bulldogs? Will they end up going back to Hamilton? I heard it was 3 years that they were going to be there.
Yeah, what are they doing there?
It's something like that. It's 3 years. I don't know.
Doing the Hamilton.
The Civic Center's not big. I don't think it's big enough. I think it only holds about 4,000 people.
Yeah.
I think that the city's probably going to have to fork out some money for a new rink if they actually want an OHL team. But I actually went to.
What about moving the backyard rinks? I mean, the Bandits to the Civic Center.
You're so lame.
We took our players about 2 weeks ago to a Guelph Storm game, and Guelph Storm's arena only holds. I've been to the Guelph arena. It only holds like 4,000 or 4,500. So I'm not sure. Like I don't know. It's like.
Yeah. But you could.
How many does your? What is your rink? What is your?
Probably does about 8 or 10. So.
What does your rink hold?
I didn't hear that question.
What does your rink hold? How many is what's the seating capacity in your rink?
My rink's probably about 700.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah, that's quaint.
We probably average about 150 a game. We want to get that up in the 250s, of course.
Yeah.
But probably increase attendance by over 100%.
Oh, that's good. So that's good growth. That's what you guys need. Like these are. It's so it blows my mind.
Really?
Yeah, that Stengel owns a franchise and that it's so deep. Like when I run,
I don't know. My mind's not blown.
I left this guy.
Exactly what should be.
I have
happening.
left this guy in a car outside a bar for the night without his keys.
Who, Jay?
I'm not.
That happened. I'm not gonna lie, that happened. Yeah.
Yeah, like.
That's
why you're like, how do you?
I'm like, how
do
he
you
get to own the team? He owns. He
the
runs
backyard ring.
It's crazy. But it's a lot of fun to listen, and I'm so glad I didn't get too much info before, and I'm glad I studied. Like I got into it a bit, reading, and I went out of my way, Stengel. Like I was like, okay, they bought that team. Then I found out about the move. I'm trying because I was thinking right away all the things that you're saying that you guys tried to do to. So it's interesting.
There's a retirement community in Brantford that's looking for a team. You want to buy in?
To be in Kitchener. There's a retirement community in Kitchener that wants.
No, there's a German community. You gotta get that German community behind that goalie.
So
there you go.
Anyway, I've also been in fights in the other team's bench with Stengel. We've won championships.
I actually defended you. I figured that was going to come up. I was like skating by. They were making fun of Chippy's hair. And then I'm like, I said something about screw you. No, I'm sorry.
You walked on Christy Light? Yeah, it was with Christy Light.
Where was I? He goes, come over here and say that. And I jumped on the bench of 5 guys.
He walked.
I think I remember that actually.
He walked through their gate while we were dating. Fight the guy. That was a good one. That was a good brouhaha. So I don't know. I'm glad you're doing it.
Nominated to the Hockey Hall of Fame for that fight.
No, you're playing.
That's not how.
Not
Jake.
Really, you know how deep it is to own a franchise? It's that deep for us to
Maybe
make the right
deeper.
decision.
The bureaucracy is crazy.
It's nuts. Like, you wouldn't understand the pressure we're under, the financial strain we go through.
The merch alone is difficult.
Yeah, you wouldn't know anything about what we do, Stangle.
No, not a clue.
But we're gonna try to help you out. You know, when Ronnie has his, and we have a weekend, we can go.
We're gonna come. We want to come sit there. I know you think it's silly, but we want to come help. We'll work a table for you, Stangle. That's our goal, buddy.
We want you to succeed. We want you to be the biggest junior
franchise,
the junior franchise
in Ontario,
in Canada.
Oh, let's do it. I would aim for Ontario.
What do you think when you think of like junior franchises in Canada? Who do you think? Marlies, obviously.
The Marlies,
but they don't exist anymore. The Pete's are a big name.
They're still go
the
lower.
Mooseheads.
Were the Waxford Raiders like at your level?
WHL
Stangle, do you remember the Waxford Raiders? Were they a junior A team? They were, right? Or junior B?
Junior B. Yeah. Wexford Raiders.
Yeah.
Played out of Scarborough Arena there.
That's about
I love that barn.
So that one, it
was on the barn.
You know what was amazing? This is the level he's at. I used to watch. And
great hockey.
I tried to watch
nowadays.
it. It was on local channel 10. I used to love watching the game.
Here's the thing. Here's what I know, Jay, and you probably know, but just for the people that are tuning in places like Bangkok and New Zealand,
they don't get it.
No, so let me explain it to them.
Okay.
The kids nowadays here at 12 have the skill set better than anybody in the NHL just 20 years ago, because they've seen all the videos, they've trained so much, they've made it a science. When you're watching junior hockey at that level now, you're watching some incredible hockey.
I think so.
My favorite brand of hockey is actually major junior.
Mine's
because those guys are trying to make the NHL.
D to E level beer league. That's my favorite to watch. Be part of.
Hey, Chip, you know what I'm really excited about? Jay's never been on the show before. That was my phone.
Okay, good.
I got a hot blonde.
Jay's never been on the
me.
show before.
There's not a hot blonde texting me. I gotta go.
No, I didn't say I gotta go. It's by the way my phone dropped.
We didn't do any of our spits with them either. We didn't do our.
Well, that's what that was what I was about to say.
Yeah, next time
we could do a Stro 5. We got one on the hook here.
Next time.
All right.
But going back to the business side, Chippy, you'd be amazed. You freaking about cost. Like skate sharpening wheel is $100.
Dude,
it lasts us like 2 games. So it's like we've got
that's
50
what
games,
I can do.
Right there, that's $4,800
just to keep them skating. Just keep them skating.
Keep that.
Crazy, Stangle. It's crazy. We're gonna come help. We'll get on a table with you. I don't know if it helps, but we'll see. And
it's a lot. It's a lot more work than I thought it was gonna be. It's fun and it's rewarding. Like even my wife, it's like, oh, I gotta talk to you. And she's like, she doesn't call it the Bandits anymore. She goes, oh, fucking Bandits, fucking Bandits.
Yeah. Oh, that's what
but
it
my
is.
wife's been awesome. My wife's been great about the whole ordeal.
You've gone second level, man, for sure with this. And well, what we'll do is, Stangle, we know you're a friend of the show, you always have been, but why don't we've tried before, we'll just have to keep it more regular. We want updates. So we'll call you a few more times this year and see what we can get out. And I know you're close. You said that you're and sometimes we don't, like Stro said, we don't need to know the numbers. You're halfway to breaking your highest wins in a season. How likely do you think that might happen this year? I know it's your goal. So do you think you can break your highest wins record this year at this stage, or is it, what do you think?
I'm hoping and praying, but since we have a lot of young kids, they make really bad decisions at the wrong time in the game. But they're learning, right?
Yeah, they're learning.
It's a different speed or whatever. I thought for sure it was going to happen. And you know what? The kids could pull it off too. You know what I mean? It's like,
but they're close, and they're way better than last year. We had a game last
weekend, and they were like, I think the team's in second place, and we're in second last in our division, and they were right in it. It was 3-2, and we lost the game 5-3 because we had to pull the goalie. But it's just kind of like those mental breakouts that the kids have. But this is new to them, right? It's like they're going up against 20-years,
Yeah.
Like when you're playing under 17, under 16, like you might get a guy who's like 3 months older than you. You're the same age. It's a
huge difference out of that
difference.
at that age too. The development.
But I'm gonna say they're gonna do it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, I just want to remind folks that hockey's a beautiful game. It's like a ballet.
Yeah.
Out there.
Stangle, thank you for joining us. Sorry you had to put up with Stro.
Hey,
no, it's all good. You guys call me anytime. This is actually kind of fun.
Well, we're gonna keep you on the line for like a little bit more.
Yeah,
We're gonna
stay on the line, but we thank you for joining us for this particular episode, and see if you're around for the future. We'll give you calls. But hold the line there, Stangle. All right, brother?
Okay.
All right. So now we're just chatting, Stangle. Stroll, what are you fucking...
What?
Like, first of all, what was he doing?
Who
Why do
doing?
you have to give everyone advice all the time?
That's what I do. I try to give them my best ideas all the time. Can we start another episode? No?
No, Stangle.
You guys are just hilarious.
We're a mess, Stangle. This is a mess. I thought this was going to be
You guys
such
are
a good
a mess.
night. I'm like, we got great luck. And I've always said this. I literally said this to Stro. I don't know if it was on this or not. I said he made a joke about how he helps with the episodes. I'm like, you don't even help hold it together. I'm like, the only thing that holds this show together is first, guests.
I said the guest started. Why aren't we starting another
Well,
episode?
I'm kind of curious to go, Chippy.
Yeah.
Go back and listen to the episode. I'm trying to say, what was said more? The Bandits? Or what do you want to call the new team?
Yeah, exactly.
Brantford
Like,
Backyard
how many
Rink.
times did he plug that in there?
Oh,
I bet you he did more.
I know, that's my point. He never shuts up. I'm like, would you just don't give advice to someone who we're very proud of what they're doing. Let's just hear how they're doing it. You don't need to change how he's doing shit, though. He's doing amazing.
Jay's not going to change what he's doing unless
Of course he's not. That's my point. No matter
my
what.
point.
So then why say it? He's not going to change it because he's doing it
That's
right.
my point.
He's doing it right.
I'm only making his work better. Yes.
We're not doing another episode because Ronnie's going to walk in the door soon.
But I want to do a thing with
Okay,
Jay.
Stangle, you want to do another 15 minutes?
Like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Can you do 10?
I don't care.
Okay, so
I'll
here,
hear
we're
it
going to
out.
start another episode. Here we go. Stangle, hold the line. Here we go.
It's the podcast. Hey, no.
Hockey Night in Beerly. New Zealand and the world. In association with the Beerly Hockey Hall of Fame. For the love of the good old hockey game. Go way offside. So don't get down. Now, let's go. Let's get into the room.
Well. Welcome, fellow beer leaguers, to HNIBL. I'm your co-host, Chippy Dubois, and I'm here with...
Oh, I'm Stir 1A, and I'm supposed to... Oh, and I think Jay's still here.
Yeah, we have Jay Stangle, the owner of the
I got
Bandit.
a hot blonde who's hot.
No one's hotter than me. I've told you that.
She's saying she's hotter than you, Chippy.
Are you literally texting this girl and she's
right
saying
now,
that?
she's watching.
She's watching?
The live stream. And she's like, I'm a hotter blonde than Chippy.
I don't think she understands hot.
I don't know.
I don't think you get it. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. Hey, you're up, eh?
I fucking did the intro.
Where's your ticket?
I'm now just like I'm ready to flex. Look at this. I am, come on. Seriously hotter than me? I find that hard to believe.
She's going to come in here and make out with me, and I'm going to get $100.
I don't know what's going on now. You
and I have a bet going.
Yes.
That I'm going to make out with
not to make this your personal fucking platform.
I have no other platform. No, I guess I have a at Stro1 or something.
I guess the question is, she thinks she's
Stro1.com.
sexier than me. Hotter than me.
She's got like
Stangle, do you think I'm pretty hot?
She's got over
Stangle?
30,000 followers in some kind of a streaming thing. She's like, I'm going to show you how to do this.
Oh, fuck. So now I got two people over there who think they should give us advice. Stangle, this is going to be my life. Hey,
Jay.
I am smoking hot. I don't care.
Do you think the last episode goes up on the...
I don't know what it fucking goes up on.
Does it go up on the blhhof.com website as a... What do we call those special episodes?
No, we have to do the titles and do the Hall of Fame episode.
The Hall of Fame episode?
Jason Stangle should have been a Hall of Fame episode.
Yeah, but I edit in the extra little piece.
Yeah.
It's the only time we edit
the Hall of Fame episode. But everything else is live. The last episode. I should have did a different thing then.
Should we have?
Yeah, I think so. That's okay. You do what you got to do.
I don't know.
Stangle, we
He's
beer
leaguer.
I can't believe he's listening to this. He's here. We got to talk to him.
Yeah, he's our teammate.
I know. Okay, Stangle, we're going to do one of our segments with you. Are you ready?
I was just wondering when you two shut the fuck up.
I know we don't.
The longest intro in the history of fucking intros in my life.
You do realize that this is a podcast, Jay. You're on the podcast right now. It's a lot of talking.
Yeah, you can talk too. Stro won't shut up, but I'll stop if I hear your voice.
What? Like, you guys should just be married. Fuck. When's the wedding?
He's a married man, and
apparently I'm not hot enough for him.
I'm looking for a hotter blonde.
He shut up there for a second. He was thinking about it. He was thinking about it.
All right, Stengel, you want to do? I'll let you pick. We have 2 games we like to do with people we play hockey with. We're waiting for Ronnie to show up, Stengel. So if we get interrupted,
are we gonna do Stro 5?
We're gonna do one with.
You can just cut me off. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
No. You're gonna stay. You'll just hear disruption, and we'll finish. But why don't we let him pick? There's 2 segments. One's called.
We're gonna let him pick?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Is that not cool?
Yep.
Okay, Stengel, we do a thing called Stro 5 or Chippy's.
Stro 5. I forget.
Like the TSN sound.
You guys.
Or you can do
whatever's
Chippy's.
Gonna shut Stro up. I'll do whatever shuts Stro's up.
What shuts him up?
Stro 5 shuts me up.
No, it doesn't.
It usually does.
That one you talk too
Nothing
much.
shuts me up. How do you not know this? It doesn't matter
flow.
what you do.
Total flow.
I don't care. You guys pick.
Total flow?
Total flow or Stro 5 you pick.
I like the Stro.
Okay.
No, I'm going to say Stro 5.
All right, so here we go. So we're going to ask you 5 simple questions, and you just answer, and then we'll discuss. Pretty simple. It just gives us a way to... Okay, cool. Where and when did you start playing hockey?
I think I started playing grade 2 in Edmonton, Alberta. As some bakery sponsor us. We had these god-awful brown jerseys.
Nice.
Brown jerseys.
Brown.
Wow.
Yeah, I haven't seen a brown in a while. Do you remember the team name? Sorry.
It's something bakery. Sorry.
Okay. It was. So yeah, because back in the day you were just named after the sponsor. Yeah, that's true. When I played house league at East York, we were just the.
I remember I was number 15. But that's all I really remember.
Yeah, and you were 2, so you started at 2.
No, grade 2. Grade 2. I was 7.
Okay.
I should be 7 in grade 2.
Yeah. Okay. So.
I remember I had a complete meltdown because my parents wanted me to use a straight stick.
Yeah.
I played a lot of street hockey when I was a kid. It was great growing up in Edmonton. Every day after school we played street hockey for like 2 hours.
Wow, that sounds like an amazing childhood.
God awful straight stick. It's like that story with my sweater, when the kid's Maurice Rocker retarded and he gets the Maple Leaf sweater.
Yeah.
That's how I felt with my straight stick.
I remember playing ball hockey all the time.
I love it.
Too,
this is good. This really needs to be a book now.
What's the second Stro question? Is it the stats one?
No. What's your favorite barn? Where do you like to?
We saved that one.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do. Because it's like the second last one before the big one.
Okay. This one's good.
Okay.
So think about that one. The best player you ever played with?
Yeah, that's it.
Sorry, what was that question?
Who's the best or favorite player that you've played with? So you can give us like the guy who moved on, or you could say, Chippy is like literally the best player I ever played with, because we both know how much you love playing with me, right? So you could go either way, but you could tell us both too. Favorite player?
I'm going to actually say the best player I've ever played with and the most fun I had was with Tom Fergus at Easter Seals Celebrity Hockey Tournament. Because he just told us some stories that were just hilarious.
Yeah.
This makes me.
Of course, he played 800 games in the NHL, so that doesn't hurt, right?
Yeah, he's a great center. I think he was one of the.
And then there's Chippy, and then there's Stro. Not particular.
Thank you.
Stro's pretty good. I always say that he's one of the best players I've ever played
really?
with. Yeah,
thanks.
For sure.
Yeah, I always said I love you as a teammate on any team.
Yeah, I'm not the best, but I'm good in the room.
But that games are won in the room.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, never actually. There never are. There's never been a game won in the room.
No,
so that,
yeah,
Stro.
that's not true.
I don't know.
Especially the higher level you go, the more it's true. But you can even see it in the beer league games between teams, right?
Yeah.
All the teams you play on, it's still you have a good team
when the squad's good.
When the squad's good.
That's what Stengel's doing with his franchise. But we're not Stengel stuff right now. So the next question is: do you care or do you know your stats, or do you have a best stat line from a game or tournament that you remember?
Or like your favorite accolade?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Best stat line was when I played Christy Lights 2 years ago, and I had 5 goals, 1 assist, and a penalty. And I actually printed it off.
I won and
I highlighted it.
That's your best one.
That's
eh?
impressive. Yeah. And running
I
the
don't
team.
still remember
Oh, in
this.
one game. In one game, right?
Yeah, in one game.
Oh, I thought you were
don't
like.
remember this game, but my second or third goal, the puck hit the goalie in the face mask and bounced down, and I just tapped it in. And
Yeah, that's
in our league, when the puck gets hit with the face mask, the ref's supposed to call it dead, and the goalie just lost his shit.
Yeah, because you tapped it in.
I remember that game, actually.
Yeah, if it goes straight in, it's allowed.
I remember that goal. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
5 goals.
I think actually Stroh shot it. I think that's why he's playing with
That
Stroh.
makes sense.
It's like it popped right down, and then I just tapped it in.
Very good chance if it missed the net. Yes.
Yeah, a 5-goal game's pretty big, and you also had a fucking an assist and a penalty minute. That's the Gordie Howe hat trick.
You know, I've never had a
That is
5-goal game.
Gordie Howe.
That's the goal. I've had a few in men's league. That's
not
a
in
proud
men's
moment.
league. I haven't had a 5-goal game since junior.
No, but he had the hat trick. I'm talking about Gordie Howe hat trick. He got the assist and the penalty.
Yeah.
I've had one 5-goal game.
I had 5 goals. I had 5 goals, and I had a Gordie Howe hat trick.
That's it.
It's funny. I actually printed it off, and I highlighted it, and it's pasted on my armoire.
That's hilarious. I thought you meant in the season. I thought you were talking about how bad your season was, and you printed it off. I was like, 5 goal, 1 assist. He's way better than that. But I'm like, 1 game, that makes sense.
If the Lasers were my franchise, I'd be making that into a T-shirt with your stat line.
Yeah.
And your name.
Yeah. All right. I think it's best. I think we go to the barn question. This is our favorite question.
What's your favorite barn?
Yeah, this is our
Sorry,
best one.
I'm talking too much. You should ask
you're
the question.
fine. You're fine. I'm good. I love this question. That's all I'm saying. Your favorite barn description you played in or whatever.
Sorry, what's the question again?
Favorite barn, favorite rink. What's your favorite that you've ever played in? The look, the smell, whatever.
Bar is, and I took still there one night. It's Shock. Shock was my second living room for about 10 years.
Wow.
It's down on Keel and
Is that the square
oh
Shock?
My God, you're the only person in the world that would ever say that.
That's an awful rink. That's funny.
the worst rink I've ever played.
Yeah, that's funny. He loves it. It brings back good memories for him.
Like I lived like 3 blocks away from there, and I used to go there every night, get hammered, and just walk home and stagger home.
What is that? It's like Orpheus Road or something.
Yeah. Isn't it?
Yeah. Or it's close to there.
I don't know.
No, it's what is it? Is it? It's so long.
It's between.
Oh, it's Dundas and Keel. It's Dundas and Keel.
No, it's not Dundas and Keel. Are you talking about McCormick? Oh, George Bell Arena?
I don't know. Anyway.
Dundas and Keel.
What's it called? What's the rink called? We're misplacing it.
It's called Shock. It's called Shock.
There you go.
Shock Billiard.
Oh, Shock's Billiards Bar.
That's not a rink. That's a bar.
He thought we said bar. He gave us his favorite bar. That's a good bar, actually.
I like Shock.
Second floor with the overlook. Yeah,
and the Browns fans in there. I like that place.
Yeah.
And they have the pool tables downstairs. We're talking about your favorite barn. BARN.
The rink.
Your favorite rink.
I love
this is a hockey podcast sometimes.
I love that Stango went bar, though.
But you know what?
That's it. We leave it. That's good.
Oh.
You nailed it. Stango, you nailed it.
You nailed it.
My favorite barn. My favorite barn that I played. That's a good question.
I
really haven't played in a lot of rinks to tell you this year. So
yeah.
It's like, I don't know. Scotia Pond actually. No, you know what? I like Chesswood. Chesswood's
Chesswood's got a vibe.
I like Chesswood. Oh my God, that's one of my favorite barns.
Yeah, that's a good one. It was the original four rinks. Yeah.
Sorry?
That was the original 4 rinks. Yeah, those are pretty good. What is the time? What's going on here?
Look, Ronnie's here.
See the time.
Hey, Ronnie.
Ronnie.
Recognize that hat anywhere.
Look at this. Right at the end.
Early.
He's early. Stango, we got one more question for you. Don't go nowhere, but our buddy Ronnie just walked in.
Yeah.
Ronnie, say hi. We're live there. You're going to sit over here,
Yeah,
Ronnie.
come have a seat.
Those out. Going to need those. So, Stango, while Ronnie's getting situated here, Stro, do you have a question for Stango?
I thought that's only 3 questions, isn't it?
No, we did.
Don't we ask him his skate on song?
Oh, yeah. What's your skate on song?
My skate on song?
Yeah. What song would you come out to that would jack you up? What's the deal for you that you would like? If you were coming through the smoke onto the ice, what song would it be?
Probably Rock You Like a Hurricane by the Scorpions.
That's a good one for Stango. I like that. All right. And then the final the final question. This is the big one. Stengel,
The big
get
one.
ready.
What is it?
Stengel,
Jay?
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
what is it?
What is, sorry?
That's the question. What is it?
Oh, am I supposed to ask the question?
You answer the question, and the question is, what is it?
Oh, okay. All right.
Stengel's the first one react like when this actually happened. You know, like remember when you did it? So what happened? Let me tell Stengel what happened. So I tell Stro to go home and write a 5-question thing, and we'll call it the Stro 5. He comes back the next time, and I say, what's the deal? What do you got? And he goes, oh yeah, I got a list. And I go, okay, what is it? I go, what are the questions you have? And the only thing he wrote down is, what is it? So we
okay.
So we always ask it.
That'll make sense.
What is it? What is it? So, and a lot of people put some stuff. They just go off, but it's funny. So Stengel, you're the first one who acted like I did. Like, are you serious? What is it? What is what? What is it?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, am I supposed to ask the question now? I don't know. Like,
No, you're supposed to answer
I'm trying
it.
to think, what question?
Whatever you want it to be. What is it? we what is it? Life? Is it hockey? What
I told you it's stupid, Stro. Some people they take
We've
it
always
for
had good answers to this. I don't know if these headphones are working for Ronnie.
All right, so we'll have to try something else.
They're working. It's just.
It's really loud.
Really loud. Yeah, that's why.
You're
down.
He's got you cranked up. Put them on.
I got one ear and it's
Put
really
it
loud.
on.
Oh my God! Here we go.
All right, Stengel,
What about
listen.
now?
We're so excited.
They're better, yeah.
Okay,
How
Ronnie.
about that? Hey Jay, you still there?
I got a mic.
I'm still here.
Ronnie's here
Poor
in
Jay.
person. And what is it?
Fucking thing around me, Ronnie. Jesus Christ. Like, this is the first time you hear what he just said. Oh, I get a mic. Remember how bad?
Oh yeah.
Try.
Yeah, obviously the
Wait,
quality
get him
of the
working.
show.
What mic is he? Because he's not, like, we give him one, we'll turn it on. Go
Oh,
ahead,
there it
Ronnie.
I think this is the first time I've ever gotten the mic.
Yes. Yeah.
I
Stengel.
don't know.
You know what we didn't talk about?
What didn't
Are
we?
you guys still recording? You know
Yeah,
what we
we're
didn't
here.
talk
We're doing an
about?
episode.
on
This is
the
the best of
show.
our show. You're still here. Ronnie's here. We did the Stro 5. That was the last question of the Stro 5, Stengel. So there you go. Thank you for doing that.
You're the
David.
only one to fail that question, Jay.
No, I didn't feel it. Are you guys still recording? Or you're not recording anymore?
No, we're totally
you're
on. We're
still
right
on the
now.
show. We're halfway through the episode.
Yeah, like we're
okay.
flying.
You know what we haven't talked about yet?
What's that?
The Brantford Bandits have their own beer.
Oh, snap. Well, we got to tell Ronnie quickly. Let me just quickly update Ronnie, okay? So this is Jason Stengel. We've played with him for 15 years, men's league. Him and 5 buddies. Is that right, Stengel? 7 buddies were the guys who got together.
Total.
They got together after drinking and bought the Junior B Bandits. Made the news, yeah. So we've been talking about him owning the franchise, and now he's just telling us. Well, we went to just Stengel for a while. That's what you came in on. But he wants to talk about the fact that, and this is something Stro has always wanted to do. You have your own beer for the team.
Yeah.
Is this the Brantford Bandit?
Yeah. We got a local brewery that making some beer. There was a lot of that's not good enough. That's not good enough. They put a logo on it. It actually looks pretty good. I told Chippy Monday night, this Bandit's beer.
It's just called Bandit's beer?
Yeah, with their logo on it, their Bandit's logo
That's
on
amazing. Stengel.
What kind of a beer is it?
There's a light beer and it's like a lager.
Okay.
Lager,
Yeah.
that's nice.
It's not an IPA or anything like that. We might do something like that later, and we actually sell in the Gretzky Center.
Yeah.
And at Bandits games, you get a tall boy for $1.50 off.
Oh,
and
that's
arrange
not
it that you
bad.
can actually you can take out beer anytime you want.
Oh, okay.
You
We'll
know,
have to get some.
Watch the Leafs game.
Well, when we come out and work the table for you, Stengel, we're gonna fucking grab a 6-pack and we'll do a drink it during an episode.
Chippy, if I may. You
may.
We love Great Lakes Brewing, but we're never be. This is not an exclusive sponsorship. If you want to throw us some cases
of Bandit beer,
we'll pump it for sure.
Yeah, but then Stro, you're drinking Bandits beer. You're not drinking backyard link beer.
Why'd you take them back?
Hey, well, look,
are you gonna be able to handle that? You'd be okay with that, or?
The backyard rinks beer could be next year. Like there's a lot of this is you figuring out where you are with the team. what your community looks like, what your hockey operations look like.
Stangle,
This is down the line. Like the rebrand can happen another time. You still got a lot of Bandits beer and swag to sell.
Stangle,
It's still the Bandits.
Stangle, Ronnie, who's here, asked if it was the Junior B band, and I said yes. But let me just say something. Ronnie traveled, Stangle, with Stro in a car. Stangle has known Stro for like 15 years, so this is nothing. They traveled together while Ronnie was writing his book in a car. Can I ask you something, Ronnie?
May.
Did he give you lots of advice?
Joe give me advice?
Yeah, it seems like he gives a lot of advice to people.
Only on the show. People come on the show because it's a lifestyle podcast
to get your advice.
To get my advice. Isn't
So
that
the
what
guy,
this is like?
so the guy who owns
Yeah.
the guy and is super successful needs you to tell him.
I
Scotty
think there's
Curtin,
room for growth.
Scotty Curtin, who's
Okay, first of
playing
all,
professional hockey.
I co-own the franchise.
Co-own.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not taking away from your friend. He just does this. You got to tell Scotty Curtin, who, by the way, we haven't even brought up,
By
has been
the
moved
way,
up to the
what
ECHL.
happened? He comes on the show.
Not because you gave a 27-year-old
he takes-
advice.
He takes some of my advice. Gets his now he's playing
Did he
up
tell you how to
level
write the book?
ECHL.
Did he tell you how to write the book?
No,
Did he
absolutely
ever?
not.
He gave a lot of opinions, but never advice that I can recall.
It's just opinions. You don't have to take my opinions.
Yeah,
But
I don't think it ever
Yeah.
applied to my life that I can think of. I can go back to the tape because I ran the tape a couple times, just let it roll and let Stro talk for 5-8 hours.
Stangle, would you get into a car with Stro? For how long were you guys in the car
It
together?
was almost a month, wasn't it?
Stangle.
Yeah, it was just over 3 weeks.
Would
3
you
weeks?
do that?
3
Would you
weeks?
get in a car for 3 weeks?
21
with
days
Stro?
or something?
By the way, am I on?
Yeah, you're totally on.
Yeah, what?
You might not hear yourself, but
Is that how it works?
we can hear you.
Okay.
And the people in New Zealand and Bangkok
Stangle, would
and
you travel?
Beaverton.
Would you travel with Stro
I
for
haven't
3
tra-
weeks in a car? Silence.
Hey, you still there, Stangle?
I'm still here. I want to ask Ronnie a question though.
Go ahead.
Shoot.
He won't even answer 3 weeks in the
Seriously.
car
okay,
with you.
So if you came up, like for example, like you came up with the title for your book, whatever you're going to call it, did you have to listen to the show for like 4 days saying we should be calling it this? This is what we should be calling it, and you just wouldn't shut up about it?
No, but I have some advice. Now that he's on the show,
You know what? I can't, and I'm not just trying to blow sunshine up Stro's ass. He really didn't. It might have made for a better book if he
wow, I'm shocked.
So am I. So am I.
look, I know he's working on his own thing. This is our show, Chippy.
Oh, thanks.
I'm on the show,
Yeah.
and when people come on our show, they get to talk to me.
Like it's special. We're supposed to let them
This
talk.
is a special thing we're doing here from this shed in Scarborough. That's why I
Stangle.
started.
Yeah, that's why Ronnie's here.
Yeah.
Ronnie's here. Stangle, thank you for joining us. I know
Yeah,
that
thanks,
I said
Jay.
you
That's
gave us way
awesome.
more time than you said you would.
Yeah, no problem.
I told you it wasn't
I got
bad.
to take off anyway. My wife just got home because she's marking report cards, so I got to say hi to her.
All right. Well, I told
It
you
was a lot of fun.
good. We'll do it
Thank
again.
you.
We're going to
Yeah.
get updates from you for the rest of the season, Stangle. We'll just call you for a 5-minute segment. We want to
Maybe we'll
hear how it
podcast
finishes.
from the Gretzky Center
Yeah, and we're going to
That's
pump.
not be a bad idea.
Okay, and
and stream.
we're looking to get your beer. We're going to bring it online.
If
Stangle.
you could cross-reference the full moons and the banded schedule for us.
So, Stangle,
I
we'll
might
see.
be able to make that happen.
All right.
All right, Stangle, we'll see you.
All right, guys.
maybe-
I gotta take
maybe-
off. Thanks a lot. It was a lot of fun.
Later, Jay.
We'll
Thank
see
you
you
so much.
Monday at the game, baby.
Bye.
All right,
Bye.
brother.
So maybe Jay can switch the schedule for the backyard rinks. I mean the Brantford Bandits, and change it so that there's a game on a full moon night.
Yeah.
You can market that, sure.
Right?
Don't get him. See, now you're helping him. He thinks all his advice is right. It's ridiculous.
I know. I'm just open to opportunity.
You're just not helping at all.
I think it's a good idea.
Well, here we are.
Oh,
we
and
got,
you know what?
we got
We'll
Ronnie.
We'll go sign Ronnie's book for everybody.
We got Ronnie here.
At the
Ron-
Bandits.
You'll sign my book?
Yeah, that's our plan.
I'm totally game for that.
We are
Yeah.
planned.
Absolutely.
Our plan is to buy a lot of your books and go do
At hockey rinks.
You might not know who we are. We'll reference a couple pages if we make it.
We'll highlight. We're gonna highlight. We're gonna highlight the parts about us,
Yeah,
and then we'll
man.
sign the book
Yeah,
at the rink,
that's gonna be
at the
dope.
backyard rink.
It's gonna be lineup. They're not changing their name.
No, while we podcast and live stream.
Yeah. So Ronnie came down. You're going to tell us maybe a bit about what's going on in the world of the book? Like,
Oh, what do you want to know? I don't know what's there to tell.
what stage are you at? We always end up asking you that because we know there's multiple steps. You're at final draft, kind of, sort of?
Second draft is done, submitted.
Wow.
It is currently being edited. So
Amazing.
that is, we're now down to the nitty gritty. So most of the cutting's been done.
Yeah.
So now it's just my editor's editing it. And we'll work on the little stuff. And we'll get her to proofreading, and that'll be it.
So how close are you? When do you think the release date of our book is coming out?
I don't have a date yet. I just know that it's likely going to be fall.
Nice.
Perfect.
Almost
Hockey
sure.
season time.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Are you excited? Like, you're not working as hard now at this stage because
Exactly. Yeah. All the hard work's done.
Yeah.
I think right now I'm just kind of I just handed it in like a week ago.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah. So I think when it starts ramping up and they start doing cover designs, then I start getting excited. I'm just at the point where I just want to get this done.
Yeah. So Ronnie has something going on with his book that we had going on with the podcast. Not because of your advice, by the way, but everyone who comes on the podcast blows up. We've said that. It happens.
Yeah, it
It's
just
true.
happened.
You had Terry Ryan in your book just recently, a 47-year-old gentleman who decided to play a pro game again. So maybe Stroh's life goal of playing a pro game at 50,
Right?
if he mentioned you in the book,
53.
maybe
I want to
blow
start
up.
playing in
Yeah.
New Zealand at the age that Gordie Howe retired.
Yeah.
Professionally, semi-professionally. What?
Was it 53?
I think it was 53.
Now, he did play a game when he was 60.
60 and
with the
70.
Vipers, right?
With the
Okay,
Vipers.
I probably won't. I
Yeah.
think it's already a stretch to
Yeah.
make a semi-pro team even in New Zealand, because I know
that what
there's
you're
just
gunning
not that
for?
many players there, right?
You're gunning for New Zealand?
I'm gunning for a semi-pro team in New Zealand. I have an invite from our friend Punchy.
Okay.
If the worst comes to worst, and I don't make a pro team, hopefully I get my foot in the door to coach. Maybe.
Where would you play there? If you
Or
played
I play in the backyard, in the beer league there,
Why didn't you want to say their names, Stro?
the backyard hockey league. What?
The backyard rinks there and their thing, like that you're trying to get Jason to change his team name too. Like,
Oh,
you
the
didn't
backyard.
catch it?
Listen, I think it's a great idea.
I don't.
Anyways, I do want to say that I think Jay just we can do the.
I forgot to ask Jay a question. You know what happened? You know that happened. You like.
What was the
fucking-
question?
Well, it was. We didn't talk about Mitzi either. But then I started thinking about us and the book, our book, and Mitzi was involved. I mean, you were lucky to write it, right, Ronnie? Like you were thrilled to have met us, right,
Yeah.
and write our book.
I say that is one of the coolest projects I've ever come across. Anybody working on.
It's funny,
Ronnie, it is actually really awesome what you did. Doesn't matter how well the book does; it should do amazing because it means something, right? And I think we talked about how,
especially when we sign them at the Bandits games and we're all across the. Oh, could you imagine? It's gonna go fly off the shelf.
it might, but like when it comes to national unity, something that unites us as a nation, right? Like it used to be hockey, and to actually do that at the time and in the world that you're doing it is pretty fascinating, and it is definitely one of the coolest things I've heard anybody else work on, or anybody work on ever.
I can't wait to actually read the book myself.
Me too.
Yeah, so you're still excited to read it and see the. Like I know you'll be excited to see it, but you still want to read it. Like you've obviously read it.
I want to read it just so I can experience
the copy
road
of
trip and everything
Yeah.
as a reader instead of
Relive that, right?
Yeah,
That's
relive it from a reader's point of view as best as I can. But I know what's happening, but I want that experience. It's just a different experience when you read a book as opposed to reading it on
Yeah.
whether it's yours or somebody else's.
I love reading books, Ronnie. Like it takes you on an incredible adventure, right? But I've never had the opportunity to read an adventure I've been on.
Yeah,
Right?
it's gonna be
so fucking cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to read it, knowing because being as close to you, Ronnie, as we were talking about how close we've become over 2 years or 3 years that it's been, and it is interesting, and knowing that I know all the parts, like you had your separate parts of it, and knowing that I know that it's lucky I know the rest of the guys who were involved too, right? That your travels of with Mitzi, then you had the Stro, you had some self travels where you called us in. We followed you the whole time. I'm glad I got to, like I say, I hope I'm in the book because I know I just got the one trip to the rink, but it was just so nice to be involved. And even if like, and I always say I hope it's our book and all that bullshit, but I can't wait to read it either. And I don't read. Like
Yeah,
I can't wait. It'll be the first book I read cover to cover.
It
in a
might
year or
get you
something.
hooked
I don't
on reading
do that
because
very
reading's
often.
pretty awesome.
Probably not. I mean, I'll read every book Ronnie wants to write. I'll say that right now. You can go into suspense, drama, anything, because I've experienced this. I'll read any book Ronnie writes, but other than that, he's not going to inspire me to read other people's books.
I'm gonna get I'm gonna buy a bunch of books the classic books that I think Chippy should read and just scratch out the author's name and put Ronnie Sugar on them.
The Odyssey, Ronnie Sugar.
I was like, holy shit! I didn't realize how big Ronnie was.
And Two Arms.
I didn't know.
A Tale of Two Cities.
I didn't know.
Sounds vaguely familiar.
War and Peace.
They've done movies.
Ronnie Sugar.
They've done movies of
War
his
and Peace?
shit. Yeah.
I have not. But I have,
Isn't
but I
War
only.
Peace really big or something? Is it? Yeah.
I read the one that's this thick.
The comic?
Yeah, there's a kid's book. There's a kid's book called War and Peace. It's literally like 12 pages.
Ronnie,
this thick.
Ronnie, you're back. You haven't seen. This is the whole new.
This is the Chartist.
The new
Welcome
Chartist,
to
all new.
the
Since
Chartist
your last
Studios.
year, it's been
Mhm.
redone.
I see there's a Santa Claus Grinch is still up.
He's still up.
There's still
Yeah.
some Santa Claus. There's
Yeah,
still some
everything's
Christmas
still kind of
decorations.
here, but it's more neat. There's a nicer the beer fridge. Like, we're not animals anymore. We don't have to reach down to the ground. The beer fridge is raised.
Yeah,
Like,
but
oh.
Oh, you
now that
upgraded.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. A new bar, new wall. You know, we're getting
can
it
you
ready.
move the shelves up a bit? It's like I feel like
Look at the hot tub.
Oh man, it's leaking. It's totally not running. So right now, because of the renos in the house, it's like the workbench. I felt bad, and you know how hard I worked to get this place to even look like this for you. Like, it was a nightmare. When I walked into the shed today, it was the Chartist. It was a fucking. Sometimes the Chartist reverts back to its origin, because it is, when I'm doing work on the house, it is the shed. Like, so, oh man, it was
you
a
got
nightmare.
a pretty nice workbench over there.
I know, but I wish it was a hot tub, which is what it really should.
Yeah,
I've
I've
broke-
been here twice now. The first time it broke down. And the second time it shut down.
Really?
A leak, yeah.
That's because you're the worst.
And
He
he's probably
ruined my hot tub.
he's probably here wearing his swimming trunks underneath.
I wish we could. So the first time you were here, it was broke. That had to be when me and Ashley went to the ghetto party, and me and him got hammered and went in it, and we left it running for like 3 straight days, because I think that was the last time it was broken. That would have been about 3 years ago when you first
You said
came
the
here.
heater broke.
Oh, it's what happens. It goes every 2 years, the heater.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, like, it's a challenge to keep the thing going, but it's worth it.
I might have
feel
been
so
able to
bad.
fix it for you back 10 or 20 years ago, because I worked at a pool store for a good 5 years.
Wow,
And I did some
you
of
learn
that.
something new every day. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Not that I remember any of it, but
Gavin, I got this guy Gavin. He's fucking amazing. He's like mid-70s, and he lives in the basement of the pools place out on Kingston Road. Doesn't live there. That's where his job is.
Right.
But he's in the basement, and he's got he's got like this. You take it down. He's getting so. Gavin's an older gentleman, and I've heard a lot about his life over the 3 times I've had that heater fixed that you bring up. And last time I saw him, he had like definitely his mobility changed, because he's an older guy. He was like 70 when I met him. He's got to be 77 now. Like, I've known him for 7 years. Like, and
That's good math.
yeah, thanks. I'm good at it. And I said to him, I felt bad. I saw him. He looked really rough. I said, "Oh, how are you?" He goes, "Good." I go, getting a little harder to walk. He goes, "Yep, getting a little heavier, are you?" I was like, "Oh, wow." Okay, I'll just
Calling
take
out
it.
the
Yeah,
obvious.
like, he just, yeah, he was so funny, man. I love him. He's like, "Yeah, getting a little heavier, aren't you?" I was like,
You know,
"Yeah," and I carried it down the stairs.
that reminds me to ask you. I may as well ask you now.
Yeah,
Because I described the shed in I described the Chartist in
Yeah.
my book,
yeah.
and I picked up some signs and stuff, and one of them I saw was, "We don't skinny dip, we chunky dip."
That's right. That's
so I
right.
wanted to put that in, but I kind of had to explain it.
Yeah, I'm sexy. We've established that tonight, man. I established that. You know,
You got this bold blonde flow going, man.
I know. Yeah, yeah. I'm chunky, baby. That's what we do.
So you wanted a paragraph or a page from my book. How about I give you a phrase, and you tell me whether or not I can use it.
Oh, a phrase. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Okay, so I describe the sign, we don't skinny dip, we chunky dunk.
Yeah.
And I say something to the effect of Chippy, whose girth is equal to his gregariousness.
Nice.
Can I use that?
Well, first you have to explain it to me.
I can only use the phrase.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
You can use whatever you want, man. I think I would. I just like that you're writing, that we make it, that I make it, and I think that you would be way better at describing me than I probably would, because you got a better vocabulary. I love it. I love the humor and all that, and you know me. You know me.
Well, a couple of times I've had to ask this question. There's another fellow who is a very big man that I met in Edmonton.
Yeah.
Nelson Rigo.
Yeah.
Nelson, you
Yeah.
know Nelson, right?
Yeah.
He's a big dude.
Yeah.
Very big dude.
Well, I'm a big dude. I say it. There's no hiding that. And I'm
what 6'6".
racist.
I asked him because I wasn't sure. I wanted to tell people how big this
Did he
guy
get
was.
mad the way
No,
you described
I just emailed
him?
him and I just said, I want to
Yeah.
ask him, can I use it? And
Yeah.
he told me. So
Yeah, for sure.
before I don't want people to read it and go.
Especially when those people know where you live.
Those are important
Because now I've been there. I'll be like, what did you say about me?
How dare you call me gregarious?
I love guys. Yeah, exactly. Holy fuck. Oh man. So yeah, there's nothing that'll offend me.
Yeah. So, yeah, Edmonton. No, that's for the trip, for our road trip, right? You know, I've been to Edmonton. I've been to Edmonton since. That was my first time in Edmonton when I met you there.
Yeah.
I think I've been to Edmonton like 6 times since. I know.
All
I
the-
may
all the
never be
night?
going back, but I hope that's not true. Actually, I hope I go to.
Oh my God,
many
Ronnie,
more-
will you
I love
stick-
Edmonton. The point is, I fell in love with that city. I'm good. I am going to be going back. I know I'm going to be going back.
Ronnie, will you stick
And
around?
Jay, that we met, is from Edmonton.
Yeah, because you were actually wrapping something together.
Right?
Yeah, see, you were so bad last episode. I thought you were just fucking. I didn't realize you actually had a point there that was gonna wrap shit together.
But maybe if you let me finish my thoughts, Chippy.
Dude, I mostly do.
No, you're talking too much.
After you're done fucking talking, I tell you you're talking. I usually let you talk, unless I'm trying to pull it together. But I just said you did a good job pulling it together there.
And how about those? Did the Oilers win tonight?
Oh yeah, 14.
You're playing Chicago, right?
Yeah.
They
So
better have. Yeah, they better have.
I'm gonna check the score.
All right,
that would be 15 in a row if they did.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was just gonna see if Ronnie will stick around. Trying to do.
Absolutely.
We're arguing a lot.
Chance.
We're
He
arguing
just
a
drove
lot.
for an hour to get here.
Yeah.
40 minutes?
Actually, it's only about 35. At this time of night.
Oh, this time of night? That's
Straight
good.
shoot right up to 404.
Yeah.
Right
it's
into
not bad.
right into the Chartist.
All right, well, stick with us on the Wolf. Another. I don't know.
No, I don't like the owl either. But it is a wolf moon. There's a full moon out there.
No,
Through the
White told me
fog.
about this before I came. I told her the reason why you guys were doing it tonight. She loved it. That was a great reason.
Yeah, every full
You
moon.
know, it's funny. I actually did too. When he said it, Gatesy was laughing. Gatesy was like, "Yeah, it makes perfect sense." Like as soon as he knew it was Stroh's thing, but when he said it to me too, I thought it was so. I'm like,
I was
yeah,
even early today.
You were. It works. It's
And
working.
we have 2 live streams
Yeah.
going and a
Ronnie,
podcast.
We're live streaming on
Live.
2 different things.
What's the other one?
YouTube,
don't
Facebook, and we're on Hockey Night and Beer League.
Yeah.
The
we're doing
podcast.
Okay.
2 are live. 1 is recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the recorded podcast part's the best part.
It's still recording.
That's the original. This is like episode 240 something.
Stay tuned. 250 coming up. I hope they
No,
don't-
not tonight.
No, I know. I'm saying
The
now.
next full
I'm
moon.
starting to promote
And
it.
before the next episode, I will do the research and find out what the next full moon is called and when it actually is. So I will leave it to February.
Anyway, Ronnie's going to stick around another episode. Can I end this one?
Yeah. No. The button's not working.
All right.
Where's Missy, by the way?
Yeah, where is Mitch?
I called him. He's working tonight,
Uh,
and that was the thing I forgot. So we're still live to air,
Mhm.
and we just do our thing.
You're
So we
still
just
on
keep
the air,
talking.
so
Yeah.
don't do anything egregious.
He's working tonight, so we couldn't. And
I gotta
he's
go-
working
I'm gonna
tomorrow.
go-
Yeah, go to the washroom.
Make the Chartist girl.
Yeah. So, are you having a hard time hearing at all, or is it all
No,
okay?
good.
Yeah. Okay.
Good,
Good.
yeah.
Okay. Good.
It's hot here.
Yeah, it's hot. Oh, I can turn the other heat off.
If you need to adjust your volume, Ronnie.
Or want me to show what mic is he? And what mic is he?
I
3.
I
So
just
you're
can't
3.
hear
3.
myself very well, but if I hold it right up to my lips, I can.
Can you hear yourself better
That's
now?
better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So that's your volume up there, and then this is your mic volume. So when you talk, you can see if you're not level with us, like if it's like you talk, if it's not level, you can go up a bit. So Stro usually sets it, but that's your guy there. If you can't hear yourself or anything,
Now I can hear you.
yeah, there. Can you hear yourself too?
Yeah, I'll just keep those.
There you go. Whatever you want. That's what I'm saying. That and that's your mic.
Gotcha.
If you don't think you hear yourself enough, you do that.
Gotcha.
So what's going on, buddy? How was it? The drive was fine. That's good.
Yeah, it was clear, a little foggy. It's perfect time of day for me to drive.
I love driving, man. I love coming home from hockey. When I play, we play, and then the drive back. We play across the city. I come, like I love just driving the highways at night. It's just I don't know.
After a game?
Yeah, after a game when
What
it's
about
late
the
enough that
drive?
nobody's there, nobody's in your way, nobody's bugging you. You're like, fuck, it's great. I love driving.
What about the drive to the game? I talk about this in my book. There's a certain feeling you have when you're driving to a game.
Yes.
You still get it?
Yeah, Derek will joke about this. Dave, no, too. Before games, I always get nervous.
Mm-hmm.
So before I go on the ice, I'm always like, oh my God, these guys are going to kill us. They look huge. I still say that in like D level. I'm like, these guys are going to, and then I go out and play. But I had to change my routine on the drive because I had to have enough time to get a Timmy's tea, or else I'm racing and then I'm not having fun, right? So now if I don't have time, I make sure when I leave I have enough time to get a tea. Otherwise, I'm not doing the process justice. So that's my thing on the way there. Weird. I'll even like go to the lot, like we'll go early and I'll have my tea, and then right after drinking tea we'll have beers, which is kind of weird. Like tea to beer seems weird. Rowdy.
Is that rowdy?
That's rowdy.
So I want to know.
That's what I forgot when I was saying I forgot something with Stengel was Mitzi. I don't even think I got there. Mitzi wanted to ask him. Apparently Mitzi said Stengel says there's a movie called Stengel or something that's made about him or something. He wanted me to ask him. So I don't know if I was getting set up or something. So I'll have to ask him next time.
Are you guys ready to go for
we'll go
another episode?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to start it then.
And do some research.
It's the Pod Podcast. Hey, no.
It's Hockey Night in Beerly.
Bubbly.
New Zealand and the world. In association with the Beer League Hockey Hall of Fame. For the love of the good hockey game. Go way outside. So don't sit down. Smile and stuff. Now, let's go. Let's get into the room.
Oh yeah. I forgot. I'm doing multitasking. You're up, Chippy.
Well, welcome, fellow beer leaguers, to HNIBL. I am your co-host, the one, the only, the 1,000 point plus player in ASHL.
Millennial?
I'm not a millennial. How would you do that?
1,000 points.
Oh, I guess. It just sounds weird now. That word's been tainted, I guess, with the attitudes of the young.
Sorry, Chippy.
And I'm here with?
Oh, I'm Sterwane.
And
Ronnie Schuger, the author.
Right.
And
so don't get your hopes up that this will be a good episode.
And pool technician.
Former pool technician.
Pool boy. He's a pool boy.
Salesman.
Oh, snap.
I used to sell people chemicals they didn't need.
Ronnie has given us so much of his time, and we've rarely produced for him when he's given it to us. I'm like 3 gummies deep. We're near the end of the night already because we do this on a time thing now. Usually, like, we time it so we even start earlier to get our wits lost before the episode.
When did you start tonight?
Like 7.
Right on time, like 9 o'clock.
Yeah, but you got here at 7 or 8.
Well, because
and then we were already.
This is the first time we've set up our live stream on 2 different things at the same time.
None of it's
and
recording.
No, it is.
No, we don't.
Well, I don't know. We don't know.
I didn't want to do it this way.
Maybe it is. Though.
I didn't want to do it this way because we knew the other way
was. It's not recording.
We don't. That's my point. But you should have figured that out before, because when we did it my way, I told you that it worked and that it was recording.
The next time we do it, I promise you we'll record, because there is a record button to hit.
Well, obviously you'll know next time, but why didn't you do it the first time right? That's what I'm saying. I knew our way worked and I knew how it worked.
So I just did the research. The next time. Well, no, I did it before too. It's in my account.
No, you didn't. You just said just.
Okay, I just did the research.
Like, literally just turn the YouTube video off about YouTube.
No, never mind that. February 24th is the next time there's a full moon.
Oh, what's the moon?
It's a snow moon.
Ooh.
Different adjectives.
I don't know. Somebody has the job of naming all the full moons.
Yeah. Currently, you're
and
here with us on the wolf moon.
You're here on the wolf moon. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna grab a beer.
Ronnie will get it. That's why he's here.
Do you mind, Ronnie?
I do not.
See this. Thank you.
One of those pink ones.
Yeah.
Watermelon wheat.
Ooh, I'll take it.
I'll take that one up on the left, the lager. Yeah, that one. And there's more bubblies in there for you, buddy, because I know you're.
Oh, you got the Great Lakes Brewing over there.
Yeah.
I got the Mill Street.
So you know what's funny, Ronnie? By the way, you're just here now, so you're just part of the episode.
Okay. Oh, I'm not a guest anymore?
No. I mean, we're not gonna
you totally are.
Yeah, I just
you can be part of the.
You were just now. You're just.
How are you with social media?
No, we don't need him as a social media guy.
I know you're gonna. You know.
So now listen.
You're the author. The what do you call it? The author in residence.
Writer in residence.
Writer
in residence
yeah.
for the Beer League Hockey Hall of Fame.
There you go.
What's the guy who speaks over the show? What's that guy?
The announcer, the narrator.
Yeah, he's our narrator.
No.
Why? He narrated a whole part of your life.
The audience is free to narrate for themselves.
I don't even know what I'm talking about. My point when I said to him, he's just here, is that I'm not controlling this episode. I'm not going to ask him fucking questions about the book. I'm just going to fucking do whatever I can, because I can't hold my shit together.
Like you're suggesting that there is some kind of control.
There is when I bring someone in, I plan to talk to them. Why is he here? What are we doing? Oh, you got the watermelon one.
So good.
You like it?
Yeah. Have you had it before?
It's not our sponsor, but they've been in there
matter.
for. No, I've never.
I would put some tape over it.
No, I put tape over it because I'm also embarrassed. So here's the thing.
It's okay.
I'm embarrassed to drink ultra light. It's but that's not why I did it. I did it for Great Lakes.
You didn't cover for. You didn't want to catch the flack on the low. I got you.
Yeah.
It's just like water. It's okay. It's okay to hydrate.
It's totally okay to hydrate. So what happened, Ronnie? I'm at the rink, and did he meet Jason? Was he ever here when Chris was here?
I do not believe so.
5-star?
Yeah, 5-star.
AK 5-hole. If you need to know it, it's 5-star because Chippy feels odd calling a goalie whose nickname is 5-hole, but who's also provides the beer for us.
It's kind of a conflict, to really flag him because he gives us our beer, right? So I thought,
let's try to be nicer to him than we actually need to be, because he's a goalie, but he actually brings
I was
the beer.
fucking just the 5-hole thing was long before he gave us beer. So.
You were like, because
he knows.
He's like, he's competitive. He played high level hockey.
I can hit the 5-hole every time.
He scored on last Sunday.
I know, I got him good. Poor guy. Anyway, so there's another story along those lines. We're at the rink, and somebody's tried to give me one of those Miami ones.
The Miami Vice.
Yeah, the Great Lakes Brew one, right? They tried to hand it to me, and I'm like, oh, God, no, that is one of those. I'm like, that is fucking awful. Please, no, give me the logo. And somebody says, doesn't he sponsor you? I'm like, I'm not going to lie. I love Great Lakes beer. I'm not a fan of that APA fruity stuff. I'm not going to lie.
It's not fruity.
His lager is the best lager. I'm enjoying it. I just can't stand that shit. I wasn't going to say yeah.
It's a beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So
he just laughed.
Okay.
Like,
this is tasty though.
Yeah, I don't like watermelon.
We're open. Look, we don't have an exclusive.
No, he knows that. But we don't have. Right? I don't like watermelon.
Beer companies want to give us beer. We'll probably shout them out too, especially if you like them. We do like the Great Lakes. I like the Canuck. I like the Vice.
So that's what I said that night.
Good.
I said that night. I go. Stroh's the one, my partner, because I don't think a lot of them know you. I'm like, he's the one who actually gives real opinions, because I'm like a lager guy.
I'm a beer
I even
connoisseur.
said, yeah, I don't like any of that shit anymore.
I like beer.
Yeah, but when they start giving it, like, I know, like, it's
like
APA,
it's the
watermelony, orangey. It's like, just give me a lager, man. I want to drink beer.
You like lagers? That's great.
I love juice too.
Yeah, me too.
Right. I don't
Especially
need my
freshly
juice.
squeezed.
I don't
oh my
need
god,
my
there's nothing better. I would
juice
say,
and beer poured into the same can.
you know, I would in the morning, depending on the situation. And there's a lot of times I would choose juice over beer. There's a lot of
We
times,
should mostly choose
but
juice.
there's a lot of times I choose beer over other beverages because I enjoy them. It's the oldest beverage in the world.
I bet you beer's better for
Thousands
you
of
than juice. You think beer's better for you than juice? Like,
That's a
honestly.
good question.
My mom says that the
A lot
beer's
of
good
sugar
for
in
you.
juice.
Yeah, like, I think
No,
beer
but
would be better
but there's
for
other
you.
nutrients if it's fresh. Like there's actual nutrients. There's minerals and things, right?
In what?
But beer is good for you. Like we're actually. No,
Tell me, I need to hear it. I love it. I'm buying in.
There's things in the beer, like nutritional things in the beer,
Yeah.
and it actually helps to thin your blood. For me, it's especially good because I don't want to be on pharmaceuticals to thin my blood. A little bit of alcohol to digest, but the things in beer,
Controlled.
nah, it's controlled. Yeah, it's like there is, especially if I'm not saying like drink like corn syrup beer. That's not good. I'm not gonna.
What's corn syrup beer?
I don't want to tell you beer you like to drink.
Oh, like
the
Budweiser?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
no good.
No, I agree. But do you know why
like
I drink
the lobes? I'm like, man.
But do you know why I drink the Budweiser? It's a rice brew, not a wheat
Oh, it's
brew.
right. Yeah. So right.
So it's a craft beer. I've never said it wasn't.
you
and
know,
then
I
know what I mean?
I didn't appreciate a Budweiser
Yeah.
until I had it warm, because I'm like, this is exactly as bad warm as it is cold.
Yeah.
It's like if all we have is warm beer.
Yeah.
Unless it's meant to be warm.
Yeah. It's Budweiser.
Give me a Bud.
But I say it's a bad beer. I've always said that. It's same like the Lobes. The Lobes is a shit beer to me.
Oh yeah, it's the same. It's like whatever.
But Lobes is better. I would say
But
Lobes is better than Budweiser
like your beer
now. 100%.
should have like for it to actually have some nutritional benefit. And I'm not saying you should get like the benefits of it, the health benefits.
Should
of it.
be one of those fucking things.
It should be natural beer. Yeah, it's
Okay.
like there's like good ingredients.
Yeah, I hear you.
Right. Yeah, like I like a lug tread. You know, for me,
No,
if I could,
that's a dark beer, right?
it's a lager.
Okay.
It's
Isn't it brown?
But it's like all of it is natural. It's basically organic, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't think they certify it organic because like
Dude, I went soy
bureaucracy,
gum beers for a while. I tried
but
to go
the
like
ingredients
they
are
were
natural,
awful.
right?
Like a soy gum, like a non-gluten beer. I went for a while. It was fucking awful. I tried so
Why
hard
did you do that?
because I thought I don't know, maybe I didn't want a chunky dunk for a while. I wanted to slimly slide into the hot dog. But I gave up on that shit when I started tasting the foods and stuff you had to do.
I don't know. Like we're driving Ronnie nuts right now because I know you don't drink, so I don't know why.
That's what I told him. He's just here now. It's too bad. We're not catering to him. Thanks for showing up.
I know. You know what? Actually, you and I, because I know you're dry, and it's actually a really good reason, and it's respectable, and everybody has choice, and nobody's looking down on you for not drinking or anything like that. But you did,
Thanks, bro. Advice.
That's not, no, that's just my position.
Yeah. Nobody is, of course.
Yeah,
not.
right.
Why'd you have to say it?
To make sure Ronnie feels safe.
He hasn't used the safe word yet.
There are actually a lot of people that will.
They're like, oh, right, they get their backup. Yeah.
Like
So I know you're good. I know you're.
something.
I know you're in control of it. It's not like, it's not a sore. It's not a wound that hasn't healed for you. I hope.
No.
Right.
There's nothing like that.
Great. That's what it should be. My point being, I lost my train of thought.
I think you were going
It was
to
gonna
say
come
something
back
really
to me.
magical and
It
nice.
was.
I don't know.
But I'm a little inebriated myself. So.
I'm fully.
Yep.
And poor Ronnie's sitting here trying to hold the shit
Oh
together.
no, I know what I was gonna say.
Go say it.
Even then, Ronnie drank with me because when we went to, and this is the best segue ever. Segue?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My English is not always, like my pronunciation is not always so good. sometimes I say Segway.
It was you clearly said
Segway.
that. It's okay. We can move
Segway?
on. We can move on from
Segway.
that too. That's
Let me
two things-
segue into
two things that I wish we'd move on from now.
Ronnie and I.
And he did say pronunciation.
So we actually had an alcoholic beverage
Did you
together.
do the toe thing? or
We
whatever it
kissed
was?
the toe
Yeah.
together in,
Oh, right,
in the
yeah.
Yukon, in Dawson
yeah.
City.
I remember you saying you were
And
going to do that because I
correct
know
me
you
if I'm
don't drink.
wrong.
You're like, I'm
Yeah.
going to do that. I
Yeah,
remember
for
that.
sure.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
And you got a video. You took a video of
I
it.
have video of it.
Yeah.
I have. Yeah. I need to start editing, but my life's been a gong show.
Yeah, it takes over this
You-
show too.
Yeah.
It's
It
like-
takes off. It takes on everything. So we kissed the toe in Dawson City, but
Yeah.
I've been thinking about Dawson City quite a bit from all our travels. This aside from the love story, which is just heartbreak at times for me. At the same time,
It's supposed to be like that.
I know that's why I'm still.
Are you guys like? Do you want me to leave?
No,
Like I am here. I'm in the
they're
book,
just here
right?
now, Chippy.
I'm just here now. Fair enough. It's the Ronnie Intro Show.
But the place when it comes to hockey that I think about the most from that whole trip, because that really was the trip was about hockey, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all this life happened beside the hockey for me, anyways, and I hope for you as well in a good way. The thing that I think about most is Dawson. This place I think about most is actually Dawson City.
Yeah.
Because we spent so much time there, and it was like such a moment of us trying to get north, like the what if, but the hockey. The actual ice time and the history of that town, and so this is what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna repeat to Chippy, but before I forget, I think Dawson City is actually the city that made the Stanley Cup famous. When I think about it, right? Because if it wasn't for that trip, like it was just the beginning of the Stanley Cup.
No, I'm good now. Yeah.
So I'm just talking about Dawson City some more, and I'm trying to tell Ronnie here how much Dawson City meant to us because we spent so much time there because the Dempster was closed and we were just stuck there. But the rink itself and the hockey and like what happened in that town, even like on our way out and everything, was great. But like Dawson City is actually, I think, the town, despite their loss, is the town that made the Stanley Cup famous because of their travel talking about going to Ottawa. Right? Because it wouldn't be a national story if that team didn't go to lose on that trip. Like it would have been just another like cup,
Yeah.
It could have been like some other American cup that made it bigger. But I think the media around that team traveling grew the Stanley Cup to be what it is.
It'd be really interesting if you talk to somebody who, like a hockey historian who knew that era, and I can give you somebody who might know, who probably knows. His name's Eric Swag, and he's big into the pre-NHL era. Right? So he'll know everything about it, and I wonder if that might actually be true.
Right?
When the Stanley Cup went from just this thing that,
challenge for like a niche hockey thing to
Yeah.
like it was a national story.
yeah,
Right? And then
like that
it would have
would've
been the losing team that made it happen. It was the team out of Dawson City because that was the crazy story.
and
Right?
that wasn't the end of their trip. They went through the States and Eastern Canada and played 23 more games over a month.
wow.
So
Wow. So
yeah,
they're hockey ambassadors forever. Like, yeah. Is their name's not on the cup anyway?
No, I don't think they won it.
because they didn't win it.
What's the team that scratched their name in the cup? Do you remember that one?
did they win it? Or the team that didn't
I
win
think
it
they
scratched
won it. Like I feel like there's a team, and maybe it is. Though. There's a team. There's a story.
They should have.
There's a story about a team who competed or something, but then they literally scratched their name.
That's cool.
Yeah, I forget. I'll have to look that up
Some
for us.
scratchiti.
I'll have to look.
Original scratchiti.
Is that what it's called?
When you scratch your name and stuff, like
Is it
you
called
see on buses.
graffiti?
Yeah, that's what I call it.
Oh, I thought
It's like graffiti, but it's you scratch it in. Yeah. I thought, and we got a lot of ice time, right? Because the rinks are open.
We were on every day, right?
We're on every day.
You went twice a couple times. While
I
was
did.
working.
Yeah. The first time I did a mission,
Sorry, how
I
long
did
were
at
you
that
stuck
rink.
there in Dawson?
5 days.
5 days.
You found
you
that's a
didn't
great
say-
spot, and I hope the cover for your book is from the photo of you walking into that.
I'm hoping to. I don't have a lot to say over that, but I'm definitely going to
Like,
pitch
that's-
it to them. I think
For me, visually, that's such a moment. You walking back into that place.
Well, for me, I look at that photo a lot actually because that's the one photo that captures the entire book.
Yeah, me too. It just makes sense that's what it would, like. If you could, put in a good word for that photo, that would be awesome.
I'm gonna try as much as I can.
And then when it's on the book, Stroll will be like, "See, I told you, I wanted that on there. I did that." That's what will happen.
He'll want half of my royalties.
You're getting royalties? Don't worry, no, it's okay. I don't want anything. Just don't go after my royalties because I'm gonna write a short story. That's gonna include my trip because it changed my life. I'm about to enter. There's like a CBC writing contest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do a short story. It's nonfiction about my last year because it's been such a my life's in flux, right? Like, but it kind of starts with this trip. I mean, it starts a little bit before that, and actually, I'm going to touch on something that happened like 100 years ago. But like it was
that's
like
a long
this
story.
No, it has to be a short story.
Over 180 years.
No, it's putting things in perspective. It's like the reason I went on that trip with you was to kind of do a land acknowledgement, to really get to see the rest of this country, and it was my first opportunity to go north. We have to go to. Ronnie and I talked about this. We got to go back to Dawson City with Mitzi, right?
Yeah.
At some point,
We should all go.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
Right. Go at the end of like February when they close the rink and they have that barbecue, and with the guys, right? That skate, right? Like, and that I think that would be the time. So hopefully,
I would love to go up there. I am jealous that you guys.
You got to go.
But that's what the book's about, right? It's more. It's the travel as well as hockey and being. Like, it's not a hockey book, is my point, right?
No, it's
not.
the
travel book, right?
Well,
it's about,
I guess
it's both. I mean, it's definitely a hockey book, but we take for granted what it requires in so many parts of this country to get to a game, right? Especially in some of the Cree territories that I visited with Adrian. You guys have to drive 5, 6, 7, sometimes 12 hours just to go for a weekend tournament, and they do it almost every weekend.
It's amazing.
One of these towns in Creek territory around James Bay, and they just do it just to play hockey.
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah.
And we can play
we're so
10 minute
lucky.
drive to the rink, right?
Like, what rink are we meeting at, boys? Like, that's how we take the day.
It's like, oh, I gotta go.
You know what I mean? Oh, come on! You want me to
Yeah.
come out near you? Okay, because we could go near
11 o'clock game.
Yeah. But I was telling Ronnie, I love now I'm 5's excessive. I'm not downplaying that. But I love driving to the game.
Yeah.
I love driving to a tournament.
I like it too.
I love driving so I hope that the lack of rinks gets fixed, but I also hope that they enjoy that aspect. Like, we're going to play hockey for 3 days. Like, I hope they do. I know it sucks that they have to go that far. You know what they should do? Why can't, and this is something stupid, is they should host it once in a while. Everyone drives to them because then they could experience going to these places that you guys are talking
running these
about.
rinks. So we remember when we were in Fort Liard, right? Remember that rink?
Yeah.
The ice was like, it wasn't
gone.
Was gone, right? Like these remote communities, they're such small communities, and it takes work, right? There was a guy that kind of ran it, but it takes resources and stuff.
Yeah,
and
100%.
they don't always, they don't always have that, right? Like, so.
But a lot of these places, they do have really nice rinks.
Oh yeah, but some of the barns are amazing.
Yeah,
I
but
would
to
think
play
so.
other teams, that's the thing.
To get them there, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They should.
The numbers, yeah.
But like, if there's a city, like if there's multiple, but it's all part of the bureaucracy, right? But if there's multiple cities and some of them are in,
say bureaucracy?
Bureaucracy. But they should then go, okay, these 3 cities here, which might be, need more or whatever. They travel all the time. If there's like 8 tournaments, make 3 of them up there and make everyone else go up there is what I'm saying. That would help grow their rinks, make them some money but that's the bullshit that doesn't happen, unfortunately. These people struggle. They go, keep going and going. We should go up there. Put 400 teams or 40 teams in their rink for a week and put money there. And I know it doesn't happen like that, but that's how it should happen.
Northern, I think, and I'm sure Ronnie can attest to this because he's probably seen more than I have, but from my experience, from like trying to get an idea of the culture up there and stuff, it's actually just the numbers. Like there's fewer people that actually play. Like you
Oh,
can't
of course,
get, you
there's less.
can't
There's less
like to get a
people.
team.
Every city's
I
small,
mean,
small.
it was actually amazing.
What were the populations of the smaller cities you guys went to?
So
Well,
I know
the biggest one in the territory is called. I'm gonna mess up the pronunciation, but it's EUHT, something like that.
Yeah.
That's the James Bay community in northern Quebec. There's 11 towns. Chisasa is the one that we went to, and that was the largest. And I think it's 6,000.
6,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the longest trip is about 12 hours between the furthest and the furthest ends of the. And they do it almost every weekend throughout the winter. And there's just a turn. It's less a league and more like a roving set of tournaments where they just keep going to different town, and
that's why the book is so real, though. Your book, you're traveling to tell these stories. In hockey, you're always traveling to play. Some lengths are ridiculous, some are, but that it's all part of it. Like some of our biggest memories are the car rides to the rink, right? Like that's what you're doing. You're tying the whole travel, the country, and the game, and on whatever level, from me here to the nearest rink, or them from the longest rink, or you with the hour drive. It's almost, it's kind of what it is at its length, right? You know what I mean? Like it's the drive, the excitement, the conversation,
the experience, the whole experience.
So it's still there,
it's your whole
and
day.
every
The
level,
game
yeah.
is
It's like it becomes
your life.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle podcast, too. So, and this the thing about it is, like, for me, what Ronnie did, it's about the country. It's about our community.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's
He took it
about
on that
cultural,
scale. That's what I'm saying. My scale to their scale, travel-wise, is the same to your travel on the book.
Yeah,
it's
the cultural fabric of our communities and how they interact. But there's not many things we have left in common.
Yeah.
As a nation or as a cultural identity. But because hockey used to be so much more prevalent in our lives, right?
Yeah. Do you guys think hockey's a dying sport?
It's not.
Is that crazy to say?
Look, it's not globally, but it is nationally for Canada because it's become cost prohibitive, right? It's so expensive, especially if you live in the city. Like up in the north, there's not much else to do, right? There's going to be a rink in every community, as there should be, and they all should be protected as national historic sites.
Part of the thing.
You know that my cause, if I had a cause, would be to protect all rinks as like historic sites. UNESCO cultural sites because they are community hub. Like they're like not that different than churches. They're actually in a lot of ways in this country a lot more important than churches, right? Because that's where community comes around this game.
Do you think it's a dying sport, Ronnie?
I think if you go by the numbers, in like women's and girls hockey, it's
taken off. Yeah, it's great.
Oh, let's talk about that league in a minute too. But finish your thought. Yeah.
So it just depends on which demographic you're looking at. Overall, the numbers are down, especially for boys.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
But I think I don't think basketball or soccer are taking over in any instance. I think hockey is kind of giving it away, especially equipment manufacturers are a real problem. They're selling equipment that's just too expensive.
It's just even the ice time is cost prohibitive, right?
I'm hearing all about this now because I'm hanging around a buddy of mine, Matty T, and he's doing a AAA ball. I should get him on, and he's running these leagues for these kids. Like the money that goes in, it's the same thing. Like I said with Stengel earlier with his franchise. I didn't realize how deep we are so low, and sometimes I wonder if it shouldn't be more just like beer league. You just fucking show up. You can play. Anyone can come.
League, right?
That's what I love about it. But like
the game is, I always say this, Shippy. The game is the game. There's one puck. It doesn't matter who's on that ice. You're chasing one puck.
These kids, even at the beer league or at the baseball level, they're like he was telling me they're paying $10,000 for special coaches. And these guys, there's guys who are making a living.
There's guys that make a lot more than that too.
No, that's one team. So he's only they're doing multiple teams a night. Like we play multiple times a night. They're working a team. They're making a living off this. But then when you see that the money that's involved and everything is crazy.
The question is, why am I not making a living off of hockey?
Like that. People are paying for dietitians now for kids. That's crazy.
I could be team
training
psychologist.
Good.
Coach.
You should have wrote the book. You're gonna write a book.
I'm gonna write.
You're gonna write a comic
story.
book, a very short story, like a
No.
comic book. That's good.
No, but
Am I gonna make your
the
book?
straight stick.
That's a good title.
Jay
By the way,
came up with.
talk about money. When the Hockey Canada thing just rebroke.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I watched the two Fifth Estate documentaries. From I think they were from 2022.
Yeah.
And they found out that the slush funds that Hockey Canada had.
Oh, I don't want to know the number. I was talking about this.
The number is in like.
So what is it? Because we literally
it
said
was 153 million.
Wow, we got
I
to
need
50.
a cut of that.
I got to 50. I'm like, it's got to be 50 million. I'm like, think about it. I'm like, think about it. The one they're talking about.
I've grown the
that's
game.
Ridiculous. So the one they
If
were
it's
talking
a Ponzi
about.
scheme, I'm way up there.
So the one they were talking about, the one that's big right now, this Canada one. I don't really know the things, but I do know the number that the girl for non-disclosure was 3.55. I don't want to get into the politics of the whole thing. Right?
Yeah,
I don't. Because I know she
barely know what you're talking about.
Okay, fine. She didn't start this. That happened. Whatever. I don't want to get into that. 3.55 for that one, and I was like, that's the one we know of, and that's recent. I'm like, what are we? And we were literally talking about what do we think it is, and I was like, well, this one's 3.55. They've been doing this for years. I know they have, and I was disgusted. I'm like, why? Whatever. So it doesn't surprise me because I said 50. I thought.
So where does the money go?
It goes to solving problems, Stro, without getting into the politics.
Well,
paying people off. That's what it goes to.
The 153 million is just the fund that they have. That's not what they paid out.
Okay. That's what they can pay out.
The money they had in reserve. Like
the fact that they have
lawyer fees.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly it. So that's what pissed me off. I'm like, that money should be filtering down to getting
into
those
the community.
rinks going, not for you to fucking be ready to protect people who might do
kids
stupid
on the
things.
ice.
Yeah, to get these guys to
get people, get your
like,
communities involved. That's where the money should be going.
Ridiculous. That's
Grassroots
ridiculous.
hockey,
That's our tax money, right?
Sledge hockey, women's hockey.
Yeah.
So
You know how much money that is?
money's needed.
Yeah, and we're saving, we're protecting a few people who might have done.
I do love to see the game growing, though. I think it is. Like it's reached a certain level for the men's side, right? Where I think it's going to just kind of remain. I think hockey as a spectator sport and as a game itself is growing, though, right? Yeah. I think it is globally, especially.
Globally.
The game's never been better.
I feel like it's
have you
my
seen
opinion is
how
it's a
awesome the
dying
game?
sport. My opinion.
Like it's becoming more of an exclusive sport, and that's
which I don't like.
That's why I hate that too.
Yeah,
That's why I love
like
the outdoor rinks.
Yeah.
That's why I think every rink needs to be protected and never torn. It's like a tree. It's like take one out, you got to put two back. Like
why'd you go there?
Because it's that important.
Well, sometimes the tree has to be cut down, Stro.
Oh, I almost missed your house today.
I know.
What happened to your tree?
It split in that windstorm, dude, right down the middle. I had ratchet straps on one night.
Go there?
It cost me $4,000.
What?
Yes, and it was my bill because it's on my fucking.
Tree?
Yeah, dude, the one out front.
Crazy.
Split.
You have to pay for that?
Yes. Go look at it when you leave.
I'm
Stro.
sorry.
It's okay. That's why I made the joke. and it's funny how you said you almost missed it because it's weird that tree has been at my house forever.
I'm on my phone, I'm just like, I'll see the tree, and then I walk by, and I'm like, where am I?
Dude, massive tree. It's been there. We've had the house in the family for like 35 years. That tree's been there.
Oh, yeah?
And it's gone. And when they cut it down, right?
That happened in front of my house, too.
So it started splitting a couple years ago. We cut one branch off. This tree in the back my parents planted. It split.
You're lucky it didn't go in your house.
Dude, the night I went out on that windstorm 2 weeks ago, we were already in the process of like trying to get this fucking tree dealt with, right? Because it already fell a branch and kind of legally or illegally, I don't know. I was like, I'm cutting that off because it's going to fall in the neighbor's lot. I wanted to take the tree down then. I kind of hated the tree. I'll get into that. But so I wanted to take that one off right away because I'm like, it's going to fall on the neighbor. I didn't want to deal with it. I find out at that point the tree's on our property line. So I was like, fuck. So it'll be my insurance. So anyway, we cut that one off, but it split again about a year ago. So now we're like, this tree's falling apart. It was a massive tree. It covered our house, Evan. And then that storm a week ago, I go out there. About a week before, I guess there was a minor storm. Jenna said, that tree's cracked more. And I walked out and I was like, she kind of caught it, but I've been following. I saw it and I'm like, this fucking tree is almost in two pieces. Like it was ridiculous. So for about 3 days, I was like, we got to worry about the street. Then we had that windstorm. It said like 180 gusts and shit. I'll show you a picture of this. And I ran out, and I'm like, whatever. The side of the tree that I thought was breaking off was the one going towards the road because it was like had way more branches, right? So I was like, just don't park over there, Jenna. We'll move our cars so that we don't get hit. It should fall. I go out that night, and the bigger piece that looked more secure that was leaning right over the house was moving by 3/4 of an inch.
Wow.
Like it was like going like the whole, and I'm talking about a piece of tree.
Yeah.
At the level I was at
huge.
was huge with massive branches coming off the top.
Real damage.
It was big. I got pictures. I'll show you mine.
That was a fully mature tree.
Because you might not remember how big
what kind
it was.
of a tree was it?
So that's the problem. It was called a fucking heaven tree, and if you Google it, it says heaven tree bullshit, more like the tree from hell.
Yeah.
They just went on the endangered species with Toronto this year. You're not allowed to plant them anymore. They're an invasive tree species.
Invasive, yeah.
They
grow
grow
really
wrong,
fast,
and they grow too big here because they don't, So they come. I ratchet strap it. We finally call the city. The city comes like within 15 minutes after they saw the picture, and they're like, boom, and they said we can cut it down. We got a emergency permit that lets us cut it down, but we don't have to replant. That's part of the joke too, because originally, if I wanted to cut that tree down, and this should go for rinks too. If I wanted to cut that tree down with no reason, I have to replant a tree there or pay for one that the city plants somewhere else.
Yeah.
Right? Now
it should be 2.
Okay, fine. I don't care. I don't disagree with you, Stro. Yeah. I don't at all. I don't think you should have to replant it on your property. That was driving me nuts. And then I was like, well, fuck it. I'll plant it 5 feet further so it's on city property, which I think you're allowed to do. Right? But you have to pay for it in that. Because if you're behind the water line, you're on yours. If you're behind them, I always hated the tree. I wanted it gone. I wouldn't have paid to get it down.
Why did you hate the tree?
Because it
who hates trees?
It's the type of tree. It's a heaven tree. Last to bloom, first to drop, massive seed packages. Every time we had a bad storm, the way it grows, it's funky with hard cuts. Branches took the power out on this house 3 times over 20 years, and I'm talking about long blackouts, like the ice blackouts where you lose it for 3 days because so much is going on in the city's got to come to your individual house. They're worried about fucking Young first, right? So I kind of hated it. But when they did cut it down, I took a picture of it that last morning, and when I come home, I'm like, it's way different. It's a different energy.
So different.
Like it's fucking gone. So you take a rink out of a city, man, it'd probably be fucking worse. And you should be able to put it back.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway. Way to take it. Trees from hell.
I got a segue from that.
Oh, go ahead.
You know that the lowest place in Dante's Inferno is all ice. There's a frozen lake there.
What?
In hell.
No.
See you there,
Let's go.
Is that what they say? Did they say that?
Literally the lowest. There's like 9 concentric rings or something in Dante's Inferno, and the last one's a frozen lake.
You wanna do one more episode, Ronnie? Like it's not that late. What is it? 11:30? What time is it? 11:35.
Okay, I'll do one more and then
Are
I'll
you
go
parked?
I'm parked.
You're gonna get a ticket at 12:01.
Not every
so
time.
You can stay
I got a ticket last time.
I got a ticket last time. So they come around every time. You got 20 minutes before you gotta go.
Okay, I'll stay for.
Was there someone in my driveway?
I'll start it now.
No, wait, because I can go move Jenna's car. He can go in the driveway. It'll take us 2 seconds.
We got 20 minutes with Ronnie. That's
you get the ticket. You're fucking paying for it. I
have no money.
So if he gets the ticket, I'm fucking paying for it. I could have just moved the car.
No. Hockey night in Fury.
I could put you in the driveway. Is what I'm saying.
In association with the Premier League Hockey Hall of Fame. For the love of the good old hockey game.
Let's do another episode.
Now, let's go. Let's get into it.
Yeah, but for 5 minutes, we could have moved some shit, and the guy could stay the whole episode. Now he's going to take it down. He's got to leave.
What?
Well, welcome, fellow beer leaguers, to HNIBL. I'm your co-host, Chippy Dubois, and I'm here with...
I'm strong. I can go move the car.
Dude, we're not going now. That was the point.
Oh.
Ronnie should go.
Ronnie should go. I agree.
I know he likes to go to bed early.
I go to bed around midnight.
Midnight? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're aiming for our time frame too.
I was
so
trying to be considerate.
it's good. Way to go.
But yeah, anyways.
What are we gonna do
He's
this
not gonna get a
episode?
ticket.
We already had one where we talked about Ronnie, and one where we didn't let him talk. What are we gonna do this one?
I don't know. There's things I want to talk about. But
Well, I know I have some things I want to talk about too.
What were we going to talk about?
Do you want me to talk about my things and then Ronnie could jump in like he's supposed to? Jump in more, Ronnie, while you're here.
I'm not good at jumping in.
How
about we talk about my thing first?
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
So I got a bit of a dilemma.
Oh, you said you even did a segue last episode to this, so I'm glad if people follow.
Amazing.
There. Here we go.
We're not talking about hell anymore, but maybe purgatory. So I don't play beer league. I play pickup.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
So I go different. So sometimes I go to Aurora. Sometimes I go to Richmond Hill. Depends on the day. And I go to Aurora a lot, and we've been getting some good numbers there. Maybe 12 to 15 guys.
That's pretty good for a pickup.
Decent.
Yep, that's a pay and play, right?
Yeah,
not a scheduled
that's really good.
skate. Yeah, that's pretty
what you
good.
want, actually.
The goalies at all or no?
Usually no.
Yeah,
Every
usually
once in a
no.
while,
Yeah.
That's the only
Yeah.
problem.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. It's a different style of men's league for sure. We talk about this. Yeah.
So the one thing I got is I got pretty good cardio, and so I like to use hockey as cardio. So when I get out there, I'm trying to get a sweat. I'm trying to get my lungs going.
Yeah, hockey is great cardio.
I chase the puck, and it's starting to annoy some of the players.
Like that you're
playing with the guys. They don't like that you chase them down.
Well, I think
they would fucking hate us, Astro, when we go.
Oh my god, yeah, that's how you play hockey, Ronnie. That's the right thing to do.
I know, but there's a certain type of beer leaguer. I call him the guy who thinks he can still make the NHL.
Yeah, you gotta stop. That's the guy you gotta stop.
But I'm kind of because I chase the puck so hard. Maybe they
think that you're that guy.
I'm that guy, even though I don't have that skill.
Right.
So I'm in this dilemma. It's like, well, I don't want to be that guy, but I want to get a sweat on.
Right.
So the skill level isn't that high. I'm one of the better players, so the skill level's not that high. So I need to go all out if I'm going to get my workout in.
Yeah.
I say you go all out all the time. I go all out all the time. I got a dad.
I don't want to make any enemies though.
No.
You can do it right, I guess.
I'm trying. I pass all the time, but still there are a couple guys.
So sometimes you'll find say there's the 12 guys you want there, Ronnie, and one of them doesn't like it, then you just don't chase them. That's what I do.
I don't know. I disagree.
Not on that kind of skate. It's different. That kind of so like when I go.
Yeah, I guess you got to read the room. I guess you got to read the ice.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
We do it in men's league, Stro. You would never go after a guy who doesn't want you to do anything to him.
I let up all guys all the time.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. I give him room. I give him room.
You'll still
I only
stop
bring it
them,
when
but you won't rub them. You won't bump them.
Right,
You just write that guy off. If it's everyone, Ronnie, then you're being a dick. Like if everyone starts talking about you, it means stop doing whatever the fuck you're doing, right?
So I would say, show up early or late and do the Harvey drills, do the suicides. I know that's the improper way to call. What do you call them now?
It's a suicide drill. I don't know what the fucking.
What do they call? What do the kids call it?
I don't know.
What's the PC?
We're not allowed. We can't say suicide drill.
I think it triggers people.
Oh wow. Okay. It triggers me. It does because I fucking hated doing it. Bullshit. And I clearly haven't done it in a long time.
I call them Harvey drills.
Why Harvey?
Because Harvey was the only guy. So this is how much I was like playing beer league, maybe a level below where I should have been. I'm like, I wanted to get a sweat in too.
I've played lower levels to get to just play.
And so, just because I wanted to play with friends.
Yeah, that's what I did. And you get to play more. You get more puck time. You get more goals.
At the end of the game, I'm like, fuck, I didn't really get a sweat in. And I would do the suicides. And the only person, and I was like, we should all do them as a team. And the only guy that did them with me was Harvey. So shout out to Har.
Yeah, I'll shout out Harvey. But you doing suicide drills after a game,
after a beer league game, I know it pissed.
Yeah, because I'm not
worse than chasing a guy down during a game.
You know what bothers me about
it? All day, because I would have just had the puck the whole day.
No, but you know what bothers me about you doing it after our games is you shouldn't have any fucking energy after our games.
Bullshit. You always how are you gonna get home? You're not dying on the fucking.
You shouldn't have energy to go skate fucking 15 laps. You should be playing the game.
myself to be that much better. I'm
That's
getting my
bullshit. I
cardio up.
watched-
That's why cardio. That's
Do
why
it during
hockey's
the
a great
game. You're there
cardio
for 1
fucking
hour.
game.
Do it during the game. You shouldn't
No,
have
the
the energy.
games are not. But look,
I don't have the energy to do a fucking Harvey drill after 99.
just because you don't have the energy doesn't mean I don't have the energy.
It doesn't matter if I'm fat or slower or my
No.
energy levels are lower. You should burn up to your 90% like I do.
No,
and
but
save
then
your
you're
10
not
to get
touch.
home.
Nobody on the ice. That's what Ronnie's saying. Nobody on the ice is going to touch that puck for the whole fucking hour.
Why? Because you can keep it away from everyone. You're that good. Is that what you're fucking trying to
That's
say?
what I'm saying.
You're a fucking knob. You're a knob.
That's exactly what I'm
I
saying.
guarantee.
So I was being humble by doing
being humble.
the Harvey drills at the end of the game, right? Get
Sure.
that little extra cardio up because I didn't get.
This is what I deal with, Ronnie. Every fucking night that we do this. It's like
But it's a very good dilemma.
anyway,
right?
we
because
can't call him. What were we arguing about? Were we arguing about
I call
how
them Harvey drills,
right? And
not
so,
suicide drills.
okay, it's the suicide.
But, I don't like wind sprints.
It's like a bag skate. It's a bag skate. Bag skate would work.
skate?
Bag skate. Like
Bag-
that's
yeah,
what.
yeah, bag
Whenever you
skate.
say bag skate, I think of that right away.
That's
I think of
hockey,
that
right?
drill.
You
Yeah.
can use suicide. You can. There's suicides in basketball, right?
Yeah,
it's the
there's
same
suicide.
thing.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
almost every. It's like line to line. It's just basically not. It's not stopping.
So bag skate is the hockey term.
I think that when you
I've
think
never
of
I've never heard bag skate.
you've never heard of you're gonna bag skate. It's a bag skate
Never
at
heard of
practice.
bag skate.
Really?
Really?
B-A-G,
I learned like two
B-A-G.
things today.
So a bag skate means you're just skating. No pucks, no sticks, no fun.
Yeah.
If your coach said it's a fucking bag skate,
Terrible way to practice. I'm like,
100%, but that's what we used to grow up with. That's
you know why?
misery.
But you know
We're
why?
comparing it to the suicide drill, so it shouldn't be
important.
happy.
It's important. Like if you don't have a puck, like I was only doing that bag skate at the end of the game because there's no puck at the Zamboni's coming on. I'm fucking
It was
doing
a
the line.
punishment. That was a punishment. That's what we're
It
saying.
wasn't but it's not because it actually makes you a better hockey player, right? Because it gets your cardio up. Because endurance is part of the game. It is.
I wouldn't know.
But if I was a coach, I would never have my players ever skating without the puck.
So
The name of the game is puck time.
So I was talking about this. We were talking about that when we grew up. A lot of the time, your punishment was no puck time.
That's
was
dumb.
no shit.
What a stupid.
100%. I agree.
So dumb.
I agree
Yeah.
100%.
I think there's a caveat here.
Yeah.
Like, I think they should have bag skated Matthews Marner.
So it goes the other way too. Yes.
Did you
yes.
see that?
That
Did you see
dude.
that?
No. What?
Dude, it was
the
awful.
last game?
And he scores the goal, so he ends up looking like the hero in the end. You know what I mean? That's what
1-0
fucking
win?
drives me
Is that what
nuts.
you're talking
No,
about?
there was a beer league 2-on-0 on a power play, and while it was happening, Matthews, Marner, and Nylander all went off the chain.
What?
Yeah.
And then good on Keith, he benched them.
Oh yeah, they
power
didn't play for like the whole like
It was-
yeah.
it
He
was-
they got
So-
6 more
oh my
shifts, but then he
God.
goes and scores the game winner with them on the ice.
Yeah,
It was
yeah, yeah.
Which is what he should have
Oh.
done. Angrily went and did.
Yeah. Good thing he benched them, though. Jesus.
Well, I don't know if it was a real.
I'm not a huge. I'm
Slowed
not-
it.
power play.
Slowed it down. He slowed it down for shit.
Anyways, I would never have my players practicing without a puck,
I agree now too. 100%.
right? And if you're doing the bag skate, you're doing it with the puck.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying.
Which we did that.
Yeah, we did.
You had a puck and I didn't, and you still beat me, fucker.
That's right. Yeah,
Stroh's pretty good. Pretty good. I'm not.
I'm
I'm
injured right now, but
I'm
you know,
on.
I'm still playing.
I'm
You
killing.
are in
I am
Fuego, you are.
on fire.
I'm looking forward to when.
When I'm not gonna happen.
No.
It's like your advice.
I'm
Always
thinking about
gonna
my
happen.
game. I know you've always been.
I'm
You
so good.
find a way to
So,
score.
I'm so good, Ronnie.
You're pretty good.
So good. And look at me.
Positional.
Beautiful.
Great. You are a beauty, eh? Hey, you want to pass me a beer?
I think there's a beer in there. Oh, the fridge is open. Ronnie, you don't leave the fridge door open. You grow up in a fucking barn.
Rookie mistake.
Fuck, man.
You're gonna be doing bag skating.
Hey Ronnie, do you feel like you were even involved? Did you enjoy coming down here? 'Cause I know you got to go soon.
Quarter.
Time at home and
Oh my God.
hike in the forest, and I just see my wife, the only person I see.
Lucky you. You probably spend a lot of time with your book too.
Oh, by the way, definitely lucky me because my wife's not watching this.
Oh.
I just
Nope.
I love. She's not. Yeah, we
No
can tell
way.
you she's not
No way
looking.
the people in Beaverton are watching.
It doesn't sound too bad, but I love how Stroh's like it. But listen, you wouldn't want to be seeing your wife right now anyway, Stroh. So your life is currently better right now.
Yeah.
There you go.
I got
Be
a hot
positive.
blonde trying to come and make out with me on this podcast for
I
$100.
know. And she thinks she's hotter than me, Ronnie. This is funny.
Oh, and that's not talking about Chippy?
No, that's what I mean. I'm the hottest blonde. She's apparently telling, and now she's seen me and still thinks the same thing. So obviously she's blind.
No.
That's why she's with you. I get it now. I get it.
I don't know. I haven't checked your vision.
That's good, man. You never looked into her eyes. It's
No,
love.
It's what I like about her. It's her eyes.
You don't know if they work.
I don't know if they work.
All right.
They're
Well,
good to
clearly,
look
I'm
at.
telling you they don't, because I'm fucking sexy, man.
I never said you're not a hot blonde. I said it would be a good challenge.
Challenge accepted. Ronnie, I'm glad you came, man. I'm not trying to kick you out. I'm just in case when you get up and leave, so you don't get a ticket. Apparently, I thank you for coming down, man. It was really exciting.
Yeah, thank you.
I've been watching. You got like 10 minutes.
You got 10 minutes. You got 10 minutes.
11. Yeah, I just when I just wanted to say thank you before we get there, because I'm like the last 2 episodes have been a mess, and I'm not even. I might forget to do it later.
Is the book gonna have any other pictures? Like, is there room for like sometimes books?
Now he wants in the pictures. All I want is my name in there, and not even my real name. Like not even don't.
No,
even the person that I am on the weekend.
What? You're Gregorius? Gregorius.
I love it. I'm gonna get shirts made. It's gonna be like I'm gonna get it made. Oh yeah, and I have enough space to get the word in. Look.
So you gotta make sure you use the proper font.
Yeah, what's the font on the book?
Good question.
Oh man,
it's a pretty books have like a standard font, don't they?
Yeah, we got it.
There's a pretty standard.
I think we got to get together and skate again though.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, for sure.
In Dawson City. Remember those kids? Remember the kids that were waiting? They're coming up from the native tournament in Whitehorse, and they were stuck waiting for the dams to open up to go to one of their Arctic communities, right? Because they came down for the tournament, and we played hockey with them a bunch of times at Dawson City. That was kind of cool because a lot of times it was just Ronnie and me and like 1 or 2 other people, but then at some point,
rinks, right? You're doing that like the same thing that happened to us at the...
No, it was indoor. It was indoor.
Oh, it's indoor.
Yeah, they have a barn in there.
Yeah.
But there's like a league. And then that's where we met those guys.
Yeah, we watched the championship series.
Yeah.
3.
There was like 40 people in the crowd.
Oh, I think
20?
Probably about 30 too many. I think it was around
30
or 12.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It seemed like
they seemed to.
Yeah,
they seemed to love.
They had fun. Yeah. Man.
Well, they were kissing the whatever the chalice. It was a wealthy young trophy after one of the players or manager on the.
How many
Dawson
teams
City
were?
team?
Was it like a 2-team invite, or was it actually a tournament style that got to the championship?
It's the league. It's a 14 league.
Oh, there you go, 14 league. Yeah.
And it was the bottom 2 teams. The top 2 teams got knocked off.
Oh, they both had upsets.
Yeah.
Upsets all the way.
One of them was legendary. One of them was a best of 5. The top team won the first 2 games, and then the last place team, they were losing the 3rd game, something like 4-1, and then they came back. They won that game, and then they won the next 2 to knock off the top team. Second team got passed by the 3rd team. So there's lots of good storylines.
I love winning trophies, man. I don't see why I would.
I haven't won a trophy in a while. I'm thinking like it's been what's the last? I think the last one we won would have been with the Whales.
Yeah, but you've won trophies because you got the season MVP.
Oh
and
no,
all
we
that.
won the yeah.
You won all our Whales trophies.
Yeah, we
those
yeah,
count.
No, but actually the Chimps might be the last one.
Tournament.
Yeah, I think
maybe.
we won the Exclaim.
We might have won a championship with them since Wales too.
No, they haven't done. No, they haven't done that well in the playoffs in Arts League. Wait, guys, I got treats.
What? Oh, what?
Oh my God.
We love treats.
Yes, we do.
Oh, no, you're not gonna like these.
What?
Oh,
no, we're gonna like them.
Why not? Why wouldn't we?
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna like it.
Oh my God, I love
seaweed.
See, can I have yours then?
Yeah, because it's all about fucking straw. I'm not even gonna make this.
God.
It's just fucking straw, and then it'll be like, remember when I gave advice? I was right.
Ronnie, thank you. Yeah, me too.
Ronnie,
Here.
I love the gift.
You should
Thanks.
have one, yeah.
It's great. Thank you.
I feed this to the kids all the time.
Yeah.
As
See,
well.
I always
It's really
practice
good.
my.
It's really
thank you
good for you
gift.
too.
Even if you don't like it, you always got to be like, yeah, thank you, man. I really like that.
Good Canadian lad.
Yeah, man, that's a great gift.
Wonderful.
Ronnie, thanks, man.
Thank you.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I really love it.
Don't
Really
knock
is.
it till you try it.
I've had seaweed. It's not my
It's better
thing.
than chips.
I didn't like it. I don't like. So I even being from the East Coast, people
It
always
is
laugh
like
at me. That's exactly like chips. Dude, I've had it. I don't like the ocean flavor. It's weird because I like everyone's like, oh, you must love lobster and all this shit. I'm like, no. No, I mean, I enjoy it. Like, I'll eat that. I'm not. I just,
You know,
that's not a dill pickle chip. If that was a dill pickle chip,
Oh my god, it's so good.
yeah,
you know, when I'm at home, my wife and I don't sleep in the same bed. We
yeah,
don't do that. We like our own bed.
yeah.
She sleeps on a nice big queen mattress, soft queen mattress. I need something really hard, so I sleep on a tatami mat, and it still smells like the ocean from being shipped over from. I think it was. I don't know if it was made in China or Japan. It still smells like.
So
that.
I don't mind the smell of the ocean. I love that.
Oh my god,
I don't want to taste it.
Okay.
So you know what I mean? Like that ocean flavor is what I'm saying.
yeah.
I love the smell for sure, 100%. I love the being near the water. It's good. The crunch is amazing.
all of it. This is one of my favorite things. Oh my god, how did you know, Ron?
Because he knows. He obviously clearly doesn't
I've been
know.
with you for 3.5 weeks.
Yeah, so he doesn't know me at all, though. Clearly that shows. He's very little.
That is amazing.
little
And you know
of
what?
it,
You
Chippy.
wash it down and it goes white.
Okay, fellas, I think it's time to move.
Oh, hey,
Ronnie!
yeah, thank you, Ronnie. This is
Shuka,
amazing.
Shuka.
It's really good to see you, Ronnie. I'm really looking forward to reading the book. And you know what I'm going to do? Because I know you know writing.
Advice. Here it
I'm
comes.
I'm gonna ask
This is the part. Go ahead.
No,
go.
I'm going to ask you for advice because when I write my
wow.
short story, do you mind if I send you, let you read it and give me some advice and do some editing
Absolutely.
for me?
100%.
All right, cool. Because it's
100%.
So I get to read that one either? Or am I...
yeah, I'll totally let you read it. After I edit it.
I can't wait till this bromance is over and I got control of the show again. Fucking
We got to do a road
glorious.
trip, Jimmy.
Dawson City. We gotta get
Nah,
him
we'll go.
and
No.
Mitzi to Dawson
Oh yeah, we'll
City,
do
right?
that. But we'll get out on the boat again. We'll get out on the
If
boat
we
again
do
this year.
that, I can almost guarantee I can get it now.
No.
Let's do it.
I just want to do it
you know
to
what?
be with you, Ronnie.
That's a really great idea,
Do we have to take Stro?
Ronnie. We should talk. We should talk more about the Stanley Cup, right? Like about the history of that team, because has there been a movie? I'm sure there's been books written.
Well, Mystery Alaska is very
loosely based on it.
Yeah.
There should be something, maybe like about the like how. I don't know. I think there's more to the story. You know, I was going to Dawson City with Chippy and Mitzi.
That and Bill Barilko.
Bill Barilko, yeah.
Stories should have.
Which reminds me of Scotty.
Did you
Scotty
get
Bell.
to that lake? Did you get to that lake? That wasn't on.
No,
your
not a
phone.
lake. He found it. He flew over the site.
Yeah, he crashed the
Oh, I
lake.
walked
Did he
to it.
not?
You
Did he
walked
not?
to it,
He crashed,
yeah.
but it's near the lake, right? It's near L Lake. Like wasn't he?
Near, I would say more like a slough.
Yeah.
Uh,
Crazy.
yeah.
All right, well, Ronnie, listen.
Yeah,
There's always
well,
good talking to you. You always bring
We'll talk
your
again.
A game.
We'll talk.
I hope these episodes are more up to your standard because I really think now.
This
I always
wasn't
joke
the worst.
it wasn't the worst.
I don't know. Yeah.
Ronnie, you weren't on the
It
worst
was close.
episode, buddy.
I'm almost disappointed.
I know. Come on.
You
step
got
up.
your own mic.
Your worst
sound
game's
quality
off.
was good. Your worst game
Stepping
was
up in the
moving
world. I
up.
got my
You're
own mic.
bringing it up.
Okay, boys.
Yeah. Thank
All
you so
right,
much,
Ronnie.
Ronnie.
I'll get up here so you get going.
Oh, it's not Gumpy out there. What are you driving now?
Oh, I got my wife. My wife is kind of bougie. The family's a little bougie. They share all their cars with the family business. So
What do you got? What do you got?
I'm not even sure. It's either an Audi, a Mercedes, or a Beamer. And
It's a German automobile.
It's all done.
Oh, those
nice.
things are awesome.
It's like a
Do you
black
miss
sports
Gumpy
car.
sometimes?
I do. That's
Yeah.
my kind of. That's my kind of ride.
All right.
Shout out to Gumpy.
I'm gonna have to do a washroom break in the middle of this episode. I'm gonna leave you alone with the mic. That's
Oh, yeah.
ridiculous.
Okay.
I'll be right back. I have lots to talk about though.
I got sound effects. I got
Guests have been
seaweed.
getting in the way of my stories.
It is your podcast, Chippy. See you, Ronnie. It's really good to see you, bro. So, sound effects. Eating seaweed. Delicious seaweed. That is just good ASMR. Hey, Chippy.
Yes.
I'm eating seaweed and it sounds amazing.
Oh, you're
And it tastes amazing.
you're listening to it. That's
Listen,
awesome.
put your headphones on.
I'm good.
I got one left.
You're doing
I might eat both of them.
Okay, go.
Ready?
Go. It does sound amazing. Did you eat both packs? No, you got the other pack.
No, I still got one more pack.
All right, so I got shit to talk
How awesome was Ronnie?
about. He's always awesome. Ronnie and Jason, this month's episodes are going to go off the charts. All of them, for everything you
Maybe.
guys, everyone who tagged along and heard everything they both just
If
said.
you don't have your backyard rinks, aka Bandits tickets in Brantford, season tickets, go get them.
Go get them. Support.
Oh, you know what that reminds me?
What's that?
So we're gonna do Stro 5s with guests.
Yeah.
We're gonna do
Love how you're
Head to
catching
toe.
on 5 years later. It's good.
head to toe.
Yep.
And then we're gonna do the J1.
The J1.
What's your favorite bar?
Yeah, the J1. What's your favorite one?
Or wait, maybe you can find
I don't know if he could hear us right. I feel like his phone was off.
He couldn't hear us right. No, he was probably watching the game.
Who
While
knows? He's probably fucking.
he
I
was-
think we
or
both.
he was
I
drunk.
think everyone who gets through the Wolf Moon episodes will find out that you and me talk too much.
Well, it's
I think
our
we both did
fucking
it.
Show,
I know,
Chippy.
but sometimes you bring a guest
It's
on, you gotta
our
let him fucking talk.
Yeah, welcome to the show. You're welcome. Your life is about to get better because you're about to get some advice from Stro.
So we need a guest who could like get involved.
What, you're thinking you weren't involved? You were totally
No, like Ronnie even said, I'm not interjecting. We need people to shut us up. I thought Stengel was going to be the man a couple episodes. I thought he was. I really thought it, but he didn't. He just kind of lingered.
We need some people that know how to be on the air.
They yell at us everywhere else.
No,
Why can't they yell at us here?
we
That's
might-
what I don't understand.
We might have an unfair advantage. We've worked in TV for a long
I
long
don't
time.
have any advantage over anything.
Hey, I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
So, see Roddy here?
I
Fucking
do.
amazing.
My favorite.
My
That's why
fa-
he's got the belt.
He's my favorite, too.
Yeah.
He went to the same high school I went to, Parkdale.
Oh, that's great.
Good CanCon. But you don't have Andre the Giant.
No, I have a few I need to get
Is
still.
Andre the Giant actually like bigger than
Yeah.
him?
So
Really?
yeah, but what they did was they did really long legs, so he's not.
He's not.
So yeah, he's like crouched. I don't have him here. See, like Big John Stud. See how Big John
Yeah,
Stud
yeah.
is?
So
Kind
they
of
are proportional.
sorta. They're kind of the same height, but well, you can see they a little bit, but none of them go bigger. So when they get to the point where they're bigger, they just bend their knees and make them look like that.
Oh,
And,
Sorry, people in podcast land.
yeah, they know we're talking about LJN wrestling
And this
figures.
is why you should watch the live stream. You could see the pictures.
You can look at how
Go
beautiful I am.
look it up. Come on. Well, we don't know. Next, we'll bring. We've had Roddy on before. Oh no, that was Mr. T.
I wish we had Rowdy on.
I think Roddy Piper's going to be on more.
Yeah,
I like having him on the show.
there you go. Well, we'll bring them out every time.
I love this fucking.
So
TV.
let me tell you what happened to me with the refs
Sorry.
at the last fucking game. So I talk to the refs. I do that a lot. I enjoy it. I got this one guy, and I'm like, hey man, you got to come because I want to get us a ref on the show as a guest. I want to get a ref. Well, obviously it was supposed to be Ray. We all know the story. If
Yeah.
you're a regular,
Yeah.
Ray got ill.
Oh my God, that reminds me.
Yeah.
Go on.
Good job. You got yourself. I've been trying to get a ref, right? So I tried to get this.
Remember Ray?
Yeah.
Remember we saw a picture of him in
Yeah,
that
in
room?
the room we were in. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was nice to see
He's
that. 'cause
up
that's,
in the referee's
that's
room.
the referee's
That
room.
is the referee's
Yeah,
room.
that they gave us for that whole, which we also should talk about. I still want to bitch about how they rescheduled all games on the Sunday.
Shit.
So I've been trying to get a ref, and there's a kid I want to get, but he wasn't there that night. And then there's this guy, 61, I guess is his number. I like him. So he tells
Probably
me.
also 61.
No, yeah, I want to get one of the younger guys on.
Some
Right?
of those guys are
Yeah,
way
yeah,
old.
yeah. He's always on me. He's like, "Oh fuck, you're on the ice. I don't want to play." Right. So I ask him, be on our the whole thing. I'm telling him, be on our podcast, be on our podcast. Like during the game, I'm busting his balls. At one point, he walks over. I got 2 goals, right, and he comes over to the bench and he goes, "Please, do not let this guy get a third goal today. Right? Like, yeah. So I'm like, I'm going to get it just for you, blah, blah, blah. Right. I didn't get it, unfortunately. But so and then at one point in the game, I'm coming off, right? And the ref skates by me, smacks my stick out of my hand.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's aggressive for a ref.
So
Nice.
he smacks it out and he skates away. And as he turns, I give him like cut eye, like give him a stupid look. I step on the stick and promptly fall down. Now I'm lying in front of the door trying to change. So I started laughing before I hit the ground. I'm like, oh no, I'm going, no! And I'm laughing, right? So anyway, I fall. I just lie whistle. It's like just literally changing. And I lie there, I laugh. I look at him. He doesn't even look back. He's like skating away. I was like, you fucker. He came by the bench like a couple minutes later and just laughed. I was like, oh, he just like so lightly, like, you know, like tapped it out when no one was looking as he flew by, and fucking I bailed hard. It was so good.
All right.
So I asked him to, okay, go ahead, say your point.
No.
Okay, so I asked him to be on the podcast, and he says we have to look up this other team that he's working with. And they have a podcast, the Stinky Pinks or the Pinky Stinks or something.
Oh, we should totally talk to them.
So he works with them. They do like games on live stream where they have interesting things happening. So I was like, oh fuck. So he's actually doing, which would make sense because he's really a good ref and he always does. So we'll see.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, I don't think he'll do
Which rink is this at?
It's the ASHL. It's one of the guys. I'll show you. I'll show you the ref. You'll know the ref. You'll know the ref when you see him. He's a good guy. But there's one of the young ones.
Getting on him too.
I want to get one of the young kids on. I want to get a ref on the show. Anyway, what were you going to say?
Well, it reminds me of two things.
Yeah.
Thing number one.
Yeah.
I was talking to. Remember the first ref that ever kicked me out.
Yeah.
From an ASHL game.
Yeah.
Right. Told me to go to the dressing room. Tim.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember, you know Tim?
Yeah, I know the ref. Yeah, I think I do.
I lost it on him.
Yeah.
He made a bullshit call, so I was right. Anyways, this was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Over time, things cooled off and we started talking and whatever.
Yeah, Ray kicked me out of the game. I told you that story. Yeah. Go ahead.
They're just doing the job. I get it.
Yeah.
Even if they're wrong. Sometimes.
Mostly wrong. That's why they're repping, not playing. Yeah. They make bad decisions.
Exactly. They're watching the fucking game. I was going to tell you a story about Walter in a second. But he invited me to do some. I was like, we're talking, whatever. And he's like, you want to ref? You know the game. I said, I know the game. I'm going to do some reffing.
I want to ref.
I'm going to I got a gig. I just need to get myself a pen.
We'll see if you
an advisor.
We'll see if you do it because we know how you are with doing. We're just crunching. Every time you do it, you smile. It's like
it's so good.
You want to hear.
So good. There's one left, Chippy.
No, I'm okay. I'm eating Kit Kat over here. I don't think it sounds near as good though.
Oh my god, these are the best fucking things ever. Best ASMR too.
What the fuck is AMSR?
ASMR?
Yeah.
It's like audio sensory mind response or some shit like that.
We are in our last episode. People have to expect us to be at the stage by now.
I think we're doing one more.
After this?
Yeah. You don't think?
Okay.
That's up to you. Actually, you got to go to work.
No, I'm ready to do one more. I just don't want to cheapen this. I don't want to cheapen that.
They're all cheap. They're all for fucking free. Nobody's paying for this. Chip.
No. All I'm saying is I was going to try and squeeze in some things right now, but I might save them for next episode.
Okay.
Well, now we got to kill 3 minutes.
It's not killing. I think it's utilizing the opportunity.
All right.
We have the world.
We're going to talk about.
We have the world's ears or eyes if you can't hear it. If you're watching this podcast.
Stay tuned for our next Wolf episode and Wolf Moon. And because I know what I'm going to talk about, I'll even give you topics. And if we remember, we could use them.
Write them down.
The rescheduling of games by a league to wrong night. Oh,
that reminds me.
And
I was going to tell you a story about Walter.
Go ahead.
It has nothing to do with scheduling, but it reminds me about the league.
Finish this off. Ref wise, because we did get into the refs, and I want one on the episode.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a ref. I'm gonna be a good ref, and that
I don't think
there's something I want to talk about.
Yeah,
because I've been thinking about my reffing game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, there's one call that is always like so up in the air, and it gets everybody like nobody ever really agrees.
Okay, what call was that?
Sometimes it's when the guy trips on the guy's stick.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that.
I'd
never call it.
But I would because I've been called on it so much.
If you moved your stick into where he steps,
you move,
yeah,
it has to be like a thing.
Yeah.
You have to be in control of your
if
blade.
If he's cutting over to get to the net and steps on your stick and falls, that should not be a trip. I fucking 100%. As a defenseman, I agree.
As a referee, that if you call that right,
stepped on his fucking stick, man.
If you call that right,
game changes.
The game changes, right? And I'm gonna
will
pride myself on making that call precisely.
You will be a good ref.
I will be a good ref.
I couldn't imagine.
I know the game as well, I think, as anybody.
If you
Scotty Bowman, Steve Eiserman excluded.
If you were a ref. And
anybody
I had
else, bring it on.
So do you know how much I talk to refs, right? Like if I had to deal with you as a ref, do you think I would like you?
You would hate me.
I probably would.
No, you wouldn't. You and I would start a podcast.
I don't know if we do it, man. I don't know if I can make it.
I don't know, because that's a weird dynamic right there.
I literally said to the one guy,
it's like
the one ref.
If I become a ref, I'm gonna make sure I fucking ref some of your games.
I would want you to. I would want to experience it and see the young ref. I went up to the young ref last week, and he's like, "Stay calm." I'm like, "It's getting harder." That was my response to his refing. I'm like, it's because I like him. It's getting harder to stay calm.
Understanding that part of the game too is like you have to know where the minds and the reflex levels people are in the game and shit, right?
Well, let's go ahead.
I was going to tell one more story, but I can save it for the next one.
That's what I was going to say. Why don't we save some? So next episode we got.
I'm going to have a fag and a piss.
We're going to fucking go off on stories. We're going to do storytelling about why we do it.
I'm going to talk about Walter.
We're going to rant about.
I have a 5-second story about Walter.
We're going to tell stories about people. We're going to rant about the league rescheduling games, and I want to talk about why we do it. That's really important. All right. Stay with us.
Why do it?
You're going, go. I'm going to have more chocolate. I'm on. I got the munchies. Mars. I'm doing Mars. I've had like 4. Well, they're so good. I've had like 4 different types because they're so small and still not the equivalent of one. I'm not really a chocolate guy too often. I'm chips, man. Fuck yeah, bag of chips gone. Chocolate, So far, I've had a caramel. Caramel, a Mars, a Kit Kat. Oh, Henry, they don't have them. Nobody gives out the old Henry anymore. It's got nuts in it. That's intense. That is intense. I wonder if this worked like you wanted it to, Stro. I fucking hope so. I really hope this works. I don't think it will, but we got the.
I think it will.
I don't know. I know the other way does.
Well, the other way does, but this is also doing the other way. Hey, let's do this.
It's the podcast. Hey, no.
It's Hockey Night in Beer League. The Beavers, the Bangkok, New Zealand, and the world. In association with the Beer League Hockey Hall of Fame. The love of the good hockey. Let's go. Let's get into the room.
Well, welcome, fellow beer leaguers, to HNIBL. I'm your co-host, the one, the only, Chippy Dubois, and I'm here with the magnificent
Roddy Piper.
Stro one, baby.
Stro one, eh?
How's it going?
It's pretty good. I'm gonna miss those seaweed.
You crushed those like I'm crushing these chocolate things
right I love those things.
I think we both have a little bit of the munchies there. Yeah. I have nothing to drink.
There's nothing in that.
Open it up. Let me see. Nothing I want.
3 cans in there. I'm still working on this one.
I'm gonna have to get a water.
That's for you.
I'm gonna have to get a water or something. I should have planned this.
Yeah.
I want to start with the rants. Let's get the ranting out of the way, and then we'll get to the love.
I was gonna say something before you ranted.
I didn't rant. I said, can we get to the rants?
Probably not at this rate.
The rinks, ASHL, the running of this thing. You already talked about the unnecessary renos, wasting money, making our rates
terrible.
too high,
The
and
scheduling,
rescheduling. That's what I wanted to talk about.
The schedule. I'm gonna rant with you or after you.
No, I'm with. It's with. We both know this is what's so.
What
so
the
you
fuck,
and me play
actually?
on a
What the
combined.
fuck?
We play on a combined 3 different teams, one team together. All 3 of those teams on 3 different nights all got games
I played 3
rescheduled.
games on Sunday, and
Yes,
as much as I love that
rescheduled.
it's a story, I didn't pay fucking premium
Right.
for Thursday night to play on a fucking
On
Sunday.
Twice now I've
Twice.
done it. And the Flamingos, they're going to a different rink, dude. How can you do that to
That's
people
not
who
right.
are paying as much as we are to be where we are?
And we pay so much. I get it.
so
I
expensive to
somebody's
play nowadays.
fucking that shit up because it used to be pretty good
Yeah.
with room for improvement, and instead of improving, it's been wrecked.
It's wrecked.
What the fuck happened? How
Corporate.
does corporate always fuck things up?
Corporate fucked it up large. They changed all the signage. They got a little.
Who took over? Who owns the SHL?
Changed the website.
We gotta go do some investigation. We gotta do a Reggie Dunlop on this shit
Awful.
and find out who the fuck made these decisions.
I love when they came into the Christie room.
and why they made the decision.
They sent the kid in to ask us if we were going to do summer hockey. Were you there for that?
What?
They sent,
Oh yeah, I was.
yeah. And somebody's like,
And
we were gonna, but
we were
since you
gonna,
gave us
but
the
yeah,
fucking
fuck.
Sunday game. Fuck you. And I was like,
Go tell the guy couldn't leave. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's customer service. And
yeah.
we're like, no, we want to talk to
It's a
you.
complaint. This is a
Listen,
complaint.
Go tell somebody that wants to listen. And
I was like,
nobody
what's
wants
his name? And then he said, I
It's
will. I'm
Big
like, what's his
fucking
name?
Brother.
'Cause
That's what corporate is.
Yeah.
It's big
I
fucking
wanted
brother.
him to say the guy's name because I didn't want him to just weasel out without
Have
dealing
you ever
with
read 1984 by
No.
Ronnie Shucker?
No, never. By Ronnie Shucker.
I'm gonna get you that book.
I don't want to read much. I won't lie. Like, I hope Ronnie makes a movie about the
I
book.
hope it's a short story.
It will. My part will be. I'll just gotta skim till I see what I'm in, and that's it. I'll be like, "Oh, the book was great, Ronnie." I read my 18 fucking words that I might be mentioned in, and I'm fucking out. We'll see. Mitzi wants to come next time, so stay tuned for that on our next episodes. We'll be pumping
I
them
wonder
right
how the
now.
whales that
What's the next full moon? We
I'm
haven't been mentioning it. We should
March.
mention it. Yeah.
Sorry, February.
Yeah.
20. I better make. It's gonna be the snow moon.
Oh
I
yeah,
know
we
that.
said the snow moon. You did say it. Look at you. Fuck, you're right. Yep, snow moon's the next one. Join us. See what happens. If you like.
I think we still. Hey, I think there's a hot blonde watching us. I just got a text.
I don't.
Yo,
every,
what's up?
every time I look over there, I see a hot
What's
blonde.
up?
Look at that.
How this? March. Sorry, March 25th is also when we have the worm.
So we've got
moon.
the worm, like a worm.
Worm. WORM.
Yeah. So the next 2 are what dates again? Say
So February 24th.
Yeah.
That's the snow moon.
snow moon. That's a nice one. The worm moon's
February
weird.
24th. I don't know what day of the week that is, but it is in my calendar. So
Maybe
I'll
on the
figure it
worm
out.
moon I'll do a shroom pill. When is that? March what?
No, February 24th.
No, the worm one.
March 25th.
That's the one I'll get crazy.
So,
on. I
oh my
feel like
God.
that's a
So
crazy
check this
one.
out.
Yeah.
The dates
Yeah.
for these full moons are 25th, 24th, 25th, 23rd, 23rd, 21, 21.
Oh, weird. There you go.
So it's like a 28-day cycle.
There you go.
There is
Ready.
we'll
be back.
There's a menstrual joke in there, but I'm not.
Why would you do
I don't know. Why
That's
wouldn't
one
I?
of those things you shouldn't say. When I said
What?
because you haven't thought.
Do not
doesn't
talk
mean-
about periods.
Yeah.
Ever. Period.
Yeah. Well.
Uh-huh.
Awful.
What did I say? The 24th
I don't
of
remember.
February.
But anyway, stay
That's
there.
the
You
snow
said
moon.
it. We said
9
it.
p.m.
There you go.
Streaming
Live.
We did
Well, maybe
two.
we'll
We did
promote.
2 streams.
We
We'll
did
do
2 live
3 streams
Wow,
next time.
it's getting crazy up in here.
It's the chart is floating through Scarborough.
I'm gonna be so bad the next ones. Even this one, I
Yeah,
was trying
I had
to
an
stay
interesting-
remotely calm because I got to work.
I had an interesting thought today.
I bet you did.
I was thinking about it. It was like I watched The Power of 10. Have you ever seen The Power of 10?
No,
I know you don't like to read, but do you like to watch YouTube?
no, I only watch comedies. I don't read, and I only watch comedies, play hockey, work, and hang out with my family.
This is a
And even that
lifestyle
last part,
podcast.
and even that last part, I tried to dodge quite a bit. Haley's always like, Daddy, I don't know if you want to. You haven't done it in a while. Maybe you could. I go, do you think I'm gonna? She goes, no.
Aw,
I do.
I know you're a good guy. I went to the rink with Ojo yesterday.
Yeah.
I think I already mentioned during the little mist. There's nobody on the ice. It was like wet,
Yeah.
right? But the ice was good because the
Can't do
pipes actually. It was so awesome just to have the rink
To yourself.
and the neighborhood to ourselves in the
Yeah.
rain. Like what a bonding experience. I love that. I probably enjoyed it more than
Really
Ojo
quiet.
did, but
Really quiet too.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
The train went by once in a while. Our rink is right by the train track.
Yeah.
So fucking awesome.
Nice.
What the fuck was I talking about?
I don't know. This is the episode where we don't remember.
Oh, this is
anything.
the crick. This
Yeah,
is the last one of the
this is
night.
I'm like, I don't know. Wherever you were going, take me there. I don't know. I don't know what we're
I
talking
was
about.
taking you to the rink.
Yeah, we went to ring. We were bitched about refs for a bit.
Fuck.
The league, not the refs. The league.
I was going to tell you a story about Walter.
Oh, tell the Walter
But
story.
I was going to give you a lifestyle thing to talk about. But
I don't really know, but you forgot it. So it's
I
not that important.
digress.
Do you remember the Walter story?
Yeah.
They saw him the other day. Okay,
So-
go ahead and tell it. Walter's the ref. He had our league.
Yeah.
We love him.
It was like Sunday
Came to
night
our
football because there's 3 games on the Sunday.
Yeah, we missed all the football.
All
He
the
drove me
football,
nuts.
and you know how you could see the
Yeah,
screens from the
drove me
rink at the
nuts.
bar,
Yeah.
right?
Fuck. I was glad.
Walter's watching the fuck. I pick up the puck and I throw it to him, and he's watching the fucking game. I almost hit him with the puck. It goes right in front of his eyes
That's
and lands.
That's hilarious.
And he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm watching the
Throw a
game.
puck at
I'm
me.
watching the fucking game.
Watching the fucking game, centerman. Fuck off. Oh,
Walter's
dude.
awesome.
I was glad because both my teams lost
And
that
then,
game, and I missed both.
Bacon, you know, Bacon has got this wild shot.
Yeah,
It's worse than mine.
Yeah.
I think if it was accuracy, like I kind of put it in the direction of the net, generally.
Yeah, he just
Not
fires
always.
it. He just fires it.
He just he almost hit Walter in the corner with the fucking, and he's got a cannon.
Yeah, he's
for
got
a
a
shot,
cannon.
right?
And Walter's just
And
not
Walter's
paying
like, "What the
attention.
fuck?" He was so Walter gets so mad
Yeah,
when he's like somebody does something stupid.
yeah. I put it right off 61 skates too. He like
61. I
yeah,
gotta look
61.
for that guy.
Yeah. You'll know him. You'll know him when you see him. He's okay. He's a cool cat. I put it right off his skates, but then it deflected right to my other guy. And as soon as it hit him, I'm like, for fuck's sakes, why don't you? Oh, yeah. Like, I switched because I went for one, but then it totally, anyway, it was funny. And then he just laughed.
Yeah, it might be.
You're going to be a ref. I don't know. I
Yeah,
want
I'm
to
gonna
try
be-
it. I want to try it.
I'm gonna-
I enjoyed the
I wanna
outdoor
do
league.
all of it. I wanted
So
I almost
I
became
wanna
a
do-
Zamboni driver.
Yeah, well, you should still be doing that. I don't understand what your problem is.
I want to do that.
No, but you don't do. You said you
no.
were going to.
They don't give me the opportunity.
I agree with you. I want to do it all. I want to drive a Zamboni, sharpen my own
Ref,
skates,
yeah.
ref. Yeah. That's
Pierre-
why the outdoor
so-
league, when you get to ref the one game, I really enjoyed that.
I love
Yeah,
that.
I enjoyed
love
that.
doing
Yeah,
that. I told Tim, I'm like, I have a
Yeah.
little bit of repping experience. I think I know the
You think
game.
that
well enough.
counts? You think the outdoor league refs?
Yeah, it does. Because it puts you.
I guess you're there. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it
still call
puts-
off sides and stuff.
You
You're
have
doing all.
to
Yeah.
watch the game from a different perspective.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it does make
I've
you-
only ever done it that one
you
time,
have
and
to
I
drop the
enjoyed
puck.
it. Yeah.
Oh my God,
I enjoyed
the puck drops with these new reps
it. Yeah.
in the
Are they
league.
bad or good?
Terrible.
Oh,
So that's a fucking art form.
it's a big deal.
I've been losing a lot more draws lately because they fucking make the puck bounce all over the place.
Yeah, that's why you're losing them.
Well, carpal tunnel, life, hockey gods.
Remember when we were young and we never said things like carpal tunnel?
Yeah,
I don't
who the-
anymore.
What the
I've had
fuck? What
carpal tunnel for so long now.
Carpal what?
So long. It's so long. It's
What
ridiculous.
the fuck was I going to tell you?
I don't know. I let you talk. I didn't cut you off.
It'll come back to me like tomorrow.
All right.
Or maybe those neurons will never come back.
Maybe if we write, we should
Beer
write.
number 6
I
of the
was
night.
so adamant.
Did I?
I was so adamant today that I was going to. I enjoyed my beer so much. I was so adamant that I was going to have a list and a plan today, and then all I did was sleep.
You didn't do your producer job.
I did it,
It's
but
okay,
I didn't
our
write it
social
down.
media guy didn't do the job either.
Hey, I got us 2 guests were lined up this month.
And look, I got us 2 live streams
I
at
guess.
the same time.
So you almost did enough. You almost helped. But we don't know if it's recorded, so it doesn't matter.
I think it'll record somewhere. Well, it's recording the podcast. That's the fucking. That's
why we're here.
We're here for the audio
I feel
experience.
bad for them.
The
I feel bad for
ASMR
people
on the
that
last
do it.
episode, by the way, people, fucking amazing. I ate 2 packs of seaweed.
Tripping out. You were tripping out to the sound of seaweed. I hope.
It's so good, and it's also so tasty.
I can't believe that I know people, like my family has watched this. I've seen like fucking views from family.
Nobody knows I do this.
That's why you're so the way you are, and I'm so like trying to fucking solve
People
shit.
know.
Right,
nice, Bernadette.
I got it. I want to talk about.
Speaking of hot blondes,
I want to talk about why. Yeah, why
she's a cold blonde. She's at the rink all the time.
I want to talk about why we do.
For all you people out there, Bernadette's a timekeeper.
Bernadette's the best.
Are we gonna do that thing for her?
Yes,
or what?
Of course we are.
When are we gonna do that?
A good question. I agree. When are we gonna do that?
After 4 months from now.
All right.
You're on you're like really busy for the next 4 months.
I'm busy for a while. Yeah, I'm busy for a while.
Maybe I was gonna talk to you about the moon.
I don't know, but I want to talk about why we do it, and I want to talk about
why we do it.
Yeah, why? Why do we do it? Why do we? And this is kind of why do we do it? Did you see the last season of Shorzy?
No, I'm catching up. I'm only on like season 2 or something.
Yeah, that's season 2 is the last one, dude. It's so good. It made
me
cry.
Season 1. Then.
Made me cry twice. Made me cry twice because I felt it.
They were already the blueberry, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. I felt it. So here's what
I'm still trying to. It's Letterkenny I'm catching up on.
Oh yeah, Letterkenny.
And both of them, it's hard to juggle.
I know this one's good though. So here's Shorzy, and when I saw this, I was just like,
have you seen Boria?
Yes, very good, very good. So this is Shorzy outside of a bar explaining why he still does it, and I just it teared me up. I'm not joking. It's so stupid.
Hey, Shorzy, what is it?
Surprisingly, we took to this point in the evening.
So you want to mess it all up?
Why do you still do it?
There's a cab.
I'm not right now. I'm talking to you.
Let's get some fucking Indian cuisine.
So why do you still do it?
Do what? Huh?
You're a decade on most these guys.
All no spring chicken.
But you're the first to the rank, the last to leave. You're the hardest worker out there.
You gotta set the tone.
You work even harder off the ice. The calendar, all the promos.
Dory fucking Jordan.
Now you're sitting outside a gay bar, essentially the last one to leave your team fundraiser.
I think Hitch looked a lot gayer than Frankie.
All this for senior whale shit hockey?
Used to be senior whale shit hockey. Now it's something different.
So why do you do it?
It's the only place I can be me.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, it's the last place in the world I can be me.
You basically just repeated yourself.
I'll tell you a story. So I'm at the bar one night, the guy pushes up on my girl, so I lose my mind.
You tried to fight him?
I tried to sucker him, hurt him before he could hurt me, but either way, as a hockey player, I thought I was doing the right thing.
By punching someone with your
code. He's doing
In
the
hockey, if someone disrespects you or your teammates, you can flatten them. One way or another, you get them. And when you do, everybody loves it.
Ooh, I'm getting
Coaches,
shivers.
teammates, fans are all cheering. Everybody's all for it.
Yep. The
And
refs
at the bar
even.
that night, no one was cheering. The guy thought I was an idiot, and the girl thought I was a loser. That's the real world.
Wow, that's deep.
Even though I'm at the age where half my hair is on the fucking shower floor, I'm gonna keep going to the rink where I can be me.
Wow, how
Oh yeah,
profound.
fuck yeah.
Hey,
I told you. That's
beautiful.
That's,
Hey, you know what?
got me.
He's talking about code there.
Yeah,
hockey
he's
code.
talking about the code.
I did that
how
the
he
other
lets
night
it
with
run his
Orly.
life. Yeah.
That's why Orly was like, thanks.
Yeah.
He didn't know it was me.
Yeah.
It was one of his teammates that stood up for him.
That's one of my. I
Oh,
watched
that's
that and
beautiful.
I was like, oh, that's every.
Thanks
That
for
was so.
spoiling that one for me.
That one's good. You'll like that. But
I-
just
I,
like
I
that
don't get.
track.
I'm okay to get things spoiled.
Yeah.
I
okay,
can't
cool.
wait to see.
So
the
why
whole
do
thing.
you still do it? Like, what's the deal?
It's the same thing.
Yeah. it
Actually,
really
no.
is.
You know what? For me, it's the brotherhood or like the community.
It's the room more
because
than the
because
game
we have we
now.
play with women too, right? Like,
Yeah.
I actually
You say
wanted to
beer
talk
league, we
about
try not
getting
to say
Jenna
no.
on it. You know, Jenna plays on the Ghetto Blasters. I think she played pro
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
We should get her in the podcast.
Yeah, we'll get them on.
Be more inclusive.
Yeah, PWHL.
Because
kicking off
like
hard.
Ronnie said, like the game is growing.
Yeah.
For women more.
Yeah,
than
we
it is-
never got to the PWHL. We said we
Yeah,
were going to mention
yeah.
that. If you watched any of the games,
Yeah, I have.
quality's
A
really
bunch of-
good.
yeah,
The games
it's
are
really
good.
Good hockey.
I wish they had to come out with the names right away. I think that's going to be a mistake, but I don't know.
see it as an opportunity. I'm already in my brain. I'm like, I'm gonna name all these teams.
Did you see the names? They have the names.
Oh, they do?
Well, they
What are the names?
so they did at one point register a bunch of names. What's that called?
Trademark?
Yeah, they trademarked a bunch of names, and I have them somewhere here. See if I can find the thing where I found it. And the names aren't bad. Like I don't know why they didn't in the end go with it. The names aren't
I think
bad.
it was like swag and licensing and shit. Like there's when we talked to Jay, right?
Yeah.
You see how much work it is. They had like a few months to start this league. It was fucking crazy because they're working on the.
Yeah, the fact that they got on the air that quick, I thought it was weird.
Pretty. They had to secure the rinks, the cities, the players, the contracts, all that shit. So they didn't have time to really do the licensing for the names, I think. But I want to know what they have.
They did it. I can find it. It's on. I'll do the Wikipedia. They trademarked 6 names. I thought they were fine, and I could think there was.
Is there 16?
Yeah, the original 6.
The original 6, I like it.
Yeah.
There's a ring to that, isn't it?
Yeah, they're doing basically that's what they're doing. They're rebuilding using the history, which is great. I mean, I bet they're going to have more teams. They're going to go to a 72 game schedule. Right now
72?
Yeah, man.
With 6 teams?
Yes, it's going to get ugly.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think they're going to try and get
that's madness.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Well,
if
they might have more teams by that.
Since you're on the show, PWHL,
yeah.
I'm going to suggest you do 44 game schedule.
I think that they'll have more teams by that
36
point.
game schedule. Oh, if you have more teams, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
With like 12 teams, you could do 72 games or something. But like that's a grind. That's not right.
Yeah.
That's too much. You're watering down a good product there, people. Don't water it down. It's a good product. Less is more. Like look at NFL football.
I think they could probably go a few more. I couldn't see why they would.
72.
Yeah, but they'll have more teams, is what I'm saying. I think they're gonna have more.
I
teams.
think twice a week per team is good. And how many weeks is there in the hockey season? Between October and April, you're looking at 6 times 4 times 2. 48 game schedule would be perfect.
Trying to get this, and I'm following it now.
A home and an away every week. Like, why the fuck not? Right?
I was surprised that like
this is corporate shit. I think we're talking about corporate. That's what I was going to allude to earlier. But it's like corporate tries to maximize profits instead of maximizing quality. And quality is the most important thing in your product, people.
Yeah.
So why the ASHL is failing at it?
Yeah.
And a lot of corporations are failing at the fucking thing that they're doing because they're trying to maximize profits instead of maximizing quality.
There you go. Stro has told you. He's given advice.
You're welcome. I give advice when you're on the show. You're welcome. That's why you tune in for good advice.
From Stro. That's
Stro
why
One.
you that. I
You
can't
can DM
find the
me at
names. I want to
Stro
find
One.
the names because they were good. I liked them, but now I can't find them anywhere. I'm like fucking struggling here, and I'm doing it.
Are you struggling to type?
No, I'm trying. I'm trying to remember where I found them. Like,
have you tried Chat GPT?
No, I didn't. I don't have that one. Is that the new IA that just?
The IA.
Yeah, and their site is actually even their Wikipedia page has changed quite a bit because
artificial.
Yeah, it's changed quite a bit.
Is that the French way to say it? The IA?
I don't know. What are you asking me these silly
It's
questions?
probably still AI in
I
French.
thought I saved it. I guess not. Anyway.
What are you looking for?
I'm gonna look for those names for you because they did register.
I don't think they exist, Chippy.
They registered 6 names, I think. So
okay, so
there's
Ottawa, there's Toronto,
Yeah.
there's Minnesota, there's Boston, New York.
Yeah.
What's the 6th team?
There's I don't know.
Montreal.
I don't know. Did you get them all? Yeah.
Montreal, Minnesota, Toronto, Ottawa, New York, Boston. That's 6.
Yes.
There's
a Winnipeg. No, there's a. Did you say Minnesota?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So if you and I were coming up with a team name.
Here it is. Here's what they.
Oh, okay. Can I try before you spoil it for me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. No, I'm not gonna do that. What is that?
It's something walking on the roof.
Oh, okay. That's a squirrel. Or
a raccoon.
A raccoon.
That has to be a raccoon.
I was like, what is that?
That is huge. I thought it was going to come through. I was like, what the
We are
fuck?
in a Chartist. There's a shed in Scarborough
that we hang out in. So are you going to guess the names? Now I can't find them again.
The Ottawa bureaucrats.
Yeah.
That'll kill you.
Yeah.
That'll wear you down. It'll grind you right the fuck to nothing.
It'll definitely make you angry.
The Ottawa bureaucrats.
Okay.
The Toronto Vanity.
The Toronto Vanity? Okay.
Vanities are fucking terrible. Where did I hear this earlier today? Somebody was talking about, it was Trevor Noah. His own podcast.
The only one they didn't give a name for was the Ottawa one. They gave 5. The
Ottawa bureaucrats.
Yeah. And what did you say for who?
Toronto Vanity.
Okay. And what about Minnesota?
The Minnesota. I haven't been to Minnesota. I've been to the States.
Okay. How about Montreal?
Montreal. The Montreal. What do you call it when you the snobs?
Snobs. Okay. New York.
The New York traffic.
That one's close. Okay, and Boston.
The Boston, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't like Boston. I tried. So it's funny. We talked about Boston Pizza the other day, and I got mad, and Haley didn't understand why, and I had to go through this like
the Boston, the
so
Boston Ivy League.
All right, you've wasted
leaguers.
enough time. Here they are. We already going into the. Thank you, Great Lakes Brewery.
Thank you.
The Boston Wicked, the Minnesota Superior, the
I like it.
Yeah, this one's not bad. The Montreal Echo.
So it's kind of elitist. The Montreal Echo?
Yeah.
What?
And then,
there's no echo in
I know it's weird. So you said New York. You said the
traffic.
The New York Sound.
Okay, that's okay.
It's not bad. And the Toronto Torch were the names that they registered.
Torch?
And apparently I read other things that said
what the fuck is what? No,
I don't know.
That's
I didn't
wrong.
mind. I don't mind any of them. I think they're interesting. Like I don't.
No, Minnesota
a little soft.
Superior because the lake.
The lakes, yeah, and the Wicked is cool.
With
the Sound,
no, the
New York
Wicked,
Sound.
The Wicked,
I don't
really?
know. I don't mind them. I didn't mind them. So apparently they got a lot
the
of.
only one
flack
I
anyway.
actually like is New York Sound.
New York Sound's pretty cool.
That's pretty rock and roll.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, there you go.
CBGB and all that.
There you go. They had teams. They got names. I just think
Thank
that was
you for that
thing.
because I
took
learned
a
like
while.
3 things podcasting today.
Yeah, you're learning.
I am.
I gotta stop staying up late. Hockey games are killing me, and then
I missed hockey for this.
I know.
That's how big a deal this. How big a deal this my commitment to the Full Moon podcasting.
There you go.
Live streaming.
We'll see if I'm willing to do it when it happens. We'll have to see when it falls.
Hey, it's okay if it doesn't. You know what?
I said we could have pushed it till tomorrow and lie.
I'm gonna give you my inner thoughts for a second here.
Oh no, I don't want your inner thoughts.
If Chippy has to cancel tonight, it's not the worst thing in the world because I got hockey to go play.
That's right. That's true.
So if it's a Thursday, because there's
I mean, what if next time?
Chippy, I don't know what the chances
Yeah.
are that Robbie Burns.
Yeah.
Fuck, we never had the fucking scotch. Is it already after Robbie Burns?
Is it really? We missed it? Oh, well. You did it right, though. You knew what you were going to take a little bit for him then.
Yeah.
Still the same
It's
night.
Robbie
People
Burns
are
out west.
still at the bar drinking right now.
Hey, this is for my folks up in the Arctic and the west side
Robbie
there.
Burns, yeah.
You know what? The Scots are good people. If they ain't Scottish, it's crap.
When this actually
Hey, Roddy Piper made it.
when
you know
this
what?
actually airs, it'll be well past
Fucking A, we
Robbie
did the
Burns.
right thing. We had a Scotsman on Robbie Burns.
I need to get his little kilt. Kills me that he doesn't have his kilt.
Oh, I'll make you a kilt for him.
His kilt and Volchkov's little hat drives me nuts. Those are the two I want.
Oh yeah, I
He
know
had that little hat.
Yeah.
I always remember those two. Those were like my two favorite ones.
It's doable. Now I know what to get you for Christmas one year.
On the list. Guess what we're doing before we get together next full moon? We're gonna go experience the NHL All-Star experience.
Oh my God,
so we'll have that to talk about. We'll be rolling into close
a week and a half.
Yeah, we'll be rolling by the next time we get together. We'll be rolling. Cheers. We'll be rolling into like playoff time. So we'll be getting close to playoffs.
That's good.
Oh, nice.
Good job.
I wouldn't want to take it just with a tingle in my throat. I'm gonna pass. You know what?
Oh my God! Look at that beautiful puck.
Yeah.
That you need an entire puck there.
That's from a tournament I think I was in.
That's from a Midtown Mall tournament.
Yeah, it was a Midtown Mall tournament. That's the quality hockey I played when I was
That's a beautiful
younger.
puck. That's going up on my order. I have a pucks given Instagram.
Oh, there you
which
go.
I haven't
done
utilized.
anything. Yeah, because you don't
There's
do
like,
anything.
I'm busy.
No, not too busy.
I'm super fucking. There's so many jobs I do that don't get paid for. It's crazy.
Parenting, you can't.
I'm not even doing the parenting anymore.
You can't do that. You can't.
I'm
parenting
for fun now.
Well, you should always be parenting for fun.
I always was.
Fun.
You know, that was the sweetest thing about that fucking gig that was taken away from me.
Yeah.
I even got fired from that. What the fuck?
Well, that's different. I see why you get fired from most of your jobs.
Why?
I had you work for me, and I understand.
You fired me because I took your parking spot.
No, it's not why.
I was actually doing work for you, like trying to get, like doing good work for you in the shop when you fired me. I was actually busy being productive.
You were, yeah, okay, sure.
I was.
I'm not gonna argue with you.
I
know
I
why.
may have been a little bit with the.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. I fired you, and I know why. So I could see why other people would, and still love you, and
Thank
your
you.
delusional aspects of why it happened is exactly why you probably mostly get fired.
I want to know. I don't want to get fired. I like the jobs
you
I
just
get.
do whatever the fuck you want and think it's okay all the time. You can't do that at work. That's not work. Work, you go do what you got to do.
It's not the fucking military. I'm
just
being
saying, man.
the best worker I can be.
Just saying.
I was being a good friend, a good human being, a good employee, and you fired me for it.
I was being a good friend because I hired you when you needed me.
No, you basically said, "Look, I know I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel here, but I really need a body to fill this fucking position." And I said, "Okay."
That's right.
And you fucking fired me.
Yes, all of that.
Even though I learned a skill set.
I'm not arguing anything you said except for what you think you got fired for. You got fired for insubordination.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, and not respecting the process. That's what ended up getting, and that's your problem. You go in
see it
thinking,
as a team. I don't see it as a hierarchy.
I'm the boss at work, man. That's that.
Fair enough. That's why you got to fire me.
That's why I did it. That's it.
That's the problem with most of the bosses I've been fired by.
Yeah, because you just won't go to work and do what the fuck you're supposed to. You got to give them fucking advice. That's my point. Shut the fuck up and do what you're supposed to do.
That's not how I work.
Well, that's why you don't work. And that's why you don't work. You can't just say every thought that comes in your fucking head, man.
That's how I can't lie. Except to the love of my life.
Oh, wow. Okay. So how many episodes have we done tonight? We've done for the Wolf.
Yeah,
I think 4 or 5.
We started.
How long has
this
shit been going on? How many hours is that? That's ridiculous.
3 hours and 53 minutes of live streaming.
Not even close to a record for you and me, though.
No. I wonder if the Oilers won, though. They're pushing the team record.
All this stuff becomes so moot when they hear it. It's like,
who? What?
Like with the episode, though, when we do like live updates on shit like this, because then it's like a month later before they get it.
No,
That
people are
fucking
getting
thing is just walking around on the roof.
They're dancing on the charted.
Yeah, they do.
We did it. 3-0.
Yeah, 15 wins from the worst team that everyone thought they weren't going to do anything.
I didn't think they're that bad.
Like, I
was like, that's a
I didn't
blessing.
think a coaching change.
I thought it was a blessing.
I didn't think it'd be
I
that
told
much.
you, it's
Oilers.
a pendulum,
Yeah. Oh, geez. Yeah.
right? It's like life. It's like any hockey teams, the energy in the room and all that. It's the same thing. When it goes one way, if you learn from that experience, when you go the other way, it's going to make you that much better. Don't give up. You
and me both use the energy differently, but mine's good right now. Yours is pretty good right now. You're playing well. Everything's going. We're getting there.
You know, the hockey gods are starting to forgive me.
There you go.
And I'm starting to forgive myself.
That's very important.
Because I understand what, like, I've really been looking at myself going, how could you have done this?
Yeah, I look at you a lot and say, how could you have done that? Like, there's lots that I look at you and go, how did you do that?
Right?
Yeah, I agree, 100%.
Yeah.
Stop doing that.
And no, I can't. It's who I am, and I mean well, and I need to prove I'm a very scientific mind, I think.
Wow.
I need proof. I have a theory.
And you need proof.
I have what do you call it? It's not a thesis. You know that thing.
No, I don't.
The scientific method?
Oh, it's like, I don't know.
It's hypothesis. You have a hypothesis.
You have a hypothesis.
And then you have to go prove your hypothesis.
I'm going to sleep so well right now.
Right now?
Pretty fucking close. I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. I slept like
it's
right
only
to
1:45.
You know what the best one?
I'm not getting a parking ticket.
So you said you were coming here. I'm going to bed fucking soon. You said you were coming here tonight, right?
Yeah.
And Jenna's like, I said, oh yeah. I said, so I canceled going back to the shop because I was going to go do something quick.
Okay, yeah.
And he's like, no, he's coming super early. So I went and lied down. Don't worry. I went and lied down. And she's like, didn't Stro say he was coming between 4 or 5? I'm like, yes, leave me alone. And she laughed. So I look, and you said at about like 4:30, you're like, I'm running late. I'll be there around 7. I was like, perfect. So I just went. I had a good 3-hour nap, knowing that I had that much time. Like you didn't.
You're welcome.
Being late is so obvious that it didn't even affect my nap. I was like, no, just don't talk to me, Jen. I know he said 4.
I got time. I got time.
Anyway, I'm gonna go back to bed, man.
Thanks for this, Chippy.
Yeah, it was fun, and I'm glad we had some good guests.
Yeah. The Wolf Moon podcast were pretty. Like I would say they're almost borderline. Some of them, Hall of Fame edition.
We'll see.
I like having Ronnie on. That was good. And Jay, obviously. We got to get Jay back and ask him that question. We forgot to ask him.
Yeah. Apparently there's a movie. Mitzi was like, ask him about the movie. I was like, fuck, how did I forget that? Yeah. Anyway.
Well, we can ask him on Monday.
Let's get out of here. I got to take a leave.
All right. Happy
Robbie Burns, full Wolf Moon.
And Roddy Piper.
Roddy Piper Day?
I don't know.
We added it?
Again, I don't know what the chances are of it. There's 3 more Thursdays that there's a full moon that I'll be missing hockey for this
if
year.
One's a playoff, we have to switch. You can't miss playoffs.
March 25th.
Is it a playoff game?
It might be. So there may be.
We can't do that. We have to switch one then because we already get enough.
I gave my word before I gave my word to this podcast to be there for all the playoff games this year.
Actually, you're supposed to be for all the playoff games every year. For 30 years, you should have been.
Look,
that's when you sign up.
Do you
that's
not
what you
remember
sign up for.
when the Flames won the cup? You know who's sitting the last game at the Forum? Lenny McDonald. But he was a big part of that team. Sometimes you got to sit a playoff game. Yeah.
Sit at the rink. Not miss it for fucking
your job.
Right. Anyway, see you next full moon, man. Cheers. I'm out.
Well, we're still gonna keep.
No,
we're gonna
go into bed. It's over. You're gonna end this. You're gonna end that. I'm gonna pee.
All right. Good night, folks. Good day.